Oh yeah. What's up, baby? Y'all gonna ring that cash app up tonight, man. Hey, look, hey dog. Hey dog. Hey dog. Hey dog. Y'all gonna ring that cash app up tonight, man. Y'all gonna ring that cash app up tonight, baby, because when I lose, I still win. Y'all gonna hit that cash app tonight, man. Hit that cash app PayPal link, man. I don't want to talk to nobody unless you hit me in the cash app. This coach don't make no adjustments at all. He waited to the last 5 minutes of the game to make an adjustment. This man let Rudy Gobert, the worst big man in NBA history, eliminate you. You allow Rudy Gobert to get open dunks all night and didn't make no adjustments. This man, y'all criticized Darvin Ham for playing small last year. You criticized Darvin Ham. Oh man, where does Darvin Ham go big? He's got his hands in his pocket. What are these guys doing? No excuses, man. JJ Redick sat there and allowed Rudy Gobert to get damn near 30 and 30 tonight, yo. Bro, we ain't got nothing to say. In an elimination game, no in-game adjustments. This dude is a fraud. He sat up there. He criticized all these other coaches, man. He had to take kind of, the media has to say something about this. All these racists ran around here giving this man a pass. You got LeBron James and Luka Doncic, and you can only get one win in the first round? You get smoked with LeBron and Luka on the court? Are you serious? We going to the cash app. Hold on. Shout out to JB in the cash app. I see you early. Salute to JB in the cash app. He coming through with a $50 donation, man. He says, I don't ever want to hear about JJ again. He's done, bro. Shout out to Jasmine with a $25 donation in the cash app. She says, La Flop. Oh, no. Did you see the flop from Austin Reeves at the end? Oh, yeah, we finna cook tonight. This finna be president. I'm in the presidential getting Lewinsky, baby. Ladies, straight like that. We finna cook. This finna be an all-time, old-fashioned, throw it back. You. Didn't I tell y'all? JJ Redick, y'all destroyed Darvin Ham for not making no adjustments. Shout out to Walter Griffin coming through. Another $25 donation in Cash App. Salute to you, man. He says, don't let up to grow. I'm on the helmet, bro. Because JJ Redick did all this talking, all these buffoons on you. What's the dude's name? What's the bald-headed dude with the Uncle Phil shape up? Adam Silver, who covers the Lakers. Oh, you think I want Darvin Ham? Hey, Darvin Ham took a 6th seed to the Western Conference Finals. So hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And we don't want to hear nothing about roster because y'all didn't get Darvin Ham that out. Y'all said Darvin Ham had his starters for most of the time. JJ Redick had his starters. JJ Redick refused. He took the big man out. He refused. He demoralized the big man's minutes all this season. The big man y'all had, Jackson. Hey, yeah, that's right. He refused to play many minutes. Rudy Gobert just getting any rebound in easy dunks. This is the easiest damn near 30-point, 30-rebound game I've seen in NBA history. Because all Rudy Gobert had to do was stand around the rim. Why? Because JJ Redick made no adjustments. He made 0 adjustments. Then you brought a dude and you played a dude that hadn't played since January. JJ Redick brought a dude that hadn't played since January and put him in a playoff game and an elimination game. This is buying the game? Oh, we cooking today. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, okay. Shout out to my brother Tim Brackett in the Cash App coming through with another $50 donation. Hey, I'm telling y'all this right now. Salute to you, my brother. He says the Lakers are overrated. I've been telling you, bro, we ain't got to talk about that. Salute, brother. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jason Young and the PayPal with the donation. I appreciate you. Shout out to the brother. Shout out to the brother. Oh, shout out to my boy Sean Lewis. King Cash App. He got a $100 donation in the Cash App. He says they let Rudy cook. Hey, man, listen, bro. These dudes let Rudy Gobert destroy them, bro. This is disgusting, man. You let Rudy Gobert come out here and get damn near 30 and 30. And this is all on JJ Redick. Once again, let me put it up on the screen, y'all. Pastor, I see you in the building. I'm going to send you a link. I'm going to send y'all a link in a minute. This is the grade for this season, F minus. I told y'all, we are judging by the playoffs. All y'all talk that shit about Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham had a 6-seed Lakers and went to the NBA Western Conference Finals in year 1. And JJ Redick could only get 1 win off a Timberwolves team that the whole media said the Lakers were going to win. I don't want to hear no excuses. The whole media picked the Lakers to win this series easy, and they got dog walk. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. And your team shot brick after brick after brick after brick. And all these dudes, Fakers Nation, all them dudes, y'all gonna come up here and make 1,000 excuses tonight. You're gonna blame everybody else, but we're gonna blame JJ Redick, the dude who walked around here with no coaching experience. You got dudes like Sam Cassell. You got all these other guys, Pat Ewing, all these other guys that paid the cost to be the boss and be able to coach an NBA team. And you put this chump on because LeBron James threw him on a podcast and said, mind the game. But when it was time to mind the game, they didn't mind a damn thing except for getting the hell beat out of them. So I want to, and then this bum ran out of a press conference. Before the game started, he ran out of a press conference because of the simple fact he's getting his ass torched. Point blank period. And the media was asking this bum, how in the blue hell did you make a substitution last game? And I told you they need to run his ass out of LA. This is a complete fraud. This is a scam, and this dude right here is a chump of a coach. He made zero adjustment. His adjustment was to play a dude in Maxi Kleber that had not played since January. That was his adjustment. He played a guy that hadn't played since January. Shout out to Stacey Hall in the Cash App coming through with the donation. Salute to you, Stacey. I appreciate you. Salute you on that. Let me see. Shout out to my boy, the African Skyfire Scholar, coming through with the $50 donation. Hey, if y'all don't hit the Cash App for this, these fools got sent home in 5 games. 5 games, they got 1 win. This man got Luka Doncic. Luka was just in the NBA Finals last year with the heartbreak kid, Kyrie Irving, who was sitting courtside watching this thing, front row, hands off the merchandise. He's sitting right there watching. This bum stink the joint up. Luka Doncic was just in the NBA Finals last year with Kyrie. He goes and plays with your king, LeBron James, and gets sent home in the first round. And all of y'all, you all owe Nico an apology. You talked about Nico like a dog. You talked about Nico like a dog. You talked about Nico like a low-down, dirty dog in me. Oh, my God. This man got sent home in the first round and got 1 win, eliminated at home on their court. And JJ let Rudy Gobert, the biggest scrub, I'm talking about the biggest big man scrub in the history of the National Basketball Association, walk a mud hole in him and stump it and walk that SOB dry. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, shout out to Marquez Foster and the Cash App with a $20. Hey, listen, we're going to raise $10,000 tonight in the Cash App. I'm stepping on every hater out here. Them dudes talk all that shit about Darvin Ham. They blamed him for everything. Lack of a job. I don't want to hear no excuses. Vanderbilt was hurt most of the time. They blamed him for all of that. They blamed him, oh, why you going small? This dude had Rudy Gobert laying it to him dry, straight like that, and did not make any. He watched Rudy Gobert get every rebound and every stick back dunk all game long and still went small. And then his adjustment, y'all, was to put in a dude that had not played since January. He might as well put in Bronny James, man. Shout out to Marquez Foster and the Cash App donation. He says Ant-Man, Superman, Spider-Man, Wolves in 5. And let me tell you something. Anthony Edwards, this is why JJ Redick needs to be fired. This is why JJ Redick needs to be fired. Anthony Edwards was 0 of 11 from the three-point line. And you still lost? And to the brother who said dude was a bum too, you're blocked, sir. You're a racist and you're blocked. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, sir. You're a racist, and I'm blocking you, period. You're a racist, sir, and I'm blocking you. I don't respect no racist in my channel, sir. There will be equality. Oh, I have a dream today, Coretta, that all coaches, Coretta, will be judged upon the same standards, Coretta. I have a dream, and my dream is that Darvin Ham can get a little bit of R-E-S-P-E-C-T, says the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King. I have a dream that all these jabronis on YouTube peddling racist YouTube channels that will come out here and disrespect a black man that got a bullet wound hole in his hand, that's coming out here and took LeBron James and a 6-seed Los Angeles Lakers team to the Western Conference Finals in year 1, but don't got no smoke for this punk JJ Redick. I have a dream today. I have a dream that in the streets of Los Angeles, they will riot, and this will be Ramon James' last game as a Laker. I have a dream today. He ruined the franchise. He brought this fake mind the game JJ Redick. I have a dream. He bought that bum scrub son of his, taking up a roster spot. Bronny James, I have a dream. The ghetto Colton Banks, I have a dream today. I have a dream. There will be equality when you're criticizing JJ Redick for not making any adjustments in a 5-game series in which he got smoked. He was picked to win. I have a dream. I have a dream that ESPN, that FS1, that all of these scrub YouTubers that can't stand up and sniff the great one will come out here and cook JJ Redick 3 the hard way, the same way, Coretta, that they cooked Darvin Ham. I have a dream. I have a dream today that you guys will see that how he allowed the biggest scrub of a big man in NBA history, who was averaging 3 points a game in this series. He took the big man out, y'all, and this man damn near went for 30 and 30 in a closeout game, and JJ Redick walked over there on the side of the bench and watched them do it. He watched them do it and didn't make no adjustment, y'all. I have a dream that Irvin Magic Johnson, that all of the all-time greats in the Los Angeles Lakers organization will rain hell all over JJ Redick. I have a dream of equality because that was wrong. What they did to Darvin Ham, they talked about him like a dog. They talked about his lack of adjustments. They talked about all of these different things. I have a dream. I have a dream today that we can end all this racism online and that we can have equality when it comes to the coaching standard. Let me get back to the Cash Apps. We're going Cash App, PayPal, Sky Up. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. I ain't playing no games. Them clowns got eliminated in 5 games, man. That is nasty work, man. You got LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the court, and you get sent home in 5 games in the first round? Bro, Luka Doncic was doing better with teams by himself. You gave this man Luka Doncic and LeBron James and JJ Redick sat there and watched the whole time. He watched Rudy Gobert literally damn near get 30 points and 30 rebounds, and he refused to put in a big man all those quarters. That's crazy work. Crazy. Last game, he didn't play a player in the second half outside the starting lineup. That's disgusting. Then he got all of them to sign on board with him. This is the absolute truth. This is collusion, yo. LeBron James and them, who've been crying about being tired the last few years. Go back and listen to their press conferences. Oh, man, we need a blow, man. I'm tired, man. But then for JJ Redick, last game, they all said, oh, no, fatigue is not an issue. Are you serious? Are you serious, man? Did nasty, disgusting work. JJ Redick didn't even put the big man. He didn't even put his 7-footer in 1 minute. Rudy Gobert damn near got 30 rebounds, y'all. I want y'all to think about this. He damn near got 30 rebounds and 30 points because JJ Redick, who had a 7-footer on the sideline, who he was starting, refused to put this man in the game. Rudy Gobert won this game. Ant-Man played like garbage. Rudy Gobert controlled the boards. Rudy Gobert got all dunks and stick back tipping. Bro, this was the easiest 30. I've never seen a dude get 30 easier than this. The coach made 0 adjustments, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. You watch a nigga get 30 points and 30 rebounds, no adjustments. That's insane work. JJ Redick should be fired. They should have a parade outside of Staples Center, a protest parade to have JJ Redick removed as the head coach of Los Angeles like immediately, bro. Effectively, that is disgusting. And I challenge everybody that's on YouTube to have YouTube channels. They better hold JJ Redick to this. Darvin Ham went to the Western Conference Finals in year 1 as a 6th seed. As a 6th seed. This man, JJ Redick, lost to a 6th seed in 5 games in the first round. And don't nobody got no smoke. Alan Swivel over there on his channel. I think, hey, man, if you want Darvin, have him. Yeah, I'd rather have Darvin, sir. We went to the Western Conference Finals with Darvin Ham. Yes, I'd rather have him, sir. And then the other dude, oh, they went ham. Yeah. What y'all gonna say now? What y'all gonna say about y'all boy? Huh? Y'all was talking all this trash all during the regular season. Oh, look at JJ. Intricate offense. Man, I told you guys. Charles Barkley told y'all. After I told y'all, them boys gonna get exposed. Them dudes is chumps. Let's get back to the Cash App, y'all, because we got a lot. Shout out to Dominique Davis with physiques like Dominique with Nia Long faces. Shout out to Dominique Davis in the Cash App with the donation. He says, Gobert, Abdul-Jabbar really closed these bums out, and it's JJ Redick's fault. JJ Redick, instead of putting in a big man who he was playing, think about this, y'all. JJ Redick was playing the big dude all throughout the season. He was playing the big fella Jackson Hayes. JJ Redick gets to the playoffs and benches his only 7-footer. While Rudy Gobert, I'm talking about, bro, forget the other games. We talking about tonight. Y'all talking about in-game adjustments. He watching Rudy Gobert just get easy alley-oop dunks, easy rebounds all night because he got no size. You watch all of that, and you still make no adjustment. His adjustment was to bring in 6'8" Kleber, who hadn't played since January because he had an injury. This is crazy work. There better be hellified smoke for this. And this was probably LeBron James' last game as a Laker. Shout out to Tony in the Cash App with the donation. He says, now we watch real playoff basketball. Oh, yeah, they got the bums out of here, bro. This is disgusting. And JJ Redick had LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the court and got one game. Bro, I don't want to care what nobody else say, bro. He had LeBron James and Luka Doncic on the same court. Bro, he got one game. This didn't go 6. This didn't go 7. He didn't have somebody that tore their ACL. None of that stuff. He got one game with LeBron and Luka. Luka went to the NBA Finals last year with Kyrie. This is crazy work in the West. They better, hey, I swear, y'all better tell in every channel, you better go tell it on a mountain that this dude is an absolute bum. Let's keep going. Shout out to Tony in the Cash App with the donation. He says now, oh yeah, I got you. Shout out to Saints 9162 in the Cash App with the donation. He says LeBron bricks sound like an avalanche. Oh yes, sir. And the bricks was bricking up tonight, sir. They were, hey, bro, that shit was crazy how bad LeBron James was playing. LeBron James played horrible in this game, bro. He hit that little corner 3 in the game. This dude was trash cans. Point blank, period. Like I said before, this is what happens. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Everybody going to say, oh, man, well, the role players didn't do nothing. JJ Redick killed their confidence. You know why JJ Redick killed their confidence? Because JJ Redick refused to put any of them in the game last game. He killed their confidence because he didn't build up any confidence in those guys. So you didn't have any bench. Meanwhile, the bench from the Minnesota Timberwolves, their coach said, hey, man, we're going to use their bench. We're going to use our bench all the time. Hey, we ain't switching up. We ain't switching nothing up. He using their bench, guys coming in, Alexander Walker, all these guys coming in balling. JJ Redick demoralized his bench because he didn't believe in any of those guys. And I'm going to say it again. Those are damn near all the same guys that Darvin Ham had. Gabe Vincent. Remember, Gabe Vincent was hurt. Darvin Ham had hurt Gabe Vincent. Jared Vanderbilt was hurt. These dudes was healthy for JJ Redick. What happened? Then you got that scrub Bronny James wasting a roster spot. I tried to tell y'all this. That dude is a straight bump, and I hope they cooking this dude 3 to hard. JJ Redick should be that's a fireable offense to let Rudy Gobert go down in 30 and 30 in a closeout game. That's a fireable offense. This man had a career playoff high in points and rebounds on you because you refused to put in your 7-footer at all. 0 minutes. It's nasty work, bro. Where is everybody going to destroy this foolishness? The podcast should be immediately eliminated. Period. Mind the game, it should be done. We ain't even minding the game no more. That shit is over. That's in the wind. We go ahead and bury that 6 feet under. Shout out to Trev T in the Cash App with a donation. He said for D Ham. Oh yeah, that's for Darvin Ham, baby. They did that's what happens when you get malpractice. JJ, God don't like ugly, man. God don't like, and all your little minions you got in the media, you, LeBron James, all y'all little minions. We sending all y'all bums home together. All y'all going home straight, and you leading the ship, bum, straight like a bum ass coach getting exposed. And I told y'all they was beating nobody but chumps in the regular season. Punk got exposed. That dude made 0 adjustments. 0. Darvin Ham should sue the Los Angeles Lakers. He should sue the Los Angeles Lakers, man. Straight up. He should sue them Period. Y'all say, sue him for what, Ticket? Sue him for what? False fireman, nigga. Shout out to Sweet Chris O'Mine in the Cash App the donation. He says, LeBron's Laker tenure is bad minus the bubble. He's done. Get his ass out of here, man. We already done. That's probably LeBron James' last game as a Laker. He's out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Bro, I tell y'all this right now, man. JJ Redick, all this mind the game stuff exposed, bro. That shit got exposed on the highest level. That's in the first round this man got exposed. That's crazy. Think about this. Darvin Ham was the 6th seed. He went to the Western Conference Finals in year 1. JJ Redick lost to the 6th seed in 5 games in round 1 in his first year. Crazy work. And this man got Luka and LeBron, and Luka was just in the finals last year. No question. Nope. Luka's not a fraud. I'm sorry. Luka was carrying this game. Luka was carrying this game. What Luka had, 38 and 8? Luka was carrying this game. That's LeBron James and JJ Redick's fault. Point blank, period. Luka was in the finals last year with Kyrie. Period. That's LeBron and them bringing Luka down. Luka his team ain't never did this bad since his what? 2nd year in the league? In the playoffs? Luka's team had done better than this. Luka by himself, he been doing better than this. Without that bum LeBron James or JJ Redick. And JJ Redick had the nerve. This dude, I tell you, this is why I try to tell you about racism is alive and well in America. JJ Redick had the nerve to go up there on ESPN when he was an analyst and he criticized and talked about, and listen, you talking about some, he targeted Luka Doncic. Ain't that JJ Redick's job to counter that? That's JJ Redick's job to counter that. He's the almighty. JJ Redick is Socrates. He know everything. So JJ Redick has the mind. He should know how to make the adjustments. That fool ain't adjust a damn thing. Let's keep going. Shout out to 3P Brian in the Cash App with the donation. 3P Brian said, it's the 10 Bron commandments effing bum. Oh, they bums. Period, dog. They bums. I don't want to hear no excuse. I want to taste all the tears from all these faker channels that have been jockstrap sniffing JJ Redick. That dude got exposed. That dude's a straight chump. He got exposed in front of the world. And D-Ham, this is retribution, brother. Straight like that. We standing 10 toes on this, man, because what they did out was nasty work, bruh. Nasty work, man. They called this man, they called him the new age Pat Riley, all this shit. This man came in and got smoked with 2 all-world players. He got smoked in the first round of 5 games, point blank, period. I don't want to hear no excuses. No excuse. This man refused to play a big man when you watching the other big man damn near get 30 rebounds in the game. What are we talking about? Shout out to Legacy Auto Detailing in the Cash App the donation. He said, I don't want to hear nothing about a GOAT debate. Ain't no debate. Ooh, that's already been said. We ain't even at that no more. Shout out to Dominique Davis. And if y'all want to donate, the link is pinned at the top. Someone please call 911. The Cash App should be filled tonight because I'm on one. Shout out to Dominique Davis in the donation to Cash App. Come through with the dub. He say, Shannon said Lakers in 5. He must have meant, man, everything going wrong for Shannon Sharp. But that's right. Shannon Sharp done lost everything. That fool went to the casino and lost everything. And I mean everything. Let's keep going. Shout out to Trev T in the Cash App donation. He says for D-Ham. Oh, that's facts. Shout out to Anton Davis in the Cash App donation. He says, salute, Ticket. Keep cooking these clowns. Oh, I'm a clapper clown. I'm a clapper clown. This is all JJ Redick's fault. This is LeBron's fault for bringing in JJ Redick. And this is JJ Redick's fault because he demonized these black coaches. Racism. He demonized these black coaches. Notice you never saw JJ Redick demonize any other coach. He never saw him demonize a white coach like that. He only demonized and talked and sniffed his nose at black coaches. I saw it. I saw it. On TV, he sat up there and yelled at Doc Rivers, you didn't take no accountability. But this dude, before the game, he ran out of the press conference because they dared ask him about his dumb-ass coaching decision. And then you lose a closeout game at home, and Ant-Man played like straight garbage. And their best player, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man played like garbage. I want y'all to think about this. This is how bad JJ Redick is. Anthony Edwards played like garbage, right? I want y'all to think about all of these things that happened tonight. The other starter that they got, he fouled out. What's the wing's name, y'all? I'm trying to think of his name right now. I can't even remember his name. It slipped my mind. Then, think about this, y'all. Nas Reed didn't even play well tonight. Nas Reed didn't play well. Dante DiVincenzo was trash. Yeah, Jaden McDaniel fouled out. Dante DiVincenzo was trash. All them dudes played bad, and you still lost. That's insane work. Insane work. That you lost because of Rudy Gobert. You didn't make an adjustment on Rudy Gobert. All Rudy was doing was catching stick back dunks and offensive rebounds and dunking it. That's it. You didn't even put a big body out there on him. You are disgusting. Shout out to Jermaine Robinson in the Cash App. He said, cook these ninjas. I'm cooking their ass. Oh, salute, homie. Shout out to Cornelius Mackey in the Cash App, the donation. Salute to you, my brother. He said, for Ticket TV, you already know what it is, dog. We lining them up tonight. Hey, man. Hey, hit the Cash App, y'all. The link is at the top. I'm dancing on these suckers tonight. Shout out to Brantley in the Cash App with the donation. He said, I told you these dudes Randall ain't to play with. Oh, yeah, Randall was killing these dudes all series long. He made no adjustment on Julius Randle. You got Julius Randle out there just run. I'm talking about, bro, JJ Redick made zero adjustment on Julius Randle. Then let's talk about the other bad scheme he used. You're trapping Anthony Edwards at half court to where guys are just getting backdoor action all night long. This fool was trapping Ant-Man at half court and giving up all those open looks under the basket because he was trapping them way too far out. Coaching, bad coaching. Shout out to Sports T, my beautiful, beautiful baby girl Sports T. She says, T loves Ticket and Ticket love T. You better believe that. I love T. I need some sugar in mine. You understand? And some lemon. You understand what I'm saying? No Shay Sharp. Shout out to Ed Tech in the Cash App, the donation. He said Shaq was clowning Rudy Gobert at halftime. LA in 5. Oh, yeah. Shaq was clowning. And Rudy Gobert did them dudes dirty. Why? Because JJ Redick allowed it. All Rudy Gobert did was put up his hands, just get rebounds, go back, stick back, and dunk it all day long. That's all he did. Bro, Rudy Gobert did not have to do nothing. All he did was stand under the basket and literally catch alley-oops and get rebounds because JJ Redick had midgets all around him. This dude didn't put in no big man. He played maxi. I cannot believe this, bro. This man, watch Rudy Gobert look like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is crazy. Shout out to Terminator 28. He says, bro, you know the Lakers wasn't going to win. Come on, bro. No, bro. Listen, man. No. Mind the game, bro. All these bums on all these faker channels, before the series started, all the media, don't let none of them fool you. They all said that this team, Minnesota Timberwolves, was going to get smoked. They said this series wasn't even going to be close. They was praying and happy about this series. They were happy for this matchup. I told y'all this. Remember what I said to y'all? They were happy for this matchup. Happy for this matchup. And JJ Redick got exposed in front of, I'm talking about this dude got stripped down in front of the whole world. Stripped down. He gonna cry in the car. I want him to cry. I hope this hurt so bad, JJ. I wanted to cry in the car, boy. For all that dirt you did, boy. Sitting up there laughing, and then you at Summer League when you got the job up there taking shots at Darvin Ham. I ain't never gonna forget what you did. Y'all did Quincy Olivari dirty. Y'all remember him? Hold on, let me put a picture of him on the screen, man. Y'all remember this dude? They did this dude dirty, bro. God don't like ugly, my G. Y'all did that, man. That man earned that spot over Bronny James. And y'all hit this dude and basically just threw him away. Y'all are a disgrace. This dude, disgusting, man. He disgusts me. This is for Halima Nash, the lady who came out and said that JJ said this about me. And the media, the mainstream media, they swept it under the rug. Remember that now. They swept that under the rug. Oh, yeah. And I don't want to hear anything about roster. And we don't have enough. When y'all put this bum right here on the team, I don't want to hear nothing about this. You put Carlton Banks on the team. There ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. The Lakers disgraced the history of the franchise and put a bum named Bronny James on the team. There's nothing else to talk. I ain't talking about he earned it. I'm talking about they gave him a roster spot. That is nasty work, bro. Nasty work. And this is what happens. God don't like ugly. So you will get eliminated immediately. Get your ass out of here. Shout out to Fabian K in the Cash App. With the donation says you have to put Mr. Scratch and Sniff on the screen. Yeah, we just put him on the screen. That bum got to go. Shout out to Anton Davis again as a cash app the donation. He says, as a Laker fan, I've been waiting on this all year. Everybody else have been too. We've been cooking these dudes 3 the hard way. I'm going in. Shout out to Terminate 28 again. He says, bro, you know the Lakers wasn't going to win. Hold on, man. Shout out to Marquez Foster. He says, Ant-Man, Superman, Spider-Man. Shout out to Blackwood with the 20 spot. Salute to you with the cash app. Shout out to Shelby Joseph with the donation. Says, Ant-Man is officially the legend killer. Ant-Man ain't do nothing tonight. Ant-Man play like garbage. You can't call Ant-Man a legend. Ant-Man play like garbage. JJ Redick gave him this game because he allowed Rudy Gobert to get every rebound and get every easy dunk. Rudy Gobert got every point he got was easy. That was crazy. He got like 10, 12 dunks tonight. What big man y'all know got 12 dunks, all because the coach wouldn't put in a big man to guard him? Rudy Gobert is 7'2". This man had 6'4" dudes guarding Rudy Gobert, bro. We ain't even talking no more. Rudy Gobert was playing like ass. And the coach made them adjustments. Said, look, we just going to put Rudy Gobert right here in the dunker box. And what did J.J. Redick do? Have his guys over helping. All they did was drive and throw alley-oops to Rudy. This is insane. Shout out to Incognito Money Management with $20 donation to Cash App. He says, fire content, karma came for J.J. Oh, J.J. getting it bad. I heard Charles Barkley cooking his ass 3 the hard way, too. Shout out to him. Remember he's talking that shit to Charles Barkley? Yeah, go sit your ass at home, J.J. Redick. You get exposed, sir. And the whole media, we are not going to allow you to hide behind this. We're not going to let y'all make no excuses. ESPN, Fox, all y'all bums. We are the new standard. We are the new wave. We are not going to allow y'all to let J.J. Redick or that bum LeBron James off the hook. Y'all sit up there and co-sign this bum Bronny. Y'all ain't gonna come in here talking about roster spots when y'all put Bronny James on the team. Nasty work. And like I said, J.J. Redick lost the series. Last game, the fool didn't play nobody the whole second half. This game, you watch Rudy Gobert eliminate you. Rudy Gobert, who was playing like trash, eliminated you. Shout out to my boy G. Shaw in the Cash App. He said that Negro played Maxi Kleber. Bro, listen. Maxi Kleber had been out since January. Bro, this is April, bro. We damn near in March. Or we damn near in May. We damn near in May. That man ain't placed the trade. This man put this man in the elimination game. He didn't put the guy in this man. I want y'all to think about this. He put Maxi Kleber in an elimination game. Like this dude is goddamn on Michael Jordan. I said, man, bro, what we doing here, man? What we doing? Bro, y'all better not never forgive JJ for that, bro. Shout out to Anton Davis in the Cash App. He says, God don't like ugly. Get LeBron James out of here. He got to go. Shout out to Joe in the Cash App. He says, I want to know what gets JJ fired. I want to know because his ass is grass. Ass. Shout out to Rashad Robinson in the Cash App with a donation. He come through with a 20 spot or 2. He says, mind the lane. Oh, yeah. Hey, that podcast is finished. Y'all need to go ahead over there. And anybody who was over there supporting that shit, hey, man, just go ahead and unlike the videos. All y'all that was over there like, hey, man, I love this podcast. Man, that shit is lame. All that mind the game, that shit got exposed, bro. Garbage. They did all that to demean and minimize Darvin Ham and came out here and got smoked with Luka and LeBron. Remember all these dudes out here celebrating, talking about, hey, man, Luka's better than, what you call it? Shout out to my boy King AK-47, voice of the streets. Yeah, hey, where they at? Hey, AK, you see them dudes ain't nowhere to be found. They scattered like roaches, bro. They scattered like roaches, AK. It's disgusting. That's nasty work, bro. They scatter like roaches. These dudes ain't nowhere to be found, brother. That is sad. In the year of 2025, these dudes talk all this smack. Nairobi come on his junk crying like he a cheap hoe. Come on here. He crying like he Shannon Sharp freaks. Coming here all the time acting like a damn fool. Now they lose. He ain't nowhere to be found. Sit down and shut. And I told him this was going to happen. He didn't want to listen. I thought it was going to happen the second round. Because I thought the referee's going to cheat the first round. Bro, they didn't even get to the second round, bro. They were in the easier bracket. I want y'all to think about this. The Lakers were in the easier bracket. They ain't got to go on and play the Clippers or the Nuggets or OKC. They was going to go play either the Houston Rockets or the Warriors. And I ain't gonna say the Warriors easy, but the Warriors, Jimmy was hurt a little bit. Just that in the third, you never know how he gonna feel during that series in the second round. Bro, this is insane work, bro. Let's keep going. Shout out to Ija Morris in the Cash App with the donation. Oh yeah, we got a cash. Hey, smash the like button, y'all. And if y'all ain't subscribed to the y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe and hit the Cash App. The link is pinned at the top. We not playing no games. Shout out to Ija Morris in the Cash App. He said we need a Reverend ticket tonight. Oh, we gonna give him tonight. He coming. Shout out to Raymond in the Cash App with a donation. He says ticket, cook these cats like the Chinese spot. Oh yeah, I'm on the corner with it. Straight like that. And give me 3 egg rolls. Give me a sweet and sour sauce. And yeah, give me some shrimp fried rice. That's right. Let's get it. Shout out to 3P Bryant in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you, brother. Jermaine, salute to you in the Cash App with a donation. Lil Herm, Hollywood Herm, salute to you. He says that JJ got exposed by Finch. Straight up. Finch did JJ dirty, bro. He didn't do all he did was put Rudy in the dunker's box and said, Rudy, stand right there. Everybody penetrate. When they help, just throw the alley-oop to Rudy all night. Rudy caught 10 dunks tonight. Like he at least had 10 dunks. All his points was dunks. Think about this. Rudy Gobert had 30 points off damn near dunks. That's crazy. Shout out to DZ Williams in the Cash App donation. He says Lakers in 5, right ticket, Pistons in 7. Oh, yeah, that's what they said. They cried, tears of sadness tonight. Shout out to Jabraylin Vance Vazant in the PayPal with the donation. Salute to you, brother. I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. And shout out to the brother Anton Davis in the Cash App. He says, this for Darvin Ham. I know he happy. Nah, he just probably feeling like, look, man, y'all fired me for this bum. Shout out to John Walker in the Cash App coming through with $100 donation. King Cash App. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't leave no comment. You know, he just stood on business. Point blank, period, apostrophe T. Shout out to the brother. Let me see. Michael Black in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate it. Much love to you too as well, brother. Shout out to the brother Kelvin Woodridge in the Cash App with the donation, man. Salute to you, man. He says, yeah, I'm off JJ now. Bro, y'all should have been off JJ. I don't know why you was on him. Why was you on him? What about JJ Redick made you sit up here and be impressed? Period. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Kobe in the Cash App with the donation. Now, listen, they got Chris Finch is out here praising Rudy Gobert now. This is insane work. They got Rudy Gobert, the worst big man in NBA history. They got him out here looking like goddamn Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. This is crazy work. Chris Finch is at the post-game press conference praising Rudy Gobert. Talking about he drives winning. Are y'all crazy? No. JJ Redick's lack of a brain. Shout out to Stacey Hall and the Cash App with a $40 donation, man. He says, rain on them. I'm raining on these bums. They better have an umbrella because I ain't going to stop. This is not stopping. Shout out to Keith Cummings in the Cash App with the donation. He comes through with a $25 donation. He said, you think this Brown last game in LA? I hope it is. I believe it is. You know how LeBron do. Shout out to Xavier in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you, my brother. He come through. Nice little size donation. I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? He says, Ticket, you always entertaining. Bro, you already know what it is, bro. I do what I can do when I can do it. You understand what I'm saying? And I told these bums, and they going to all bow down to the king, point blank, period. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just facts. Shout out to the brother Gordon Holloway in the Cash App with the donation, man. And he says, Ant-Man can't play like that in the second round. Yeah, he got to bring it. You facts. Ant-Man was selling for too many threes tonight. Ant-Man had me so mad, bro. Y'all know how mad I was at Ant-Man, bro, sitting up there jacking up all those threes? I was heated at Ant-Man for jacking up all those threes, bro. Heated with Ant-Man. Shout out to my boy Iman in the Cash App with the donation. He said, wish they would have traded AD now. Yeah, at least you would have had a big man. At least you would have had one big man. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all was saying y'all didn't need AD. Now I'm glad you reminded me of that. Wasn't they running around here talking about they didn't need AD? Wasn't they saying this, y'all? Wasn't they running around here saying they didn't need AD after Luka and them was playing well in a couple of games during the season against scrub teams? Oh, yeah, we don't need AD. AD was a problem. See, we don't need him. See, he exposed. We got the best defense in the league. Remember them bums were saying this stuff? Everybody was asking me, Ticket, why you ain't doing on the regular season games? Because I ain't got to do the regular season game. I told you I show up in the postseason when them bums are going to get their ass whooped. I told y'all this. Wasting my, well, I'm going to waste time for going live watching these bums during the regular season when I know what's going to happen when the postseason comes. I told you. Y'all should have listened. Straight up. Shout out to Chauncey Simmons in the Cash App with a donation. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to the brother Charles Bullocks in the Cash App with a donation. Appreciate you, dog. Salute to you, homie. Salute to the brother TJ Whitman in the Cash App coming through with a $50 donation. He says, how did JJ get the job in the first place? LeBron James. LeBron James. In the fake-ass mind of the game. Straight up. Straight up. LeBron James in the fake-ass mind of the game. We on their helmet, bro. I'm not playing. I got about 10 videos lined up on these bums. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm cooking JJ Redick every single day this summer. I'm leading the charge for this bum to get fired. Send him back to the podcast. I don't even want him back on the podcast no more. Because he don't gave out fake information, bro. They don't told y'all it's mind the game and all this other stuff. Man, it ain't mind a damn thing, bro. Straight like that, man. These dudes came out here and lied to the whole world, deceived the world, man. Shout out to Anton. He says Rudy Gobert looking like prime Will Chamberlain. Bro, all he did was sit up there and dunk everything under the rim. Salute to you in the Cash App, the donation, brother. Salute to you. Shout out to Thomas Stewart in the Cash App with a donation. He come through $50 donation. Salute to you, brother. He said, keep shining on them, Ticket. I'm going to keep shining. I'm going to get my shine on all day long. I'm going to get mine on. Get your shine on. That's a fact. Shout out to, who is this right here? Shout out to Lavelle in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you. He ain't leave no message. All he did was come through and drop $20 donation. Salute to you, brother. Oh, yeah, and if y'all say, hey, man, Ticket, how you donate? Just click the link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Let me know what y'all think. We raising a GoFundMe for JJ Redick's new job. Anybody got something on JJ Redick's GoFundMe? Just hit the Cash App, PayPal link, pinned at the top. Y'all see it on the screen right there. Just hit me. All y'all got to do is hit the link. You know what I'm saying? And let's put something on JJ Redick's GoFundMe because he's going to need a job. Straight like that. We're going to have to get JJ. You know what I'm saying? We got to raise him some funds because he's going to need a gig. Point blank period, bro. We ain't got nothing else to say about it. He going to need a gig after this because we're going to run his ass out. He going to have to get ran out of that coaching job out of L.A., bro. What he did in this series was damn criminal. That shit was criminal what he did in this series, bro. That you going to play a 40-year-old dude every single damn 46 minutes and every single minute in the second half ain't give him 1 minute of a break. And sit up there talking about some fatigue is not a factor. That man 40 years old. The whole media for years been crying about LeBron James needing rest. And what does JJ Redick do? Play him the whole second half and don't even give none of the reserves any type of rest. And then goes up there and runs off the stage when the media finally have enough kahunas to call him out on that shit. Don't make no sense whatsoever. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves for backing up this dude. This dude got absolutely exposed on the highest level. It's about the end result. Darvin Ham went to the Western Conference Finals in year one. JJ Redick got LeBron James and Luka Doncic and gets beat in 5 games. No excuses. No excuses, man. Shout out to the brother. Let me see who else this is in here. Gerald Johnson. Salute to you in the PayPal with a donation. I appreciate you coming through with a $25 donation to PayPal. Shout out to Terry Gates. He says, for the Raiders, salute to you, brother. In the Cash App, the donations. Salute to you. Okay, that's Raider Gates. I think that's who you is. Shout out to Masculine MJ in the Cash App donation. He said Brian lose games all the time. Salute to you, brother. Shout out to let me see who this is. Shout out to Joshua Holiday in the Cash App with the donation. Oh yeah, I already know you gonna make my boy AK mad about this. He says, Piggy, you think Brian going back to Cleveland? Shit, I know AK got something to say about it. He ain't go back no goddamn on Cleveland. I know if my boy King AK-47, who the voice of the streets, I know if he got something to say about it, LeBron James ain't going back to Cleveland. That's a fact. They don't need him. Cleveland can get to the finals without him. I told y'all the Cavs going to the finals. Cleveland can win bro. This will be the cap of all, bro. This will be the icing on the cake. If the Cavs win the championship this year, bro. If the Cavs win the championship this year, bro, which I think they have a great chance to do, bro. Bro, I swear to God, man. I hope they win the championship without this bum, bro. I really hope the Cavs win it now. If the Cavs win the championship this year without LeBron James, bro, after all these dudes be talking all this shit, he got smoked in the first round, got Luka, and they go win a chip without him, and they rebuilt that team in less than what 7, 8 years after he left. Shit, no, we ain't got nothing to talk into a championship. Bro, I'm just telling y'all right now, man. Y'all just need to go ahead and just stay away from me, man. Because it's gonna get ugly, nigga. Straight up. So I'm just telling you what's up. Salute to Lawrence in the Cash App with the donation. Appreciate you, dog. He said I appreciate your work. I appreciate you, dog. Salute. Darius Jenkins, salute to you in the Cash App with the donation, man. You ain't leave no message, but salute to you. Kennard Brooks, salute to you in the Cash App, coming through with a $45 donation. Appreciate that, dog. Shout out to the brother Travis in the Cash App with the donation, man. He said, how you let Rudy go for 30 and 30? Bro, listen, man. Rudy had a career high in points and rebounds. That's J.J. Redick's fault. Nobody else. J.J. Redick did not play his 7-footer no minutes tonight. He saw Rudy Gobert doing this all game. We ain't got nothing to talk about. He saw Rudy Gobert doing this all game and made no adjustment. Oh, there go James right there. Oh, yeah, we finna cook. Let me go ahead and drop the link. All the brothers in here now. Now we finna cook now. I'm finna let the homies cook, y'all. Let me finish going through these Cash Apps while I let the homies cook, y'all. Shout out to Maurice Hay in the Cash App the donation. He said, I respect your basketball IQ. Keep it up. No doubt, homie. Salute. Shout out to Darius Robinson in the Cash App with the donation. He says, Luka not signing the extension unless LeBron James gone. They're going to have to get rid of LeBron James. They're going to run LeBron James out. That's how I feel, because it's over with for that bum. Shout out to Anton Davis in the Cash App. He says, I know Kobe in heaven, shaking my head. Oh, man, listen, you know what's up. Shout out to Ephraim Hurdle in the Cash App with a $50 donation. He come through Big Bank. You know how it is. He said, LeBum is done and JJ. Yeah, get these two clowns out of here. Y'all need to stand on business. Don't just come in here. I need to see y'all in every channel blaming JJ Redick. I'm going to say it again. I need to see y'all in every single channel blaming JJ Redick. JJ Redick need to get all the blame. Period. Him and LeBron James ruined the franchise. They drafted that scrub Bronny, put it on TV, crying about roster spots when you got Bronny on a playoff roster spot, bro. What are we doing? This is nasty work. Shout out to Ill Will 42. The flow so ill just like Will was. He says, real Laker fans are rejoicing. Salute to you, brother. Come through with a $30 donation. You know what it is. Shout out to my boy King Jaja in the Cash App with the donation. He said, JJ played no center night. Crazy. Bro, listen, the man had a 7-footer sitting on the bench and refused to play him 1 minute. And watch Rudy Gobert go for career highs in the playoffs in points and rebounds. And Rudy had 5 blocks. And he decided, I ain't going to put my big man out there. And he ran off the stage before did y'all see the press conference before the game? Where he ran out? This dude's a straight flaming hypocrite. He sat up there talking about Doc Rivers don't take no responsibility. This man ran off the stage, bro. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Here I go. Shout out to my boy Reginald Worth in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you. Shout out to the brother Jason Holcomb in the Cash App with the donation. Salute to you. Shout out to LJ Woods in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to the brother Steve Wyatt in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to Eugene in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to Anton Milton in the Cash App. Salute to you. Yeah, y'all hit the Cash App, man. We going for the gusto tonight. Shout out to the brother Cornell in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to my brother Martavius Simpson in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to the brother Ishmael in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to Courtney Ryan in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to Stanley in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to Kimoni in the Cash App. Salute to you. Shout out to Rochelle in the Cash App. Baby girl, salute to you. Y'all know what it is, man. Break the goddamn Cash App link pinned at the top in the PayPal. We stand on business. James, JJ Redick got exposed, bro. What you got on this 40, bro? I'm going to let you cook, because this is disgusting. Him and LeBron James, bro, that whole mind the game, that's over with, bro. That's dead. That shit dead, bro. Go ahead, bro. James, you on mute. You got to unmute yourself. Whenever you're ready to cook, you on mute, James. Just unmute yourself. You go ahead and start cooking. 3P Bryant, what you got until James come off mute? What you got, dog?
My man, Ticket TV. I gotta say, it's a beautiful day, brother. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it's a
You know what
beautiful
I'm
day in the
saying?
neighborhood. Go, look, what you got in this? What you got in this game, though, man?
Oh
What,
yeah. Let's
what did
talk
you
about it.
see? What did you see?
I saw a bum in JJ Redick, who should have never been hired as this coach, right? And I saw another clown by the name of Jay Reed
From Akron.
trick the game up. From Akron, yeah, from Akron. Bro, get this nigga the fuck off our team, bro. I want my
We
Lakers
gotta,
back
we
so
gotta watch
bad,
our
bro.
we gotta watch our language a little bit. That's all. Just watch it just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, get this bum off our team, bro. I want my Lakers back. I want my Lakers back. Get this bum off my team.
That's a fact, bro. He got to go, man. He don't brought the bum Bronny. He don't brought the fake ass coach JJ Redick that ain't got no coaching experience. That dude's he's done, bro. He's done, man.
Yeah.
It's over with. And y'all need to go check out my boy T Price too. T Price been over there telling y'all too. Y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all want to sit over here. You know what I'm saying? They want to run down T Price channel. But James, go ahead and then T Price. We all here to cook. This is an extended cook tonight, James.
Mm-hmm.
Salute everybody. Much love, top about it. Man, like I said from the jump
What's going
street,
on, James?
just chilling. The role player do, man. So when it come down, it come down, and the rubber need to meet the road. How many points he scored tonight? Somebody salute the Italian brought it up too. He had 5 points in the last 4 quarters. That's not superstar status, man. You dig what I'm saying? You got to be better than that. And at the end of the day, the whole blame going on and thinking that he hired JJ Redick. You feel me? JJ Redick ain't did no adjustment. They killed Darvin Ham. You feel me? So I don't understand like why they fired that man to go this route. All right, big dog. So I'm looking at it like this, man. Like there's a whole lot of changes need to be made. Stop catering to one dude to fit his system when you see the system got him with a 4-6 record. It ain't like his system got him with a winning record for y'all to keep catering to this dude in this 22nd year like that, man. Build for the team what they need. Not y'all got rid of AD and look what Rudy Gobert just did, y'all, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Rudy. We talking about Rudy now. We
Bro,
ain't talking about no
James.
Elijah Wine, and no Ewing, and no David Robinson, and no Duncan, and no Garnett. We talking about
Hey,
Rudy
James.
Go Scare. And this man went out there and scared y'all to death, and you not even must play a big man. This is what I was saying the whole season, though. Like, Minnesota got a lot of pieces, bro. But what I like about them, they empty the clip and they go deep and off in their bench. They get into foul trouble. Alexander Walker, DiVincenzo, Reed. The list just goes on, man. How deep they could go on this bench, and the trust that this coach put into their players. Whether you having a bad game, just stay aggressive, take those shots. You know what I mean? A rookie coach in JJ. He don't know nothing about that. He never been put in these type pressure situations. So now he in the crock pot. We slow cooking him. I'm talking about the whole week. I can't wait till I get off in the morning. I'm talking about I got a real banker waiting for y'all. So just tune in. T Price already told y'all the role player came over there and demolished all of you, got rid of all the trade picks, and this is what you get. This is the results you get. All that Lakers in 5, that's just for publicity stunt. That's only for the
Talk to
TV.
him, James.
For the brainwashed people. I'm glad they still have woke people walk out because there'll be a bunch of zombies walking around this thing. But I already knew the Timberwolves. I already knew the Timberwolves had the advantage. And my biggest thing was if you could get in the paint, man, y'all should have featured Rudy Gobert right early in this series. Y'all could have swept him. I've been saying this, man. Rudy, you too big. You floating around the rim. Put your hand up or something. Play strong, like demand the goddamn ball. You dig? It's a total mismatch. The put a 6'8" guy, 6'4", 6'6", 6'5". I don't care who it is. They don't have bigs in the league like that for y'all to be going away from Rudy Gobert. This dude should be averaging at least 18, 20, and 10 every damn night. Especially when you see the center position and how y'all want to play small ball. But great win by the Minnesota
Right.
Timberwolves. I thought they was gonna let it slip
Shout out
away,
Minnesota,
but
man.
we had a Rudy Gobert fight, bro. I'm talking about Superman showed up and he won Christopher Reeve tonight. That boy came out as Superman. And if they play
James, he
like
didn't have
this,
to do nothing. James and T
Hey,
Price,
Ticket.
he didn't have to do nothing because because JJ Redick did not make any adjustments. He didn't even play his
that
big
got
man.
a lot to do with it. That got a lot to do with it. But I'm
No,
just
James.
saying.
That has everything to do with it.
Hey,
Rudy Gobert
Ticket.
was averaging 3 points this series and 6 rebounds.
Yeah,
JJ
I
Redick
saw that.
sat there and let this man get every single offensive rebound and tip dunk all game. He didn't even put a big in. There was
Hey,
nobody of
Ticket and
size to compete with him,
James.
bro.
Too many threes by Minnesota. They can't play like that next round. They going home. They
Hey,
they they,
Ticket.
they settle for too
Final.
many
Oh,
threes, bro.
sorry.
I like
Hey,
when they
yo.
play their normal game. Attack the paint, take what the defense give you. They have enough weapons. They
Yo.
have enough weapons to get it done, bro. And
Yo.
Anthony
Hey,
Edwards, bro. This is my last point to Anthony Edwards. I know you seen Julius Randle and Gobert cooking, but you still got to insert yourself some kind of way. Get to the foul line. Take the pace of the game
hey,
over because nobody can
hey,
stop you from getting in the paint, bro. You supposed to have 15 assists playing with Rudy Gobert. I'm just being honest because, like, if you could wrap the defense, that's an alley oop. Like Ticket said all day. That's what I'm saying. Why they ain't been to implement this in the first
hey,
game of the season? Even though they wasn't big, the second game
hey,
y'all should have
James
came
and
out and
Ticket. I don't
punished
mean to
them on the
cut you guys
glass.
off.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something real quick. Shout out to you, James. Shout out to you, Ticket. I'm about to head out. But last thing I was gonna say, and I know you see me
Man,
text this plenty of times in your
I
comment
always fun
section,
when it
Ticket.
could
I'm gonna
let
say
you
it one
know
more time.
if I
MJ, Kobe, everybody else, get the F in line.
Bro, say that again. Please say that again.
MJ, then Kobe, everybody else, get the F in effing line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kareem, I put
Yes,
him
sir.
3, and we could debate that all day, but I don't have time. But it's literally, and I've been saying it for years and years and years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
MJ, then Kobe,
Yes, sir.
everybody else, line the F up.
It's them
I
two.
wish I
I'm
could cook
telling
on this, but I got to go, guys. But
Hey,
shout
hold on,
out to
y'all.
you,
Salute.
James.
Hold on one
Salute.
second, bro.
hey
T Price,
ticket,
what you
ticket,
got? T
ticket,
Price, you was in here first. What you got?
ticket,
I
ticket.
got to
Who was
go,
that?
Ticket.
Hold
You
on,
have
let
a
me
good one, brother.
hold on, bro. He said T Price, bro. He didn't say you. Hold on, bro. 1 second, bro.
No, I know.
I've
I'm
been here
leaving. I'm just
waiting.
saying peace out. That's
I'm
it.
not talking to you. I wasn't talking to
Oh,
you.
okay.
Shout out to you.
Okay.
Salute to you, brother. Oh,
Yeah,
mine's gonna
you
be
too, my
short and
brother. You have
sweet.
a good one.
Oh yes,
Nah,
sir.
don't
Hey,
make it
I
short
having
and
a
sweet. T Price getting in and getting their ass. JJ
I
Redick was
got
talking
more, bro.
Man,
all
I'm,
this
turn
I'm
shit.
up.
just letting
hold
y'all know
on,
Turn
how the
up.
ticket.
game
I
is.
just
JJ
wanted to
Cook.
go.
Redick, T
I'm
Price
Cook.
ready to
was
go.
talking
I don't
all
want no
this
Cook.
shit.
interruptions.
T Price,
I
Cook.
don't
he's
want no
talking all
interruptions.
this shit about JJ Redick.
I
They
know.
talk
I know.
all that shit about Darvin. He
I
deserved to
know.
get the full cook from you, bro.
Oh, he's going to get it. I don't want no interruptions. I don't interrupt nobody when they be speaking. Shout out to my brother Jay. Salute to my brother, man. Salute. You know I got
Salute,
one
big
ready
dog.
for y'all tomorrow. Okay, we got to taste like Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. When Ticket announced to the world that this nigga was gonna come to the Lakers, everybody hated me. You're not no real Laker fan. This and that. I told y'all what he was gonna do to the franchise. I told y'all what he was gonna do each and every year. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. And it's an excuse. Where's the mind of the game? You let Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. And you know what? Shout out to Julius Randle too. Because Julius Randle closed the casket too. But Ant Man, I'm just gonna get to them right quick. Then I'm gonna get back to the fakers. Ant Man, you can't be playing like that in the future, bro. You can't. Y'all was that third quarter was very bad. But anyway, let's get back to the Lakers. What happened to Jackson Hayes? I thought he's supposed to be an Anthony Davis. Where's that mean? Where's that statistic with Jackson Hayes without AD? Y'all don't have AD no more. Can't blame him. Oh, Jay Reed, I saw something that you did, Jay Reed. You actually stayed this time. Actually shook hands, huh? Oh man, it's just too funny. Hey, the Lakers sorry, man. I've been trying to tell y'all, but this whole tenure with the Lakers has been an epic failure. It's been a failure. It's been failure. A go to what? Stephen Curry is the go to his era. I'm sorry. He's a goat of this era. That's all I got, man. I'll let somebody else cook, man. I'm ready for tomorrow, man.
Hey, shout out to Ticket and everybody. Ticket, who you got next round? Wolves or Warriors?
I don't think that series over yet.
Nah, it's gonna be the
Yeah.
Wolves and the Warriors because Rockets not gonna win 2 straight.
Hey, if everybody spoke their piece yet?
Can he hear me?
I said mine. Go ahead.
Now your boy
Hey,
talking right now though, but you could
oh,
go after him.
Ticket,
okay,
can you
I'll
hear
wait.
me? Ticket, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead,
can
get your
hear
shit.
you. Go ahead.
No, I was asking him a question real quick.
He probably stepped away, bro. But just go
Yeah,
ahead, cook.
just go ahead,
Here,
cook.
here.
Nah, all I had to say was I'm gonna take my loss like a man because I was on here front running all season long, and and out to come ticket. Because let it be, if we would have won the series tonight, I would have been on here calling ticket out. Oh, where you at? Where you at? So no, I have to pop. I'm here like a man. So shout out to y'all.
Salute to you, dog. Salute. That's a real
Salute.
Laker fan right
Salute.
there. Win or lose, draw, you're in this thing. So what you got, big dog? The one who just was trying to talk.
Hey, so check it. Hey, y'all. So hey,
Mhm.
I be rapping ball with Mr. Maz, you know what I'm saying? The ticket, I think Ticket came in the platform one time on Michael Jordan fans are the best. Bro, listen. First, let me just talk basketball before I get to the other side. Dog, Anthony
Mhm.
Davis would have helped tonight. Hear what I'm saying. Rudy Gobert looked like Wilt Chamberlain out there. I'm looking at the game, right? Because I'm looking through my hoopers lens. I'm like, yo, they have nobody. But I'm like, wait a minute. The media keep telling us this one dude can guard 1 through 5. So you telling me
They never
you
did
you
it.
can't you can't have the self-awareness to say, hey, y'all, I'm finna check Rudy Gobert. Y'all do everything else, right? That's what Bill Russell would have did.
Hmm.
Matter of fact, that's
That's
what Kobe
fair.
would have did. Y'all remember
That's
when
fair.
Kobe was talking to Bill Russell at the All-Star game? He said, I want to figure out
Hmm.
every player's agenda. Kobe said, hey, I read that in your
Hmm.
book, right? Now,
He must have
we
blanked out
don't
here, big
care
dog.
about no, yeah, we don't care about no injuries. If you get on the court, you 100%. I'm trying to check
That's
this out.
facts.
I'm trying to check this out. Jade McDaniels fouls out. Hey, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. If I said Jade McDaniels fouls out, Rudy Gobert gets 3 quick fouls. Who else? Julius Randle gets 4 fouls within the third quarter.
Hmm.
If I would have told y'all Ant-Man missed 10 threes and they cut the deficit from, I would say what, they jumped out from what, 21-9, and they actually took
Hmm.
the lead. I would
Hmm.
ask y'all, would y'all say the Timberwolves would have won that game or the Lakers should have beat them?
The
I'm
Because
gonna
I'm
Lakers
give
should
you
have
a
like,
quick
won.
answer right now. Hold on, I got the answer for you. I will say the Timberwolves, yes, based on this season, because let's just keep it a buck here.
yeah.
The Lakers been getting beneficial calls all year long. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
keep it a buck here. And
Mm-hmm.
and also they won games, and a lot of games they lost too. But you remember
Mm-hmm.
though, ladies, I'm gonna let you finish cooking. Go ahead.
No, I was saying because I actually let me actually take my hat off to the refs because they actually been letting them boys play. Now there's some fouls that got to be called, but for the most part, they've been letting them boys play. And
Yeah, he keep on going in and out.
can y'all hear me now? My fault, my fault.
Yeah, we get you fair. You good, Brown?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
but I'm looking at it like, yo, this man, Anthony Edwards, done took down KD. He done took down Jokic
Hmm.
and Murray. Now he done took
Yes.
down LeBron and Luca. Hey,
Y'all,
yo,
He on his
y'all
is he
see?
revenge
wait?
tour.
Is he the NBA version of Randy Orton? I'm like, bruh, this man taking everybody out.
Is he
But I'm
taking
like,
down Steph?
dog, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Now that's
Anybody
going
could get it. Anybody
listen,
could get it.
I'm
listen,
saying
hey,
they got the possibility to because they
yes,
don't have no bigs neither. So
right,
Neither. Those are
right.
facts.
if they feature Rudy Gobert, just give him 18 and 10. That's still
Hey,
gonna open up everything. Cause different people fail to realize about Rudy, and I'm not a Rudy fan, but I watched him with Utah with Spider in that
yeah,
in that bubble
Hmm.
run, and I
yeah,
seen how they was doing it with the pick and roll. When he
yeah,
when he averaged 18 and 10 or better, they won those games against Denver. But
yeah.
now, mind you, him and Jamal went for 50 apiece, and they had an epic performance. But dog, Rudy was being Rudy. Like if you 7 foot dog, like Ticket say, just run to the front of the room and show your numbers, man. Turn around and get who can stop you? Either they gonna foul you or you gonna make it. You know what I
Hey,
mean? It's either or, bro.
this my final point though, because I don't want to rap too long. I
Oh,
don't
go
want to
Now
ahead.
hear
we got
no.
time
I don't.
today. We got
Hey,
time today.
Man,
Go
we
ahead,
got
get
I,
your shit
time.
up.
I'm
I
facts.
don't want to hear no more LeBron and Kobe talk, bro. Do y'all know the Lakers have never
Man,
went out in the first round as the third seed or higher? I'm
I got a
like,
Right.
better
dog.
stat for you. I
Hey,
got a
that's
better stat for
longevity
you,
record
y'all.
for them right there. They like that
Hold on,
longevity. That's a
Jay.
longevity record.
Hey, let me tap me in right quick.
Go
Oh
Hey,
ahead.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Go ahead,
hey,
cook up, cook up.
hey, check this out, Jay. You know me. We come with the facts, right? His last 14 playoff games, the dude is 2-14.
Ooh, wait a minute. With
Yeah,
AD and Luca?
no, I'm
Yeah,
talking
I've
about
heard a
Jay
stat
Reed.
like
I'm
that
talking
too,
about Jay
though.
Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
what we're
I
no,
talking
heard
no.
about,
Jay
This is
though.
what I'm
Reed.
saying. No, I'm asking. Yeah, with AD and Luca, that's who he done had on his team.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Because
yeah.
remember,
exactly,
I
y'all.
seen
exactly.
Hey,
that stat too.
remember, he activated playoff mode. Mind you, he had two 18-point per
Oh,
game scores. He had Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma, but he couldn't make the playoffs. Right? We ain't gonna talk about that. So you telling
hey, you
me?
know what's crazy though? Go ahead. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
You telling me you got a top 75 player, a current top three
Hmm.
player in the league, and you get bounced
Hmm.
in the first? I don't want to hear no more LeBron Kobe talk. I don't want to hear no more LeBron Kobe talk.
That's why I
He ain't
say he
never
wasn't
been
better
better
than
than the
that
B.
dude. He
I
ain't
don't
He
want
never
was
to hear.
been
never
better than
better than the
Kobe.
B.
I don't
He
want to hear
never
no
was.
I want to talk
more.
about some real stuff tonight, bro. All the
It's it,
bricks he
Go
laid.
ahead.
Luca
bro,
came out
bro.
there and had a bad back and still put out a better performance than him. Now, mind you, I
Hmm.
don't hear nothing about no 40 and all that. You out there, you playing, give it your all. And you see how he be relaxing on defense. You see how he relax on offense. He did a couple of back doors
Hmm.
tonight, but it still wasn't enough. And I feel like
Hmm.
this. The system that they running, when you have a two-headed monster that run the same system, either it's gonna be a Luca system or it's gonna be the role player system. Now, when Luca
Hmm.
joined that team, you see he got his 30, he got everybody implemented. Gabe was engaged. When the role player had a ball, either he gonna drive, he gonna look for the foul, or either he gonna go it on and make that last second pass because you only got 2-3 minutes left on the clock. That's not really basketball. That's just bad basketball. I mean, at least Luca give it to him before then the ball get to swing a little bit. But when Luca in his bag, you can't stop a player like that. LeBron not don't must have a bag like that. Then he must be trying to implement his offense into no motherfucking pro system. You ask me. So I fought them. I fought this totally on the head coach because I told y'all coaching matter. And I don't hate JJ Redick. I almost know him like that. But I just know you can't throw no 1 year rookie into the league and expect this man to go do what Darvin Ham did. Because Darvin Ham was on the coaching staff before JJ Redick was. You see what I'm
We
saying?
can't let him off.
So
We can't let him off the hook either, though, James. Because you remember when he was an analyst, he was throwing his coaches under the bus. Now it ain't fun when the rabbit has the gun, huh? You was talking about Doc Rivers, how dumb, how he didn't make adjustments. You didn't make that one adjustment. We already know
Yo,
what you said to that black woman back at Duke, right? Hey, I don't
yo,
forget nothing. Yes,
yo,
sir. Go ahead.
Darvin Ham, first year he went to the Western Conference
The conference
Finals.
finals.
You
Those are
telling
facts.
me
And you know what's
JJ?
crazy? And he got a higher seed than Darvin Hale too. Because the
Hey,
Lakers was a 7 seed.
but wait, y'all. JJ ridiculous with these whack ass, bum ass, irrelevant ass analytics. You know, it's about Stephen A.
Oh man. Right.
Pardon me for a second. That's why I'm not gonna say the H word. I strongly
Mm.
dislike these stat nerds who can't even go to the blacktop and get picked up in 5v5. I'm talking about real hoopers. You can't even go to the gym and get picked up on 5v5 with real hoopers. Cause I'm telling you now, you come out there with these, well, 35% of the time if you shoot going this way, man, you get your ass on the bench and sit down and shut the fuck up. I don't want to
now
hear nothing else about
the
no
whole
damn
thing is
analytics.
this: they need to get back to position basketball. When you took the
Thank you.
fours,
Mm-hmm.
when you took the
Thank you.
fours and the fives out, and you
Thank
go
you.
small, you can't blame nobody
And
who
bring
No,
exposed
point
that.
guards
You
Jay,
back.
can't.
And have a point
wait, y'all,
guard. And have a point guard too.
Yeah, a point guard.
panel. Who dominated the game tonight?
Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle.
Boom, there you go. There you go. Now, but wait, y'all,
Inside
wait.
position.
But wait, y'all, what they
Power
tell
forward
us though.
center.
But wait, y'all, what they tell us though. Oh, LeBron, he would destroy the 90s. So,
Man, we all know that's a lie. He don't have no bag. He can't even dribble.
but wait, do
Man,
y'all
it ain't
know?
about having no
Hey,
bag at this point. You got to
no,
just look at what he produced when he had super teams with that system.
Right.
If
yeah,
you look
but
at
check
the
this
four
out.
years he did in Cleveland, he went 1-3. If you
Hey,
look at
but
the
check
4 years he did in Miami, he went 2-2.
Two
That's
and
how you
two.
get a three. That's how
Mm-hmm.
you
never
get the 3-5 record. Like I
never
said, you
had a
put
winning
any
record.
other superstar on that league, any other top 10, top 20. Man, put Reggie Miller on that goddamn team. Forget me. I'm just saying, man. Like you can't make this stuff up, bro. But these dudes come on every day, sniffing the man, thinking this man gonna come through in the clutch. And look, he got everybody hot tonight. Look, you heard what they was doing.
Hachimura
Oh,
was hot.
Luca need to
Yep.
move his puppies. Hachimura came out balling tonight. Why y'all ain't featuring him more?
Mm-hmm.
The man had to damn to get that shit
Back
off
to
his
back
arm.
games.
You know what
Back
I
to
mean?
back games. He had good games.
So
He had good.
I don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
why they keep talking about this man need help. Use the people that you got instead of
Hey,
ball hogging and hypertating all the time. Move the ball, get some easy shots. You supposed to be on the block more than anything instead of always trying to drive. And look, Rudy, every time he drove the ball, he had a couple of good plays. But you freezing everybody else out. Them dudes ain't getting in the rhythm. You
yep,
need the game to be a rhythm type style play. Because
yep,
if you're going to drive and kick, at least give them a chance if they can't shoot the three, move off that side step up, 1, 2, 3
yep.
dribble pull up. You don't see none of that in the game no more. No mid range. I salute the Luke and the dudes who still use it, but the mid range is dead, y'all. Y'all know that.
It's
So
under.
that's what you get. This the
Yep.
type of product we have to watch over and over, and then we got it when we call it out. Now all of a sudden, the fans don't know what they're doing. What level you played? They ain't got nothing to do with what level I played because I ain't no sellout. That don't mean that I couldn't make it. You got to be a sellout to make it in the fucking league.
Nah, James, what you saying is right, bro. Because when you got that 1-2 dribble pull up, like I said, it's almost like having the Kareem skyhook. Like with all due respect, because you know it's levels to this. But if you got that 1-2 dribble pull up, you don't know when it's coming. You don't know if it's coming up from the right side, from the left side. You don't know if it's coming from the hezzy. You don't know if it's coming from the baseline, from fadeaway, from the post. You can hit them in so many ways that what does that do? It loosens up the defense now. Because when they see you drive, hey, you can give them a little side step, right? That little horizontal dribble. I'm telling y'all, Kobe had it like to Jordan, you know what I'm saying, took it to one level, but I think Kobe took it to another level. When Kobe would come off that pick and roll, he'll take that little subtle horizontal dribble, right? What does that do? It forces the center to come up. Why? Because Kobe gonna knock
Mm-hmm.
that shot down, right? Because if his man
Mid
screening,
range.
right. If his man is setting the screen to free him up, right, somebody got to come over there. So when he collapsed, guess what? If his bottom setting the screen, it's a lob to Powell. If his Powell setting the screen, it's a lob to bottom. But if you don't come out there, it's cash money.
Or older.
So
Or
Kobe,
mild or older.
Kobe
Yep.
or Lamar Odom, yes. Kobe, I'm telling y'all, man, Kobe and MJ had it down to a science, and D Wade too, to a lesser degree. But if you don't have it in your game, I'm sorry. Like to me, you limiting yourself. And watch this, y'all. Why all the young cats train with Kobe that either got to the finals or won? Do we need to go through the names?
Mm-hmm.
Jason
No, we
Tatum,
don't need to. Hey, hey,
Booker,
hey, hey, Jay.
Yeah, I would
Hey,
love to hear
Jay.
the name
Hey,
for the role
Jay.
player
Kawhi,
fans so they can understand the real meaning of
Giannis,
basketball, team ball.
Hey,
Jamal
Jay.
Murray,
Hey, Jay. We explained this
Kyrie
already, though.
Irving.
Hey, we explained this on my channel. What I said. Look at, you notice the media always not players that train with Kobe Bryant. They've been doing that forever, but at the same time, to prove your point, you know what I mean. Look at all the ones that won championships. I got two things, y'all. Then I'm about to get up out of here. This is my first thing. ESPN, what y'all gonna continue to do? I explained
Uh-huh.
this so many times.
Uh-huh.
What y'all gonna do? Are y'all still going to talk about this dude, even though he's not there? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Cleveland makes it to the next round, or with that next round, where he gonna show up in Cleveland again? Are y'all gonna constantly talk about him? What he gonna do? Y'all need to start focusing on the teams that really. That's why OKC. That's why Cleveland. Y'all ain't been talking about them boys. Even Minnesota. Y'all really thought Luka Doncic and Jay Reed was gonna play together? And it's myth. All y'all myths and stories is just being unraveled. Okay, they say he can guard five positions. I could tell y'all when he got that. Y'all remember Roy Hibbert had that meltdown again?
Yeah.
He was in Miami. That's
Yeah.
when I ain't see him guard Rudy Gobert. I ain't seen him guard stopping Rudy Gobert. I see the Rudy Gobert getting offensive rebounds. He's sitting there mad and pointing at his
Man,
teammates, screaming and yelling at his teammates.
Rudy Gobert was eating, man.
Hey, this the type of game that you need though. Like I said, remember in the final when they tried to kill Kobe for being arriving in the second fiddle, but Kobe was putting up the numbers, the match, the superstar that was supposed to be the superstar. You're not doing it
Yeah.
by yourself,
Hmm.
but I still can't get no credit. Now check this out. When the finals came, they seen a mismatch. They fed Shaq. That's why he won all those MVPs off the finals appearance. Not saying Shaq didn't dominate through those whole playoffs because we saw he was in foul trouble. He couldn't hit free throws to close the game. So who was closing those games for him? But when you find a mismatch like you had tonight in this series, period, Rudy Gobert should have been a 20 and 15 guy all the way. That should have been their mind frame. That would have opened it up way more than them just trying to create for themselves. They had some good drive penetration kicks. They missed a lot of open shots. Anthony Edwards, you went 0 for 11 from the three. You settling. But good thing you had Julius Randle, like Homie said, and like I brought up in the beginning. You need position basketball because when the rubber need to meet the road, you can feed the post. You could get those easy tools. You could get a couple
Uh-huh.
of easy foul shots. Then you hit a couple of foul shots, the rim get big. But when you put so much eggs in one basket playing one style, I'm revert to what my brother Mr. Mass always said. When they take away your go-to move, what's your next move when you can't drive like that? And now all of a
Hmm.
sudden, when people sticking to the defenders and sticking to the offensive players where you can't get those open three looks. Salute to Rui, bro. Rui get a lot of slander. He out there looking like Batman, Bane,
Hmm.
all the other Batman he did. I'm like, bro, who are you tonight? The dude came out ready. He, like T. Price said, y'all always talking about who gonna be that extra help. Y'all had extra help. Austin Reeves played solid, even though he wasn't aggressive like he normally be. But that goes to show you when you don't play defense and people put you in foul
Hmm.
trouble, you got to play both sides of the field. Your offense gonna take a hit. Your offense will take a hit, and good job by Minnesota by putting the pressure on y'all to play defense. And I don't hear cry Roby. I've been hearing them all year long talking about they got the best three-man scoring in
Man,
the
yes.
league and all
They
this.
missing
Now
on the
these
milk
niggas
card.
hiding
You
under
already
fucking
know.
rock in the hole some goddamn well. Come on, man. Come out, man. I need some competition, bro, because this ain't right. I feel like I be talking to
I can hear
myself.
him.
I
I
can't
can hear
answer
him
myself.
crying, James. I can hear him crying right now. I live in
Well,
South
get some
Oregon.
tissue paper and come out,
I'm
man. Mike, blow your nose
125.
and come out.
I'm 125 miles from California, man. I can hear him screaming right now. Hey, you know how dudes is, man. They ain't gonna come around, man. I got something special for y'all. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop playing with me.
That
Y'all
my
Hey,
better
I,
turn,
stop
your
playing with
turn,
me.
my turn, your turn is never
only
gonna
thing
beat
I saw,
nobody.
only thing I did saw tonight too, though. See,
Hmm.
bro. At first, I was kind of skeptical about this Julius Randle pick, right? But then I was like, damn, they do need that physicality because that's something cat don't bring. Look how Julius Randle was attacking the paint. Every time he had Luca on him, he was bringing him
Yep,
down on that block from damn near the,
yep,
the,
Yep.
the free throw
yep.
or the
Hey,
3 point line.
This,
he
And they,
did it.
and they was
He
making
did
them
it to
play both
Vanderbilt
sides
too.
of the ball.
Hey,
Yeah.
and
he bodied
Vanderbilt,
up
yep.
Vanderbilt too.
He didn't care who
Yeah.
was on him. Because Julius Randle was, listen, y'all, I always like, you already know this. I said this on my channel. There's a lot of players that can right their wrongs in the playoffs. And Julius Randle is one of them. And he balled
Yeah,
out this playoffs.
yeah,
He
he
been out the
did.
last two seasons too
Oh,
He
because of
did.
four straight
injuries.
20-point games, bro. That's not nothing be like, that's not no slouch performance, what I'm saying. So
Right, right.
I don't understand
Yeah.
why they thought they was gonna go up in there and play the style that they play and thought they was
Mm-hmm.
gonna be effective. Now, granted, it was close games. It wasn't really only one game was really a blowout, and that was game one. But other than that, they got their traction. They was in every game, but that goes to show you the style and the system. It come
Yep.
with coaching. Because if your coach gonna sit over there and keep letting you shoot yourself in the foot, he not making
And you have a
adjustments.
point
That
guard
got
out there too.
yeah,
And you got to have a
that got
point
way
guard.
more to do with it than your superstars not showing up because real coaches gonna put their superstars in better positions to succeed. And that's something I never seen in the league. And even when Ticker was breaking that stuff down when I rode over that Sunday when they beat the Thunder and everybody was in on their high horse because they beat the Thunder, then the Thunder came back and slapped them. But what they failed to realize,
Hmm.
y'all got blowed out by Utah. Y'all lost two double-digit leads to the Chicago Bulls, bro. Come on, man. So what made you think you was gonna go in the playoffs and go against the top echelon teams and put up those same type of performances that y'all been putting up year in and year out the whole season and thought it was gonna turn around. I salute the elder. He did say he didn't pick them to go to the finals. That's a real fan because I ain't seen them making the finals anyway. Even
Hell
if
no,
they
they
had
ain't making no
AD,
finals.
because if AD get in foul trouble, who your second defender as far as to bring him in? Then y'all went sign Alex Lynn, ain't get that man no burn. Y'all bench Jackson Hayes. That's all around coaching decisions to me, y'all. That just goes to show your rookie coach ain't know what he was doing. Pressure bust pipes, and his shit is leaking right now. I'm talking
He,
about
hey,
leaking.
yeah, he got exposed, James. He got exposed on this level because this is, well, look, you got exposed, JJ, because you was talking all that crap about Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham and all this other stuff. Now, now you in the hot seat now. To me, this is a fire, man. He should be gone. But then again, how many coaches the Lakers fired anyway. Or are they still paying to this day now? I'm just
Bro,
asking
this
questions.
this is crazy, man. This many
And two
coaches,
things
come
that's
on, man.
missing in this league. There's two things. There's three things, and I've been saying this forever. These dudes in this era, they're not point guards. They actually are scoring guards. They don't have a Rondo no more. That's dead and gone. Then even Chris Paul, he's older than I don't know what. But other than that, that's why you see bad basketball. When I watched that in the third quarter, I was sitting there like, man, why you not guard? Why not attacking Luca? He's hobbling, ill-advised threes, and every and look how the Lakers was gifted, y'all. They had two players out with three fouls in the first half, and they was still down by 10 at the half.
That was shocking
Yeah,
to
they
me too,
can't.
but that just goes to show you coaching adjustments. If you got these three
Hmm.
key players in foul trouble, why not attack the people that's coming in and put more pressure on them to
That
like
part.
deliver for us an offense and step up. But that when you get stagnant like that, just imagine if Rui don't go off how he go off. This a blowout, y'all. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
It's really a damn blowout. So for Minnesota to come out, I seen the intensity. I seen how they match, how the fire in their eyes. For some reason, I was like, if the referee don't step into it, Timberwolves should win this easy. But then when you thought about the selling that the Timberwolves just got too over excited or something because they just went to selling. They weren't playing the style that got them the 10-point lead. Even when the Lakers took the lead and it was going neck and neck when it was a 2-3 point lead, it goes to show you how deep Minnesota is and the trust that this coach got in the
Hmm.
team, how he built that roster. DiVincenzo, Daniels fouled out. Naj Reed ain't have a good game like that. But when you feature Rudy Gobert because it's a mismatch problem, I take my hat off to Coach Finch, bro. He finally got it done. But I've been asking for this the whole series. I like, man, they really even if you
Hmm.
had Jackson Hayes and Len out there, when the way Adman was breaking down defense and getting those assists in the first 3-4 games, you cannot allow Rudy not to touch the ball at all. And I don't think he a
Hey, the
good
best.
free throw shooter. I don't think he a bad free throw shooter. But if he go to the line, he can knock down some of those shots. You dig? That's freebies. So it's easy for a person of his caliber to go to the line, knock those shots down, and keep that confidence growing throughout the duration of that game for him to go for that 27 or whatever he had and 25 or 30 and 30. No, there was a dominating performance, but Timberwolves almost let this one go, bro. And I'm proud that Anthony
Hmm.
Edwards learned from his mistakes, going through those growing pains. The last 4 years, you see themselves moving up, moving up. They went to the Western Conference Final last year, so they still should be reaching into the finals now. Y'all got the experience. Y'all took step after step after step. Y'all built that team the right way. Just keep going deep into your bench and exposing the lanes that keep trying to stack the deck and make all these off-season acquisitions, middle seed trade. And then, like you say, T Price, that's why I mess with you the long way. Dog, you know how many people didn't gave up? You gave up Max Christie, you gave up Anthony Davis. You got a dude that ain't played since 1977. You got your boy Luka Doncic who can't carry the weight.
And they had Andre Sugar Bear. Can't get enough of them. Goldie Chris. They had Drummond out there too. He supposed to have been the Abdul Jabbar. There was man. The Lakers had so many people. Hey, look, and look what old boy's doing right now for the New York Knicks. He's a former Laker, Josh Hart. And look, and we already know the drill. We already know all the players that left the Lakers. But I told y'all what he was going to do. But they made me public enemy number one. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all know and I'm right. I'm gonna throw it in your face every day. I don't care you ever come to my channel or ever speak to me ever again in life. Cause it's not that serious. But again, I was right. Yeah, of course I'm gonna pick the Lakers. That's on the team I know. But like I said, I'm not rooting for them until Jay Reed and his Make a Wish Foundation ESPN edition kid is off the squad. Until then, I'm just watching and enjoying this. I
Do
already
y'all
know
think he's
Brendan
gonna
loves
ever get
sports.
off the squad though? 'Cause to me, if I was them, you know, what I watched this whole season with the trades and all that, people throwing subliminal messages. Like, I wish I still had Kyrie on my team and he made it to the final with Luca. But you can't get out the first round with the man. Like, That shit bothers me, y'all, because it ain't
Hmm.
really no integrity in the game no more. Every man for themselves. They stealing the church's money and not performing at an all time level. And then when, like I said, when situations like this happen and you get exposed, now you won't blame the role players. But this your moves though. This what you did since you got there.
Hey,
You traded all your
but hey,
young talent,
James, we
all
got to
your
keep it
pieces,
real. Hey, we got to
all
keep
your
it
trade
real.
value as far as trade
Yes.
picks, and not you got to play the hand that you dealt yourself. I can't hold nobody else accountable but the dude who come up in there making all these changes. Keep talking about the role player. Well, we was that top heavy. Well, I can't tell. Look, when no, this was a game for you to take over. Timberwolves was trying to give it to you, but that goes to show you. Then, like I said, if you feel like
Hey,
you owe, you're out
LeBron
of
just
breath.
slammed the Lakers. LeBron said they asked LeBron James. They was like, they asked him about not having a center. He said, no comment. My guy Anthony Davis said what he wanted. He was gone the following week. Didn't I tell these dudes LeBron James did not set AD up? Y'all didn't listen. Y'all didn't listen. LeBron probably gone. You seen Kyrie in it tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron goes to the Mavs.
Wow.
Hey, he put it out there in the air the whole year. Since
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year,
he
when
did.
Kyrie made it to the finals with Luca, he came out with that crypto tweet talking about he see him and he wish he still had Kyrie. You had him. You didn't even know what to do with the man. Then the man hit one of the biggest shots in Cleveland history. Salute the AK King 47. You dig what I'm saying? This dude hit one of the biggest shots. The only thing y'all talk about was the block. I think his teammates don't get enough credit. So people catching on to what his schemes are in the league, and nobody don't really want to play with that dude, bro. Like if you ain't really come up with him like that, like a Kendrick Perkins, because that's all he talk about, man. I've been knowing Ron since AAU ball, man. I don't give a damn. This competition, man. This is combat. Ain't no friends out here on this court. You dig? Now when we off the court, we can have the kids together. We can do barbecue, but when I'm on this court with you, I'm on a different team. I don't know you, man. That's how I came up. That's how I was taught the game. This I don't know what we watching today. This some Three Stooges type stuff. Curly, Larry, and Moe, to be honest with you. And then when you think about it, everybody want to go to A&B house to get some like this the Andy Griffith show. Everybody want to move up like Georgia and Weezy, but they want to take the elevator and want to run them stairs. When we had to run them stairs up and down, everybody else was cheating the game. So the real people ain't gonna never make it, bro. That's why I somewhat like what I seen tonight because it just keep exposing what I see about this young man. He's a goddamn role player. Only thing he's gonna do is make up excuses whether he wanted AD gone or not. You said you was gonna get AD the number, you still wearing it. So I don't want to hear all that. I don't that stuff gonna go in one end out the other because ever since that man got there, the man don't get no credit. We already called him Terry Saul. Why you think the man getting hurt all the time? Because he the only one going both sides of the damn field, playing both sides elite level play on defense and on offense. You got to battle Jokic. You got to help you score 30. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We can't keep blaming it on the role players. That's why I'm just glad Eddie House cooked this bum ass because he want to talk about, well, the role players ain't. Well, hold up. The role players won't get no burn. Eddie House told you that. And he broke the minutes down in that series. You the one that ain't show up. Ain't you the superstar? Ain't you the leader? Tired of this dude blame deflecting on when stuff don't go right, but when somebody help you like a Ray Allen or Kyrie Irving to stop you from going 1-8 in that 8 year run, because two of those biggest shots in NBA history, you could easily be 1-8, though, 1-7 or something. You know what I'm saying? That's a Jerry West number. But y'all killed Jerry West, but for some reason he in the GOAT conversation. Stop it, man. Stop it. I'm tired. I'm like, I can't. Y'all making my ears bleed when y'all talk about this dude. So I'm gonna stay on his fucking neck. I'm just being honest, bro. And at the end of the day, if you ain't gonna use your teammates the right way, you and your son should just go over there to the worst team in the league and try to come up. You say you want to play the 45, so you got 5 more years to prove you to go, which I don't think is gonna happen. But at the end of the day, Quincy Oliveri showed you I could play both sides of the ball. I could pick up 94 and play defense at all time level. But this dude get cut. Then you play your son in the back end of some of these games, bro. Come on, man. It just don't make no sense, bro. Like I can't keep holding your hand when you putting your own foot in your mouth. You biting your own toenails. You ain't got no toenail clipper, nigga. You keep biting your own toenails. You keep putting your own foot in your mouth. That's all on you, bro. And people ain't never felt sorry for us in our era, bro. I told y'all my coach called me shit water for a reason because I wasn't trying. I wasn't putting the effort. But then when I started and I learned the real value of the game, man, people don't want to lose. I don't care about no numbers. I can go out there and I'll score a touchdown, I'll rush for no yards, but I'm gonna do all the little things to help my team win. I could go down a mound and I'll never throw a strikeout. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do all the little things to help my team win. I ain't gotta be the anchor, the runner, the 200 or the 100 relay. As long as I'm a part of a winning culture, man. And at the end of the day, we don't have a lot of winning cultures especially the young teams already took it back, but we don't give them no praise. We don't give them no props. Whenever we talk about the Thunder or the Cavaliers, even Boston had to go through those growing pains. They went to 5 Eastern Conference Finals before they finally got over hump, but they never broke down their team. They always got people that fit their roster. Now, whether people like it or not, it is what it is. I'm not going for the big name. I'm not going for what I think you could do for my team. I'm going for the best fit, the best player available. If you want to be here, you're going to be here. If you don't, I'm not even about to put my energy into that because I can't keep blaming the role players, the role players, the role player. Nigga, you a role player. You blaming the role player when you a role player. So how that make sense? When it's time for you to be a star, nigga, in the fourth quarter in clutch time, what you score? 0 points? How many times we going to keep bringing up that stat? 0 points in the fourth quarter, 2 points in the fourth quarter. But they talking about you to go. Man, stop it. Luka the only real scorer that I see that can score on all levels. Get in the paint, mix it up, shoot the three, drive and kick. You ain't doing all that. You weren't doing it then. So I know you ain't doing it at 40. So just make it make sense sometime, bro. And Luka, I know you mad right now, bro. You done went over there and now you going home. This man, I don't know if he had a herniated disc, a back spasm. I could tell the way he was in pain, but I like his warrior. I like what he did. He ain't quit. Boy, still came out there and was cooking. Still scored the most points and led the Lakers in scoring. But ain't nobody gonna say nothing about the role player standing there wiping his chest all fucking day. All in his shirt like he got titties or something. Like, make it make sense, bro. Luka, at least he was trying. He wasn't backing down. You know, might not be no lockdown defender and all that, but you ain't giving no effort. Everybody giving effort but you. They playing 4-on-5 on defense more than you play 5-on-4 on their end. Cause them dudes getting back on defense. Man, salute to Rudy Gobert, man. If I was the coach, man, I'd let him know, man. Golden State in the same position, man. They ain't got no bigs. I eat on Looney. Looney ain't that type of dude. And Golden State go small, I'm inserting Rudy Gobert, and I'm punishing them every time. I don't give a damn who got the ball. Y'all drive, alley-oop that shit all day. Rudy Gobert will be just like a Shaq in the final. You gonna average 30 and 20, easy. They don't have no bigs, bro. The only time that you should be worried about facing somebody like that, if you're going against the Clippers with they center over there, Zubac, you got to go against Jokic. Maybe the Cavaliers because they got the two-headed monster with Mobley and Jarrett or whatever, but they really don't have no bigs in the league for people not to be trying to feed Rudy Gobert and make sure this man get his touches or his numbers. Now, he might miss a couple of bunnies. He might miss a dunk, get in foul trouble. That's part of the game, though. But still implement some type of offense in for this dude because he's really a mismatch the way Anthony Evans and them dudes could get in the paint and drive and kick. They driving and kicking for I think Rudy opened on a lot of those dives, but they wasn't hitting them. This dude could easily went for 40 and 30. You know what I mean? But they wasn't hitting them. They wasn't hitting them. Soon he set that screen and dive. That's an easy live, man. That's an easy live. And I seen it with Utah. But man, that's neither here nor there, man. I don't believe none of the role players say no more. He won't try to come out and help us for Anthony Davis. You think what I'm saying? When I just seen Anthony Davis get hurt and the man left you with a 2-1 lead and you lost. You have a lot of 2-1 leads that you done blow, but you supposed to be this kind of go figure, this so much of a clutch player. But like I said, look at the full quarter numbers, man. Look at them, bro. And it ain't that much to look at, bro. Like you need Benny the Snake Eyeglass to see that 0. That's how small he show up in the full quarter. That's clutch moments, man. That's money time. You got Luke out there doing everything. You just standing around, rubbing your chest, all in your shirt, rubbing your. What you rubbing? You got some stickum on your hand or something? This ain't football. What you doing? Like help the man out, bro. You got a couple of easy dunks and backdoor this, backdoor that. But for the most part, the Timberwolves will give you that all day. Because I know you can't get that the whole game. That's all I think I'm saying. You ain't about to get it the whole game. The Timberwolves came out, did what they were supposed to do. Big win. Coaching matter. Coaching got exposed again tonight. You know what I mean? They left a lot of meat on the bones and a lot to be desired. But I already knew Minnesota was the better team. They go deep off into their bench. And if they do get into foul trouble, it's not going to offset their offense. They had a bad shoot night from the three, a bad shoot night. But for some reason, they still managed to win this game. So that's what you got to look at. Teams who played through adversity stuck together. Now, at first, I was kind of skeptical about that Randall, but I like the physicality that Randall brings to the table. You know what I mean? I could say that, but other than that, he stayed aggressive. He was hitting his shots. He was getting to the free throw line. And look at a lot of those first quarters where the Lakers could have did some real damage. Randall stepped up. Uh, Daniel stepped up. Reed stepped up. It was always somebody different. Randall 4 straight 20-plus games in this series. You know what I mean? That mean that man was locked in. He was loaded. I don't need you to score 30. If I got 3 people on my team to give me 20 and just play consistent basketball, the ball move, everybody get their touches. Now you adding that Redick Gobert lob into there, which that been open the whole series. I don't know what way to say elimination game. Maybe they won't show their hand. But I knew they was probably in that locker room saying, Rudy, we coming now. Just be patient. Just hang in there. We going to get you going. And what better way to do it in an elimination game? I'm just being honest, bro. If I had a dude like that, man, it would be Live City Part 2. I'm just being honest. Look, run to the front of the basket, turn around, show your numbers. And I know you got bad hands and bad feet coordination, but you ain't gonna mess up all of them. So the one that you could get a hold of, man, make it count. And he was going to the line knocking his free throws down. That's good for a 7'4" center, man. Like you don't see centers knocking shots down like unless you're a pure shooter like Elijah Wan or Ewing or Robinson. You know, you have some poor center that shoot poorly from the line. But majority of the centers, they was like cash money, like on the real. Ain't no limit. Them boys going down there knocking them things down. So good all around the game by Rudy. I like what I seen tonight. Now they got a couple of days to rest, waiting on this Golden State and Houston series. But I think this Houston series, they got a lot to desire, bro. After seeing what I seen tonight, man, look, this series ain't over by a long shot. Injuries is a part of the game. I like Django. But like I say, them young dudes ain't scared of y'all, man. Like y'all can slip up and let this one go. Y'all was up 3-1, and we done seen Steph blow a 3-1 lead. Now we can talk about experience. We can talk about all these other things that play a major factor in why a young team can't close some of these games. Free throws, coaching. But I really do like the style that Ime brought to them. Got these young dudes believing. You know what I mean? Like I figured if the Lakers had Ime, this series would be the opposite way. It's just it's coaching, man. It's coaching. It's really coaching, bro. Like I can't wrap my head around that enough, bro. Because if your coaches don't know X's and O's, he's an offensive minded person. Or can't do shit on defense. Don't know how to adjust on defense. Stop a nosebleed. Well, what you think you gonna about to do? You going home? 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Just get me a ticket because I won't go. I ain't never been. You understand? I pay for my own self. I'm just saying, when you get your ticket, get me a ticket. I'm gonna pay you for it. We gonna go together so I can ask you some real questions. Like, man, what you was thinking about? Why you ain't closing those 4 quarters? You can't put it all on Luka. I remember one of the games, LeBron scored 38 points, and Luka had 19. But y'all praised that 38 in the lows. But when Luka go, oh, he got to move his puppies on defense. LeBron don't play no defense though. He throw everybody under the bus, and y'all know this, bro. And the role player get by. He been doing this for the last 15 years, man. The last 15 years, since 2010, 2009, maybe longer than that. Just blaming everybody but the dude who's supposed to be closing some of these games. I never seen a superstar caliber player blame everybody instead of his 4 quarter woes. So that's just what we dealing with right now. We already know what we was dealing with, but when the real speak on it, we hating. I guess we hate. We still hating. They the ones at home with me. They gonna be watching the game with me tomorrow. I might invite them over. The only thing they getting is corn dogs and hot pockets. I ain't gonna spend no money on them. They ain't getting no steak and no ribs or no oysters with charbroil on the grill. Them niggas getting corn dogs and hot pockets. And I'm gonna chop it up into little pieces. I might have to feed it to them. Because if you look at it, we're having this whole series, bro. Dog, this stuff was supposed to go way beyond. Like, everybody keeps saying Lakers in 5. Lakers got the experience. Luka went to the final. LeBron been the team. That don't mean nothing in these day and age. Like, if you think about it, that don't really mean nothing, bro. You gotta still goddamn play the game between the lines on the hard court or on that diamond. I don't like analytics done really messed up the whole thing. Because people look at analytics numbers and that's the reason why they should
Hey,
win.
James.
Huh?
So hold on. Let me shout out Christopher Douglas with a $200 donation in the Cash App. And appreciate you, dog. And shout out to James Smart with a donation in the Cash App. Yeah, y'all hit the Cash App, the link pinned at the top in the PayPal. Look, so LeBron James, this what this bum did, James. This bum gonna walk out the locker room in front of everybody after the game and look at Bronny and say, "Yeah, kid, go have a good off season. I see you when I see you."
I mean, he's trying to run. He making the exit plan.
Go ahead and cook on that, James. And I'm gonna drop the links for y'all if y'all want to pull up. Go ahead, James.
Oh yeah, that's the exit plan right there, man. Go in there and have a good off season. Nah, last time I seen you playing with your son in the backyard, you saying that you to go because you hit that little shot. You somebody you can't call me Brian, you can call me 2-3 go. You can't call me dad. Nigga, my father would have never told me not to call him dad. Man, what kind of nigga you was? But get ready to run, pack your shit like you always do when the guns get tough, the tough get going, you run out the back door. Don't let nobody know what you're doing. I'm surprised he might opt out just like he might not. But for you to tell your son something like that, you got him on the team and knowing your son can help you advance to the second round anyway because he wasn't ready. All that stuff was because for your need, for what you was trying to do and implement yourself in the go conversation where nobody never played with their son. Nobody never got knocked out the first round, gentlemen swept by your son neither. Nigga, you trash, bro. You shit water. At the end of the day, stop using your son as a scapegoat. You keep throwing this little man under the bus because your failures. If you felt like he was ready, he would have been getting way more burn. If you felt like he was ready, I know you could have got him more time talking to JJ Redick because that's your partner. Eventually, somebody seen he wasn't ready. You bring him to the G League. You bring him back up. You bring him back down to the G League. You bring him back up. You playing on a man mental. You playing on his confidence. Like Ticket brought up a good point.
That's the go to the G League, though, James.
The go. What's up, real? Ticket, real? Real don't do that. Real don't do that, dog. I want to say to go to the G League, man.
Come on,
If they
bro.
had an MVP for the G League, I'm quite sure he probably went there too. I'm telling you. All because of his dad. At the end of the day, bro, like I say, let the dude go through his growing pain. You talking about we'll go on all see, work hard, I see you when I see you, man. Come on, bro. That sounds like an exit plan to me. That boy about to gas up that G5.
You know he got a player option.
Oh, I think listen. Real, you heard what I just said? That boy about to gas up that G5. That nigga about to fly away from that and ain't never coming back. Ain't never coming back. But then on the off season, you gonna hear about it. Oh, LeBron decides to opt out. All right, you got your son on the team. What you opting out for?
Crazy, bro.
That just goes to show you what type of mentality is. A quitter, a loser mentality. Thinking like a role player.
That
A
nigga
role
went
player
out sad,
win a
bro.
championship right now and go because he did good on the championship team. Now he think he a superstar. Go somewhere else just for the money. In a losing situation, think he pulled to make them better. Now you going for that money. You ain't going over there to win. You don't
Right.
worry about no winning culture. That's why I be telling people, real, how much money do you goddamn need? Goddamn, bro, like you already making $250 million now. You got
That nigga
endorsements, you
holding
selling
the
tennis
league
shoes.
hostage. All these old elder statesmen is holding the league hostage, bro. Let the young niggas shine, bro. It's a changing of the guard, bro. You didn't see Kobe and Magic and Jordan, all them overstay they welcome, bro. They moved to the side and let the next generation come up, bro.
I like what y'all doing, though. I'm not gonna lie. See what teams like
Man,
y'all
proof
don't
though,
y'all
bro.
don't kill y'all youth. Y'all don't kill the
Yo, what?
confidence in y'all youth. Y'all
What?
even I like how you came back when y'all was down by third of the night and made it out of the game. You know what I
No,
mean?
bro,
Like,
that's Houston, though, bro. They wasn't really trying, bro. They put their youth in the game. They don't really
yeah,
know how to win yet. Like they don't. That's why they had to put their vets back in the game. But
yeah,
nigga,
but
our
that just
youth
goes to
is
show you stick it to the
trash cans, bro. Our youth, bro? We are the number one team in youth destroyer or team obliterators, bro. We nigga, we got rid of all our youth. We don't really have no youth. Look what they doing to Jonathan Q. Megan, bro. I'm starting to get turned off by them, bro, on how they treat young players over there.
so
I
you think
hate
it's the
that shit.
coaching though?
You said what? What? Hell yeah. Try that dude, man. Steve Kerr can't coach. He can't coach a little bit, bro. He's
I
fortunate
said
to
I
have
thought I was
Jimmy
tripping
Buckets
though
on
when
his
I said
team.
that.
Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green, and they have high IQ, high character people. Those what makes Steve Kerr look good because they can think for themselves. They don't need a coach to tell them what to do. They are the coaches on the floor
Yeah,
because of their
facts.
IQ.
Steph carried Steve Kerr, man, if we're going to be honest.
For sure. That's easy.
Because when Steph got
Iguodala,
hurt, remember when Steph got hurt, they got the number 2 pick of the draft. They was
Oh yeah,
terrible without
wisely.
Steph. A good
right,
coach could take a bad team and make them all right.
Yeah, but
right.
I agree
That's
with that.
true. Because guess what? Before Ime Udoka, what was the Rockets? A lottery team because they had Steven Silas, Paul Silas' son. He was too young and he didn't garner the respect that Ime Udoka garners now. Ime Udoka went from a 16, or they won 40 games last year, but before that, bro, they was trash cans. Ime Udoka came over there and turned this franchise around with a snap of his finger, bro, quick.
Yep,
So
same
if
thing with
I
JB Bickerstaff in Detroit. They won, 14 games last year.
Same
Now they
thing with
really could
JD
be up 3-2 on
Bickerstaff.
New York. Yeah, so
Exactly.
that's what good coaching to do. But you
yeah,
see how Steve Curry is without Steph. He going to retire once Steph retire. He going to quit.
It's a reason why he didn't take that Knicks job, bro. I'm telling you, because he almost signed with the Knicks, and then he made a last minute decision to sign with the Warriors. Period. Boy, he took that Knicks job. Boy, he would have been fired just like Steve Nash after his first year. Gone. Get up out of here.
Yeah, if we're going to be honest, really, it's really just Draymond and Steph. They run in 2-man game, and they so smart. Steve Curry ain't calling no real offense. It's just
Right.
Draymond and Steph read the game.
Yeah, that's all they're doing is reading. It's just everything is predicated off of reads and making the extra pass. That's it.
Pretty much. Now he get to say he won 4 championships off that. You ain't
Right.
do nothing.
Trash
Especially the
can.
years when they had KD, like it was overpowered. There's no
Don't know how to
one was
make
gonna
one
beat that team.
adjustment. Don't know how to make one adjustment, bro. He ain't never made one adjustment in his life, cuz.
But I mean, when you got the most talent, though, you don't got to do nothing. You can just
Yeah, you don't
roll the
have
ball
to
out there
do
and win.
nothing. Right. But you know what I know? James Harden. Like, if you look at all these franchises with like the older stars, bro, all of these franchises are dying, bro. Like it's the young coaches and the young superstars that's really keeping this league alive, bro. But because these old niggas, bro, it's sad to watch, bro. They going out sad. Like, you feel me?
Nah, the problem is the young players, they don't want it like that, man. You got to think the players who's supposed to come up and be the face of the league, the only one who really popped up is Ant.
Yeah.
Zion was supposed to be up there. Ja
Shay.
was supposed to be up there. Lonzo was supposed to be up there. Brandon Ingram was supposed to be up there.
but if
Zach
you look
LaVine
at
was
that,
supposed to be up there. None
I'm
of these
glad you brought
players
that
made
up.
the cut.
I know, but Zach Levine, you naming all them light skinned niggas who trash who don't play no defense though, bro. Them niggas is garbage.
Even Ben Simmons. Remember they said Ben Simmons like
Oh
LeBron
my
James when he came out.
goodness.
Lord have mercy. And none of them made the cut. They not doing what they're supposed to do.
But
now
look at the
Edwards
top
the only
5
one.
MVP candidates. What American they got up in there besides Jason Tatum?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Right there.
It's
he ended up number 5 every year. He don't get no love. He can't even get runner up. But
I mean that's because the American people don't really rock with Jason Tatum like that. Like they like his game, but they don't like what they don't. He don't got enough charisma. Like Ant got charisma to get people to want to watch.
Right. That's
JT
true.
got the skill, but he just don't got the charisma.
That's true.
And you need both.
It's all about marketing, bro. That's it. They can market Ant-Man. They can't really market Jason.
Look, like I always tell people, y'all, and I'll be serious when I say this type of stuff. Why would a person want to be the face of the league when the only thing you're gonna talk about this goddamn role play all day and what he doing, what he need?
That's true. I'm good.
Nobody don't want to deal with that, bro. I'm serious, bro. You can look at the way some of these dudes just want to go out there and play ball, man, go home to their family.
It's propaganda, James. You know how it goes.
Nah, it's people
don't like that, bro. Because like they got a lot of talent in this league that they could be promoting, like David Stern did. We knew about the Vince. We knew about Trey. We knew about Stevie Franchise. We even knew about the Katina Mobley and shit.
Yeah, that's the problem with the NBA. They stuck with Steph, LeBron, and KD for too long. They really should have been promoting the new players like 7-8 years ago.
They trying to hold these old players is holding the league hostage, bro.
But that's the crazy thing is though they still the most popular players though. So it's like technically you can't really get nobody else because Ant Edwards said earlier this year he didn't want to be face of the NBA because he said he's seen LeBron get so much hate. He said he don't want to receive the hate. But in this day and age, we in the social media era. If you the face of the NBA, you got to receive the most hate. It just come with the territory. If you think about it, the 3 most popular players,
right?
The 3 most popular players today receive the most hate. They come with the territory.
Great players, though. The hate is what drove. Kobe was getting hated on his whole career. Kobe never been liked by the media.
Kobe wasn't really hated until them accusations came out, though.
They was hating on Kobe. They still hated on Kobe because the book came out with Phil Jackson, which said he shoot too damn much. The whole Shaquille O'Neal thing. The media, they was his teammates. They was dry. And then they said he snitched on them. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't go out and party with the guys and all of that, bro. They've been hating on Kobe, bro. Kobe came into the league. He had to come into the league and tell his own team the first day he stepped in practice, ain't none of y'all punking me up in here. He was
I mean that was the players. That was the players. The media ain't really turned against him until the accusations. Because they was on Kobe's side. Because they were like, Shaq, your fat ass, you need to get in shape. You over here just bogarting everybody because you bigger and stronger than everybody. But you ain't in the offseason like Kobe. The media was on Kobe's side until that girl lied on him. And then they switched up on him.
Hey, man, hate should make you great, though, bro. And all the great ones who wanted to be great, they accepted being that villain. They accepted being that, look, y'all going to hate me, I'm going to still go out here. That's going to make me kill you more.
They did that to Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a team player, they said Jordan was a team player. The media said that.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, though, the players who receive the most hate, it really only happened after someone is made the GOAT. Like when a GOAT is made in the sport, if you try and come up after him and try and be as good as him, you're gonna receive a lot of hate. It happened in all the sports. Look at football. Patrick Mahomes. He tried to come up behind Tom Brady this year, and he received so much hate. Patrick Mahomes ain't do nothing wrong, but he was the most hated player in the NFL. When you try to come up behind the GOAT, you're gonna receive the most hate.
About that, only thing I'm gonna push back on that because when you got people come out and say, I ain't never wanted this. Yes, you did. Before you even play the game, they gave you endorsements, something you didn't earn. You didn't make the playoffs your first 2 years, so I know you didn't earn it.
You didn't really win Rookie of the Year. They gave that to you.
Yeah, they gave that. Like, they've been catering to you since day one, dog. So eventually, you knew it was going to come. So for you to get on there and say you didn't want it and you didn't ask for it, that's a bold-faced lie, man. Everybody know that, bro. Come on. hate should make you great. That was one of the sayings you used to say coming up too. Hate should make you great. Because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing. But I'd be damned if you put that on yourself and then you fail and then the hate come pouring down on you because what you keep saying, because you're not delivering off of what you saying. That's when the real hate don't. That's like the truth. It's not really hate. But then you'll say, "Oh man, you hating on a man who's been doing this for 22 years. Who
We
did
only
it at
hate on
40?"
him because he lies to the people, bro.
Yeah,
Like everything
But
that
that's
comes
what
that,
I'm
out his
trying to get
mouth
at.
is a lie, bro.
but that's what, but
Remember
that's
when
what
he
is.
went down? Y'all remember when he went down when he ran into DiVincenzo and they called foul on DiVincenzo? He acted like his knee was torn up and he couldn't walk.
Hey, that's just par
And
for the
then
course.
all of a sudden he
Everybody
come back
flopping
in the
today's
game.
game.
He
I ain't gonna
loses.
put that on
I
LeBron.
laughed. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I
ain't gonna
laughed.
just put that on
How
LeBron.
this
I
nigga
seen Jokic flop.
310
I
pounds
seen
and
Giannis
Devin
flop.
Chenzo
I
not
seen them
getting
all
down?
flop. That ain't a big deal to me.
That's
It's
a
the
Man,
big
new
bro, he
deal.
been
He
doing
NBA.
it his
was
They
a
whole
all flop.
superstar in
career.
the league, bro.
In the
Nah, man, listen,
2020s, the players
that
flop.
dude been
It's not
doing
the
that his
90s
whole
no more. It's
career.
not the 80s no more.
That's
It's
Hold
not
on, I
right,
tell you,
but it
I
is
gotta
what it
push
is.
back. I gotta
that's
push back
bad,
again
bro.
because
That's
the
bad.
the role player is almost 300 pounds. Ain't nowhere in the world you supposed to be going down every time somebody breathe on you, dog. This nigga be
Come
sliding
on, bro.
out the
Stop
stadium.
it.
He be
Right.
damn near in the locker room about to change his
Nah,
clothes when he
look,
slide.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that people are product of their era.
Oh,
I'm
real.
saying
The
people are
niggas gonna
product of
say
their era,
somebody
and they
should have
gonna
taught
do
me
what the
how to
people in their
flop.
era
I wish
do.
somebody teach me how to flop.
Hey,
Like
they,
you want to
hey,
tell
look, I've been
LeBron
watching
James a
basketball
piece.
for 20 years. They've been flopping the whole time. If we're gonna be
Oh,
honest.
nah, whatever. Boy,
Hey,
he
I
the king
thought
of
they was
flopping.
about to bring the wheel the ambulance out the way. He was laying on the ground. I thought he was paralyzed, bro, from the neck
Now you
down.
see how the nigga was laying there?
All I'm saying is I seen all the superstars in this NBA sell calls. They all flop. It's just who
I
you
know,
like
but
more
they
than others.
didn't do that back in the day, bro. They didn't.
Say, bro, if you watch basketball like we watch basketball, real, it's telling you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I want to push back on it. I'm not trying to
Vlade
No. I'm
Divac.
not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying the players
European,
boy, that
today.
nigga is the
The,
number one
players
flopper
don't
I
do
ever.
that.
Boy, I seen Vlade Divac, and he was on my
Vlade
team.
Divac, and that was 20 years
Sacramento
ago.
Kings with Chris Webber, and I watched him
Yeah,
flop a whole lot.
even with
Boy,
the
that boy ain't
Lakers, he
got
was
nothing on
flopping.
Vlad. Boy, Vladdy ain't got nothing on the new flopper. That boy
Come
there is.
on,
I'm
boy.
talking
Oh
about.
yeah, they took it
Woo,
to a whole
yeah.
nother level. Cuz
But
come
I'm
on.
saying all I'm saying is
it's a
the
different way
players
of
is products
flopping,
of their
cuz.
era though. Like they flopping because they allowed to flop. The
Let's
NBA
keep
allow
it
it.
100, bro. Steph Curry don't flop, bro. He might have flopped like
He don't
twice.
flop, but he do sell some
Like,
calls now. But
nah, he don't get
Bro,
no
that's
calls.
easy
What
to
you
do.
mean? He don't get not
he's
one call.
I
Bro,
watch all the
everybody,
Warriors games. That's the only
oh
player I
real,
watch.
look.
And
He
you
will
Anytime
sell
I
some
get
remember
in the
calls.
Steph
hole, that
Curry
nigga
shot
hollering,
15 free throws a game, bro?
What he do is he'll flail his legs out when he's shooting the three, and he'll get that. It's
Nah,
not flopping like you
he
run into
rarely
him and he
get that
falls. He
call.
don't
He
flop like that.
rarely.
He flop on the shot. When
But
he flail that
hit.
leg out.
He gets hit on his shots. At least 90%
Nah,
of his
you
shots he
ain't
gets
watching
out,
Steph.
bro.
He flail that leg out. Anybody who watch Steph, he gonna
They
flail
all
that leg
flail.
out and get
That's
the
the
and
James
one.
Harden, bro. He doesn't flail it out every time. He only does that
James
because he
Harden do the rip
doesn't get
through.
a call. That's
James
why.
Harden do the rip through and he do the little head bop back. Steph, he seldom threes. Now in the paint, Steph be getting hit. Like he really deserve more
Steph
free
be
throws
getting
than what he
fouled
get.
on every 3-point shot he take under duress, bro. It's a foul every time.
Nah, it don't be on everyone. He be
You
getting
better go
fouled before
watch
the
them.
three,
Bro,
man. Like
I'm a Warriors
they be
fan, bro.
holding.
So I know. I've been watching them for my whole life, bro. So I already know.
You ain't
hey,
watch
I
the
ain't gonna lie
league
to
team
you.
though.
To say he don't get them
What?
calls though,
No, Steph don't get a lot of calls.
yeah,
I'm
he don't.
saying he don't get as many fouls as he deserves. But on the threes, he will sell the three by throwing that leg out.
But not all the
It's not
time, though.
technically flopping, but it is selling a call.
He don't, but they call offense. I've seen them call more offensive fouls on him doing that than giving him the call, to be honest with you.
I've seen him get held. Like he get held a
If
lot.
we
Like he
don't do
should get.
that, then
Like he
Reggie
really
Miller's
should
whole
lead the
career,
NBA in free
Reggie
throws.
Miller's whole career is you got to cancel his whole career.
Nah, I ain't hating on Steph. He a North Carolina boy, like right with me.
I swear to God, bro, I'm not gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. I ain't gonna never go against Steph. That's my guy. We both North
Steph,
Carolina guys.
I
Well,
think Steph.
we was rocking with Steph before he even got hot at Davidson.
Listen to this
Yeah.
though. You don't see Steph crying about calls, not getting back
Oh
on
no,
defense.
he'll get mad and throw his mouthpiece, but
Yeah, but
it's
I'm
because
saying,
it's a justified call.
Yeah.
but every foul you don't see him. That I know some of them be fouls, but you don't see him lagging back on defense, always complaining to the referees. Like it's just the little things for me that I respect about Steph because Steph is a real baller. Then when you come from a family tree like you did, you got to think about Dale Ellis. I mean Dale Curry.
Del
My bad.
Curry. He played for the Hornets.
Was one of them elite 3-point shooters in our time. So to have your son out there doing that, you teaching him what you know. He grasped the game the right way. That's all you can ask a player to do. Just go out there on your shield. You know what I
And
mean?
he
I
was the
know he's
underdog.
disappointed.
Nothing was given to him, so he had to
Yeah,
really
that's what
take
I'm saying.
whatever he wanted. He had to go take it. That's why I respect it so much.
And then look
Yeah.
what he did when he got into the league. Everybody say he changed the game. Now you got everybody shooting threes. He got people playing small ball. You got people that almost won't play 5s and 4s no more to get the rebound. And that would kill them tonight. You too small, bro, but you think the small ball stuff don't work. Your team is not built like that man team.
Yeah, it
And
don't
Steph
work.
know how to use
It
his
only can
players
work for
even
one
when it don't
person, bro.
go away. When stuff goes sideways, Steph know how to do other things to get going and to get his teammates still engaged in the game.
Because he's a good point guard too. He could pass really good. So,
but if you really think about it, Steph Curry, he's way above every guard in the NBA. He's been way above every guard in the NBA for 10 years. It's not close. I know Dame in his prime made it look close. Russell Westbrook in his prime made it look close. There's a difference. Every time he matched up against them guys, every time he matched up against Chris Paul, he dogged them every single time. It wasn't even close. Like
Now,
Steph Curry is
the only
way
one I
above
seen
every other
really
guard in
gave
the
him
NBA.
trouble like that.
Huh?
I say to me, Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving, the only one I seen gave him trouble because they're gonna make him work on the other side of the
Yeah,
ball.
I would say out of all the guards, Kyrie is the only one where I could say, okay, you went tit for tat with Steph. But even over time, like Steph came back the next year and dog walked Kyrie the next year. But outside of them two, Chris Paul, his floor general game, like for you to be 6 foot tall and to be able to be a Hall of Fame point guard like that, you can't do nothing but respect it. But it's going to be hard for a 6 foot tall guy to lead a team to a championship. That's why I got so much respect for Isaiah Thomas because he only was 6'1", leading the bad boy Pistons to championship. You never gonna see that ever again.
Hey, listen to this, bro. Look at the system Kyrie was playing in those 4 years. Yeah, they went to 4 finals. They only got 1 chip. But then you go play with the same dude that you got bounced out the first round and help this man get to the finals. That's just the difference. Luka is a more passive person. Now, he gonna get his numbers. He know when to take his shot. But Luka still have everybody else engaged. Luka played a pick and roll game, live city type of game.
Yeah, that's why he struggled in this series.
The role player only looking to get that call or get a bucket. He ain't looking like unless it's 2-3-1, 3-2-1, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Then he'll pass it to you, hot potato it to you. But who eat baked potatoes, man? Nobody don't eat that shit no more.
Yeah, and this is why Luka struggled in this series because Luka, he need a big man. He need a good big man. In Dallas, he had Daniel Gafford and he had Derek Lively. Yeah. They both 7 feet, athletic,
lob threat. Safety nets in Dallas, bro. He don't have no safety nets in LA. So all them numbers,
you can't trust Jackson Hayes.
Stats. They empty stats that he's putting up, bro. Period.
So how you think it would have looked with him playing with AD? I would have sent LeBron to Dallas if anything. That's where you want.
Luka would have killed AD because AD is a lob threat and an anchor on defense.
This is gonna be a lot different. And he was gonna clean up anything at the rim. See, when Luka got beat on defense, he had no help at the rim. They was all layups.
Yeah, last year. Remember when he beat Ant last year in the conference finals? He had Derek Lively at the rim. He had Daniel Gafford at the rim. So when Ant would beat him off the dribble, guess what? He got to go over a 7-footer who's actually good. Jackson Hayes is not good. He don't set good screens. He doesn't have high basketball IQ. He's not a great lob threat. You can't trust him in the playoffs. And Luka, he's not fast enough to beat the Wolves off the dribble. He need an angle. So that's where Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford came in last year. You notice he would get the angle off the screen and then he'd throw the lob over the top because it's like you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And so this year he couldn't do that because guess what? He don't got no center.
Yeah.
So all the Lakers really need for real is a good center. LeBron needs to bring his big ass to the post. Let's stop playing like a guard. You're 40 years old now. Bring your big ass in the post like Karl Malone.
That's not working, bro. That ain't
What
working.
centers they gonna go out there and get? Because you gotta think about this. It's not too many 4s and 5s that you can go down there and get and say we're gonna just live this thing up to you. You gotta have it
Only way it's gonna
like
work
Will
is if
said. Your
LeBron don't
IQ
sneak
gotta
him.
be on point. You gotta know
Brooke
when to back.
Lopez. They gonna go try to get Brooke Lopez.
So
Nah,
you think he
LeBron
could be a
he gonna
live
have to
threat to Luca?
say that again.
You think he
Hell.
could be a good live threat to Luca?
No, but he can stretch the floor as a stretch 5 though, and he can defend the rim at times. He can get block shots.
Well, that's better than what they had. If
Yeah,
you're gonna
because
say it
you got
like
to
that,
remember
I
he
agree
led
with
the
that
league
point.
in blocks a couple of years ago. He's an offensive threat too, though. He's an offensive threat. If you get him the ball in the paint, like with space, he can finish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brooke Lopez can. He just hella slow, but he still got touch and he can shoot. So that'll help them. And he is legit 7-footer.
Yeah, all the Lakers need is a reliable center who can get you 10 and 10.
But
10, 10,
LeBron
and
not
2
it, bro.
blocks.
You got to get rid of LeBron. That dude a cancer. I'm telling you.
Only issue is he's 40 years old now, and he got the player option. So
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You know
I
what?
put in the
He
contract.
could
I
get.
can get rid of his
You
ass. I
can
ain't
go
bringing
get
him
Bam
back.
out of bio. Miami finna come up off of Bam. I promise you they are.
But Bam is 6'8", 6'9". He don't got the size to deal with real centers in the
But
West.
he
You
can
can
finish, bro.
imagine what Jokic would do to Bam Adebayo in the playoffs. Come on now, that ain't a good matchup.
So do
But
JJ
he's
get the
still a
blame
good
today?
defensive forward, though.
I blame JJ the last 3 games. You ask me. I ain't gonna lie to you. His
You know
coaching
what?
was shit was.
I'm only going to blame JJ for the last game, playing LeBron 46 minutes, playing the whole starters all second half. That's the only one I'm gonna really blame him for. I just think that the Wolves are just a great matchup. They're just way more athletic than the Lakers. You got 2 white boys, slow-footed out there, trying to guard the T-Wolves. That ain't gonna work. And LeBron 40. Hey, you get LeBron at 35. Hey, LeBron maybe could have kept up, but he can't keep up no more.
Well,
He's
to be
40. The
honest,
young guys, they run in circles around him. He need to get his behind in the post
I don't
and
think he would have
get in the
matched.
corner.
They wouldn't have matched up. The Lakers probably wouldn't have matched up with any other team in the West. Like, to be honest with you.
I think the Lakers, they would have matched up. Obviously, everybody would have beat the Grizzlies.
Well, yeah, they would have beat the
And
Grizzlies.
they would have
Even
matched
though I
up.
feel like the
Believe
Grizzlies
it or not,
still match up with them. They would have, but the Grizzlies, they fold. They too soft, though.
Believe it or not, they would have matched up against the Rockets too, because they got
Nah,
size over the Rockets.
Rockets would
They
have
don't
ran
got the
out the building.
athleticism, but they got the size.
Nah, they don't have a size. Sengun would have
Oh
punished
yeah,
them.
dang, I forgot about Sengun. Yeah, he's nice. I lied
And,
on him.
and you forgot about Steven Adams. Steven Adams, they would
Oh
have
damn,
punished
Steven Adams
them.
going. Oh yeah, never mind.
They got 2 bigs over
You
there.
know what?
Steven Adams
Yeah,
would have did the same thing. Go
yeah.
bench big.
Now
Because
that
you
y'all
know
done
what?
said that,
They punishing us in the damn paint. That's all I
yeah,
know.
I forgot. Yeah, now that y'all done said that, the Lakers would have lost
Went
to
for
everybody
50
in the
and
first round.
40.
The only
They
matchup
were
they
a
would have beat.
playoff team, bro. I'm trying to tell everybody the Lakers
Yeah,
never.
I
They
keep
only
forgetting,
got
bro.
saved by the NBA this year. They
Yeah,
should
so
have
that
been
means really,
outside of the Spurs. They
if
should
you
have been
really,
worse than the Spurs, bro.
yeah, if you really think about it, then the Lakers probably would have lost to any matchup except for the Grizzlies in the first round.
Right.
If
But
you
the
really think about
Grizzlies,
it.
people
That's what I
keep.
said.
I ain't gonna lie to you. A healthy Grizzlies team, they could have gave them a run for their money because you know why? They don't have nobody that can stop Jared Jackson, and they do have Zach Eden over there. That's another center.
Oh,
Like
that dude trash. Come on, bro.
Nah, Zach Edey was getting cooked for real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Rudy Gobert was trash until the night.
Nah, but Rudy Gobert is a 4-time defensive player of the year. Like he just looked like trash in the playoffs.
Those awards are counterfeit. Stop it, bro.
Yeah,
Nah. You got to give that man his credit.
I can't give him credit, bro.
Look, we know it's not a real. He ain't really win
Come on,
4,
bro.
but you got to give him his credit.
Offensive production and the size. They don't have the size. And with John Morant, I helped John Morant being a slasher, Baines being the shooter, Scottie Pippen Jr. doing what he's doing. They had a piece of that. The only thing I'm saying, watching the Lakers right now. And the size advantage.
And Jalen Wells, he got injured.
Man,
though,
like, come on, man. Them dudes way bigger than the Lakers, boy. You tripping.
But low key, I don't trust John Morant health long term. He get beat up a lot.
I don't trust John Morant, period. He don't play no defense.
He don't play no defense. He basically like a lower level version of Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
but even more injury prone before the knee injury, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
he got
the
that
whole thing,
excitement,
though.
but he's not quite as good as what D Rose was in
But
2011.
there's no accountability over there. That's why.
Well, they
Yeah, that's
got rid
fair.
of their coach. Like, I think that coach did a good job. And when
Yeah.
you change coaches like that, bro, not granted, Denver doing a great job with their interim coach, what he did, because he got the people to do it.
But I
You
mean,
feel me?
if we're gonna be honest though, Denver, they got playoff tested performers though. That's why I didn't believe that Jokic ain't had no help. Because I'm like, how you ain't had no help? This the same team you won the championship
And
with
they
2
got
years ago.
veterans. They got veterans on their team. So
Yeah,
that always helps.
Murray been cooking since the bubble. Come on, y'all remember them bubble wars him and Donovan Mitchell was going through?
Oh,
They
that
was
He was
dropping
averaging
40 every
55
game.
Murray.
he was
But
averaging 50.
He was cooking since 2020 in the playoffs. Like
but
we got to stop the
people don't
lies on
want
that
to give
man's
him
name.
no credit though. I've been telling people about and look at the man record without Jamal Murray. He can't get past the second round.
Nah,
As
Nah,
long as
and
Jamal
you
out
see
there,
what happened when Jamal Murray scored 43 points. They blew out the Clippers. When Jokic get a 40-point triple double, they damn near lose every time.
yeah,
That boy Jokic need more touches. And the
that
way
boy
they played last game, the way they need to play the next game,
They,
and they go into
yeah,
the next round.
they gonna get exposed
I
though in
agree.
this round though. They gonna get exposed.
Who by who?
They play OKC, I think, in the next round, right?
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, they gonna get exposed.
That's gonna be easily a 6-7 game series.
Oh
That could go
hell
either way.
no, hell
Yeah, that's
no.
gonna be a
How
war,
many
man.
games you got that thing going, real?
What the OKC and then potentially Denver? OKC will beat them in 6, bro. Easy.
I got OKC in 7, man. But it's gonna be tight. I don't think Jokic is gonna go out like that.
Jokic can't guard him, and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. are they weakest defenders. They can't guard no damn body, bro. Let's just be honest.
But I mean, look, they locking up the Clippers though.
Yeah, that's the Clippers though. OKC has been the best team in the NBA all season, and they just swept through the first round. So, and they
Yeah.
get more rest too. Come on, man. They gonna be amped. They gonna be ready, cuz.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but SGA didn't really have a great first series. He only had a great last game. He was shooting like 10 for 28 from the
That's
field.
how
Like
good. And
if
that's
he
how
bring that
good they
if he
are.
bring that into Denver,
Do y'all
they
think
going
Rest
7.
gonna come back to bite them? Cause they did. I don't.
Who?
Do you think Rest gonna hurt OKC going into the next series? Because they've been
No,
resting a
I
minute.
don't. I don't think so.
I only think that's gonna add fuel to the fire. You ask
They're
me.
gonna be fresh.
And they young, and
Yeah,
they
and
got
they
they over there battling
young.
with the old
Yeah,
folks home. The Clippers is the old folks home, man. There's a bunch of
that's what
old
I'm
folks.
saying, bro. Hella old players
Kawhi,
out
James Harden, Nicholas Batum been playing since I was in elementary, so I don't know what they
I
like.
forgot Nicholas Batum
Come
was
on,
in the
man.
NBA. I
These
thought
these
he
niggas
was done.
fighting dust over there, and y'all thinking these people got a shot in the ass.
Nah,
I'm just
any
being
team
real.
where you got to rely on James Harden in the playoffs is not going to win nothing.
I told you it's the elder statesmen. They are the team obliterators, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, these old niggas is fucking these teams up.
But
Why
I
would you
mean,
want to play with a dude like James Harden though, when he shows you he can't really deliver when it matters?
Because you
Like,
get into them little baby parties.
yeah,
Niggas be want
look,
to kick it with them
James,
celebrities.
yeah, nah, James Harden to get you to the playoffs though. Like he'll get you there. It's just
Oh,
once you get there, he ain't gonna do nothing.
come on,
So
man,
it's
man.
like, do you want to not go to the playoffs, or do you
I'd
want to
rather
go to the
stay
playoffs?
home, bro. I just let me stay home and watch that shit. I'm good.
I'm saying he had a bad game yesterday.
It's a waste of time. What the hell you going to the playoffs for to get your ass whooped? I don't make let somebody else in there who want to play hard, man.
But I mean,
And
that's
then
the
look
story
how
of James
Denver
Harden's
using
career, though.
all their people. Denver using all their assets now. And I don't like the offense that they run. I think the offense is way better when Jamal out there because he one of the ones that can create for himself. He hit big
Yeah.
shots and big moments. So
Yeah.
I think he'll open it up more. And they be like, oh, he ain't got no point guard. He got to be ball dominant. No, he don't, man. Just get your big ass off the ball and go down there on the block and hit those floaters and hook shots all
That's
day.
it. That's all
You
you
know what I
gotta
mean?
do.
And that'll open it up because once the defense collapses, now you can swing the ball to the open 3-point
Russell
shooter.
Westbrook was cooking that ass too.
Yep,
You
that's
seen
the
that? We had a Russell Westbrook sighting. You can't call him Westbrook no more. Huh? That ball was hitting threes and
yeah.
everything. I was like, boy,
Uh,
you put hot fish grease out there tonight.
He just
yeah.
hit that shit right in front of their bench too, looking back and talking shit at their bench. I was so happy for him, man.
I say, bro, I fought the Clippers because I'd have kept Russell over Harden. I ain't lying.
I would have kept Russell though, real talk.
When you talk
And,
about a
and
motor, we talking about the energy, enthusiasm. Man,
You
come
talking
on,
about
bro.
leader. You just talking
Yeah,
about being a better leader and a better team. Like he's a better team guy. You know what I'm saying? Better personality, better leader. But,
people
so
might complain about his antics and how he be so aggressive, but you want that fire and that passion
yeah,
in
you
one of your
want
players. You know what I mean?
exactly.
You need that man in today's game. Bring that back.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hell,
if you really think about it, the Nuggets role players are the reason why they got these 3 wins. The first one was Russ. Russ did everything. The second one was Aaron Gordon with the tip dunk at the last second, and then Jamal Murray. And Jamal Murray and the role player, but those are 3 wins really. Somebody keeps stepping up for Denver every
well,
time.
Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter Jr. and Christian Brown. They had a all around supporting cast though last game though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just Jokic, but that was the narrative that Jokic didn't have no help and his teammates was trash and he got to put up triple
They
doubles
always do that,
to
bro.
help carry. But in reality, if Jokic actually take a step back, his teammates could cook for him. And now
They're
you've seen that.
better. They're better when he takes a step back.
Yeah, and he can still get his triple doubles, but you don't need a 30-point triple double. You get you 20, 10, and 10. And
But
let Murray
that's
get
just
about
how
10 more
sad the
points.
Clippers is, though, because they should have blew that, bro. Whenever they got just put Joker in every action, you get any shot you want. I don't understand how they couldn't
I
win that
noticed
game.
that too, bro. And I seen Zubac going Glock for Glock with him this whole series, but for some reason they don't want to do what you just said. Like people sit here and say Ty Lue a good coach and all that. Come on, man.
Terrible, garbage,
Come on,
bro.
man.
Come on, man.
I can't keep
What
letting
made
people do
Tyler
that.
a good coach, bro? Because he won a fake ass championship in 2016. Come on, man, stop it.
No,
Yeah,
but wasn't he a part of blowing that 3-1 lead in the bubble?
No, that was Doc Rivers.
Oh, all right.
yeah, Doc Rivers, he done blew about 3.
That's my point. He come from the Doc Rivers tree.
Yeah,
I was about to say that he was on that coaching staff or something. It just must have rubbed off on him.
Hey
Nigga must have
man,
sprayed some stanky spray on him.
did y'all see the Milwaukee game the other day? Them dudes was up 7 points with 47 seconds left and lost the game, bro. It was crazy.
hey, some teams have got other teams' numbers, man. The Pacers got their number.
Come on,
Giannis
man.
need to request a trade, bro. I ain't
You
gonna lie
can't
to
lose
you.
that game, bro. I'm sorry. You can. It's impossible for you to lose that game.
Look, they wasn't gonna beat the Pacers without Dame anyway. So they might as well have just mailed it in. It's over.
I thought they
Let
was
Giannis get
actually
a
better
trade,
defensively. I
rebuild that
thought they
thing.
was better defensively without Dame. But it's just the offense is garbage because you run everything through Giannis at the top of the key. It's
Yeah.
like you gotta let
Say
somebody
that's that
else
ISO
create,
shit though,
bro.
bro. That ISO shit don't work, man.
That shit don't work at all.
Man, you
You
playing
can't
pog
run
ball in the
ISO with
pros,
Giannis
man.
though, nigga, because Giannis can't shoot. Like post him up. Put the
Nah,
nigga on the block.
I agree with that, but that's why I say you playing pog ball shit in the pros.
Yeah, I don't get
You
it.
know, you learned that style of playing pog ball. At least I did. I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah.
look, the problem with the Bucks is they had the right formula. It's just Chris Middleton kept getting hurt. The team that they had was good enough to win another championship. Y'all should have kept Drew Holiday.
I was
And
just
y'all
about
should
to
have
say
kept
that.
Chris Middleton,
Yeah.
added one more wing or one
Hey,
more big man who was
tripping,
good,
man.
and y'all would have been able to compete. But nope, they blew it all up, and now it's blown up. They need to just trade Giannis, get all the picks they get back, and move on.
Or where you gonna trade him
Do
to
y'all
though?
think player empowerment mess up how the team
Yeah, player
construct their
empowerment
offense
messed up
or
the
their
league,
roster?
bro. No, player empowerment just messed up the NBA. Period. These super teams are garbage, bro. These super teams ain't winning no championships. Think about it. When the
Yeah.
last super team that won a championship, bro? You name it. Who like got? I'm talking about had hella stars. I'm not talking about Boston is not a super team because they drafted their best players, and then all the other role players they got, nobody wanted them. Al Horford wasn't playing. He was down there out of the league because in OKC they didn't even play him one game. Remember, he was on OKC. They didn't play him one game. Nobody wanted him. Porzingis was injured every year. Nobody wanted him. He played on 3 different teams, 4 different teams already. And then Drew Holiday, he kept getting traded. So I'm like, so if you don't want him, okay. Boston said, okay, we'll take him. Fuck it.
Yeah, they messed up bad on that one. I say the 2018 Warriors is the last super team, but all their guys was drafted. Their main guys was drafted except for KD.
You
But
just had
KD
KD,
makes it
that
a
was
super
it.
team though.
Well, if that's the super team, then fuck it. And they lost in 2019.
Yeah, that's good. But that's
lost.
because KD tore his Achilles though, and
Right.
Clay tore his ACL. Like, if
Right.
we're gonna be honest, if they was all healthy, they beating the Raptors that
Because
year.
look what the Clippers tried to do with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. It didn't work. These super teams aren't working, bro. Look what Brooklyn tried to do with KD, James Harden, and Kyrie. That didn't work.
Yeah,
It don't work, bro.
the problem the NBA have is there are ones in this league and there are very talented twos. What Brooklyn did was they put the best twos in the league together. They so good they look like ones. But when you put them together, they're not leaders. They can't lead you to no championships. There's only about 4 or 5 ones in this league. It's LeBron, who he not no more, but like 5 years ago, LeBron, Steph.
Nah, LeBron ain't no one though.
Nah, you can hate LeBron, but he was the one in this league. Like we got to be honest. He might be bogus, but we can't deny that he wasn't the one.
It got hard for him, he quit. That nigga folded his chair up and went home, bro. Stop.
But I mean, look, he was the one. Because if you can lead your team to the chip and be the best player multiple times, you will win in this league. It's just the way the cookie comes.
Hold up.
Okay, name me somebody who led their team to multiple Finals MVP who wasn't the one in this league. It don't exist.
That's not what I'm saying, though. That's not what I'm saying, though. See, that's the problem that I have with a lot of people that say what you say, because you act like he won 66 games and 60 games by himself. He the one folded like a cheap 10.
But I mean, that goes for everybody then. Like you can say that about Jordan, Kobe.
No.
Then you can say that's a team effort. It ain't just Kobe doing it. It ain't just Jordan doing it.
That's not what I'm saying, though. The only thing I'm bringing that up is because if you're going to say I'm a number one, but your teammates help you get this number one spot, but they say you the leader's supposed to deliver and bring us home, not take your jersey off, not make decisions, holding people hostage for 2 hours just to say I'm going here. Like, who does stuff like that, bro? At the end of the day, bro, that team that he had in Cleveland, they dogged that team, bro. And to say, bro, that team was built for him, right?
Yeah.
Why you think there was number 3 in the league in 3-pointers and top 5 in defense? But let the fanboys and the jockstrap sniffers tell you, oh, it was all LeBron. It was all the role player. All right, it's all the role player.
You want to know why? It's because
if it was all on you and you were supposed to be this number one guy, why every 2-1 lead that you had from 2008 to 2010, you blew them? You didn't know how to close. It took Booby Gibson to score 30 in one of those games to help you, but he don't get no praise.
And Sasha Pavlovich outplayed him in his first finals in 2006.
So
Come on,
I mean, are we really going to take this man's failings from 06 to 010 and lead that against him? Like, I understand the 11 meltdown, but other than that,
number one's supposed to deliver. That's what I'm saying. Like, I never
you
seen a number one.
Kobe went and played with
we gotta be honest,
bro.
Y'all
imagine if he played with Tracy McGrady and Allen Iverson, bro? Just think about it, bro. If we gonna do that, we can do that for every player, bro.
Nah, that ain't fair, man. You like, come on now. Jordan ain't win his first championship for like 8 years, and when he won, he reeled him off. That's like, you can't hold a guy first 5, 6, 7 years against him. You can hold everything else against him. He flamed out in 2011. It is what it is. He made the decision.
You
went to Miami. You can hold that against him, but don't hold something he did in 2006 against him. That don't make no sense.
No. The only reason why I'm saying that because he was the same player from 2003 to 2007. He was the same player from 2007 to 2011, and it goes to show you that's why they lost that series against Dallas. That's not number one material, son. That's role player shit.
You got to learn. You got to learn and grow. That is what it is.
You don't get 12 years to learn and grow, bro. Everybody has a 6-year cap.
Nah, but he came into the NBA. He came to the NBA in 04, 03, 04. So that's only 7 years. Y'all acting like that's 10, 12 years.
I know, but
10 years from then, he was winning championships. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I know Kobe won his championships in his first 3 years.
But Kobe came in with Shaq. Let's stop the lies. If LeBron came in with prime Shaq,
hold on,
nobody was beating Shaq from 2000 to 2000.
Shaq didn't win nothing before Kobe. Remember that.
If you swap Kobe with T-Mac and put T-Mac on the Lakers with Shaq instead of Kobe, they was gonna win 3 championships. Let's stop.
No, that's not what we're saying though.
Well, okay.
Nobody could stop Shaq in that era. If you gonna say somebody could, you're a liar.
That could be true. But you named T-Mac though. You can't name a lot of players. T-Mac was one of them ones though before that back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking great players. I'm not talking about some middle of the road. Like if you put the equivalent of what Allen Iverson was in 01 and you just swap him with Kobe and put him on the Lakers, they're winning a championship.
Hey. No, I got hold up. I got
they're not winning a championship because Allen Iverson couldn't guard the best guards. Kobe guarded the best guards.
At that point, they had Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones pretty good in defense. They had Rick Fox. He was a nice little wing. He could go both ways.
But they haven't won that since Kobe got put in the starting lineup. But this is the second thing I want to say.
Now, I'm not disagreeing with y'all. Kobe was the best shooting guard at the time. But I'm saying if you was to replace him with another great shooting guard in that era, nobody was stopping Shaq from winning them championships.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm saying is that could be true, right?
Not with AI.
It do have some kind of merit to it because, like I said, from 2003 to 2007, from 2007 to 2011, that nigga had a better team than Kobe, and he's Shaq, and he still fumbled the fucking ball. Like you can't make this stuff up, bro. Like you gotta go up with your eyes tell you. I don't give a damn about what the media keeps saying. He the GOAT. Oh, he the best he the second best center behind Jokic. Nigga, they ain't got no center. Joel Embiid been hurt since I was in middle school. I don't want to hear nothing about no centers in this era that he ain't got to play against.
You talking about Jokic?
I'm talking about the role player. You talking about he was number one. You talking about what Kobe did because he had this one. But this nigga had Bosh and Wade and Ray Allen and Mike Miller. Like, come on, man.
Mike Miller ain't no. Mike Miller was
the number one when he first came into the league.
Miller was a baller, though.
Mike Miller
was the number one though when he came into the league. Now how his career ended up and why he ended up on Miami, that still have yet to prove that he wasn't the number one though. You had Ray Allen was the number one in this league before he went to Boston. You had 5 number ones on your goddamn team. And
that ain't the same, man. You come on now. We all know Ray Allen in Miami is not the same as Ray Allen in Boston. Come on now. That's like saying Shaq on the Suns is the same as Shaq in Miami. It ain't the same. Look, people age out, man. Ray Allen was nowhere in his prime, but guess what though? You know how to shoot that three?
From experience, you had 5 number ones on your team that knew how to get it done. Ray
Allen was not a number one though at the time. He was not in his prime in Miami. Nobody can lie and say he was in his prime in Miami.
That's not what I'm saying. Though. I'm asking you, was Ray Allen ever number one? Listen, was Ray Allen
he acted like Ray Allen in 2013 Kobe putting up 27 a game. Like, come on now.
No, listen.
That man was a role player.
No, that's not what I said, though. I said everybody that he played with
it
was a
depends
number
on
one.
What kind of role player you add to your team, though. He's just not any old role player, bro. That's dude with championship Hall of Fame pedigree that you're adding.
Number one pedigree.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what building a team is supposed to be about, and that's what the Lakers need to do. They need to bring some championship pedigree.
If he was the number one player and he's supposed to be in the GOAT conversation, you can't keep taking all these epic failures and first round exits.
Look, the way that it really is once he made the decision in 2010, he was never going to be the GOAT in people's eyes who love MJ. So there's nothing LeBron could have done from 2010 to today to make him the GOAT.
Yeah,
If you already like MJ.
No, it could have. It's something he could have did. He
No, there's nothing he could have done.
He could have won. That's what
it was over.
I was just about to say that.
Once he made that, once he
everything.
once he lost in 07 and made that decision in 2010, it was over. He was never going to be the GOAT.
Lost in 2011, that changed everything.
Yeah, so whatever he done after that, it don't even matter. Because y'all was never going to make him the GOAT anyway, because y'all was going to say, what he did in 2011, he can't be the GOAT.
All right, check
and
this
that's
out.
fair. That's a fair argument.
Don't worry about 2011. Let's do it like this then. How many number one options that he had on his team, whether you was a role player and became a... See what you're saying is, because Ray Allen was old, he was a role player. All right, the role player old now, he 40 years old, but then y'all still talking about he a number one option when y'all see Luka's clearly the best player on that team and will make it go. Y'all don't call him a role player at 40, so why call Ray Allen a role player? Well, I'm just trying to explain to you.
It's not that. It's
LeBron should have been playing like the GOAT. That's all.
No, it's the expectation.
LeBron had Ray Allen was a former number one. Chris Bosh was a former number one. D Wade was a number one. He was
Kevin Love was a former number one. Kyrie was a former number one.
Everybody that he played with was a former number one in their prime. Now he probably been a little bit older because he kept doing it over and over.
If we gonna be honest, the only number one he played with that was really a number one on a winning team was D Wade. The rest of them, hey, come on now. Kevin Love in Minnesota, he was nice. 2010, Minnesota was not winning nothing. They was 500.
The Toronto Raptors was a playoff team, bro, with Chris Bosh. What you talking about?
Come on now, Andrew Wiggins was the number one option. Like, what are we talking about?
No,
Jordan Poole is the number one option. What are we talking about?
Listen, Kyrie was the number one option on the team.
The Cavaliers did not have a winning record until LeBron came back. He was with Deion Waiters winning 35 games a year.
Now you're moving the goalposts.
It's not moving the goalposts. Was a LaMelo Ball right now. I'm a Hornets fan, right?
One option on that team.
Right now, look. Let me give you an example. I'm a Hornets fan, right? LaMelo Ball is the number one option. What have the Hornets won? Nothing. You can be a number one option and be a good player and your team not win.
Hey, bro, you swinging.
The only winner he had before he got there was D Wade. We got to be honest.
All right, but listen, I'm just trying to break something down to you. I understand what you're saying. I respect what you're saying, but you don't sit here and tell me that Kyrie Irving was the number one option. Wasn't the number one option on that Cleveland Cavaliers team.
He was, but he was LaMelo Ball before LaMelo Ball.
Number one draft pick, but he wasn't never no number one option.
Kyrie was nice. But
Kyrie was
Kyrie
the number one
never
option.
led the number one
Wiggins
team.
was there before Kyrie, and they drafted Kyrie, and he was in Wiggins' shoes. It wasn't that it didn't go like that, dog. Kyrie was already number one option. Their winning record was improving every year, and the role players seen that, and he used Wiggins for trade bait to go get another number one option, whether they was winning or not, because it was in a harder conference. But let's just talk about this since you keep trying to say this and say that. I recall this role player saying, begging for his damn respect after that first championship in that weak ass bubble in the West, and the nigga ain't been back since.
The bubble championship for real was harder to win than a normal championship. That bubble championship was the truth. Let me tell you why. The bubble championship. Y'all remember bubble T.J. Warren? Y'all remember bubble T.J. Warren and bubble Tyler Hero and bubble all these players who ain't never been that hot ever in life. They automatically start putting up 40 a game in the bubble. Where that come from? Them players were playing better in the bubble than they ever did before or since the bubble. The bubble championship was harder to win than the rest of them championships.
It was harder to win, really?
Wow. Yeah, of course. You want to know because players who was not hot, they got hot.
It was nobody in the gym, bro. There was no pressure.
That's my point.
That was like playing
the pressure makes players play less.
Like
when there's no pressure, you can play well. That's my point.
You're looking at fans on a TV screen on monitors. What are you talking
That's my point. There's no pressure for the role players. The role players was out of their mind in the bubble. Like, let's stop the lies. They was out here, players you ain't never seen be that good since the bubble was scoring 30, 40 points a game in the bubble. Come on now.
Yeah, it was easy. With you, if I do agree with that. And you said it was hard, but that's why I was saying it was easy. Like, how was it hard?
If it was easy, how come no one else won?
You just made that point. You just made the point.
It's a fair point.
Hey, when the
only
last
thing
time y'all
I want to say,
seen bubble?
Tyler Hero
When the
not
last time
balling
y'all
right
seen
now.
T.J. Warren be as hot as what he was in the bubble?
Shit, T.J. Warren ain't even in the league, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Random players who wasn't even good
But
was
hold
good
on,
in
but
the
let's
bubble.
not act like T.J. Warren ain't no bucket. If you watched him at North Carolina State, because I watched
I
college
know. I'm an
basketball,
NC State
he's a
alum. I know
bucket.
T.J. Warren.
T.J. Warren was a bucket. But
I
you got to
know.
play a
I
role
know.
when you come to the
I
NBA,
know
bro.
T.J. Warren.
Facts.
I went to
Everybody
NC
can't
State.
be the man when you come to the NBA, bro. You gotta solidify yourself into a specific role to
Yeah,
stick in the
that's facts.
league.
That's facts. But I just don't like how people trash the bubble because you got to have a strong mentality to even
Now you've been
continue
doing
to play.
that your whole career though, at the park,
Not really,
at the
though, bro.
YMCA, at the gym.
All you
You've
doing
been
is
doing
playing
that your whole
basketball in
life.
an
Yeah,
empty
yeah.
gym, bro, with a
I feel
couple
like
cameras.
that makes the bubble the most fun one because it's
You just
basically
playing
a
basketball in a
pickup game. It's
bubble,
like my guys against your guys. It's pickup
right?
basketball, and whoever
Yeah.
win. And
Yeah, but
guess what?
nobody
The
was
Lakers
really
came out on
trying
top.
but the Lakers, though. That was the
All
only
right,
way
since
LeBron
you
could win
said
a
that,
championship if the season was like in turmoil. He won 2 championships like that when the league was when he won against OKC. That was the lockout season. He won in the bubble. That was another season where the season was cut short because of some
Yeah, but
crazy
that was Kobe though. Like
world
nobody in the
issues
world could
going
predict
on.
that
So
though. And remember that year, that was the year the Clippers were supposed to win the championship.
and the
And
Clippers
then
folded against
Paul
Denver.
George
They
turned in
folded
the
against Denver.
playoff
They gave
P.
up a 3-1 lead against Denver
Yeah,
that year.
yeah,
So
and they
but
turned in the
listen, he
playoff
only
P and
bringing up
blew the
valid
game.
points because everybody ain't want to be there. Lemon
yeah,
pepper
a lot
Lucas
of
gonna
teams
get
didn't
winning.
even they wasn't invested like the Lakers. The
But
Lakers was
that's
the
on them
only
though. That's
team like
on
let's
them.
go get this
Let me ask you a
championship.
question.
Come
If
on.
Kobe was in the bubble, you think Kobe was gonna mentally check out?
Yeah, because Kobe would have never been in that situation.
So
So
he wouldn't have went to the bubble in the first place. He was just
man,
said,
that
F
man
the
ain't
team,
playing in
F
no
the
damn
Lakers.
bubble.
I'm
Man,
chilling. I don't want another championship.
He only want to
5
go through the
championships is enough
grind,
for
bro.
me.
Kobe
I don't
don't
want
want
more. I'm
nothing
Kobe.
easy.
I don't want more. My
You
Mamba
can't give
mentality is
Kobe.
not on right
Yeah,
now.
Kobe. You can't give Kobe the easy way out, bro. He wants to go through the grind. He wanted the hard way. LeBron is the only one who takes shortcuts to win, bro. Period. His whole career been like that.
Hey, and he took shortcuts to win. And he got where he got. He's still top 10, top 5, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, however you want to
What
put
Yeah,
it,
he
bro.
that's what I
done.
don't
That's what he
understand, bro.
got. Period.
How the hell he top 10 when he took shortcuts?
Hey, if you ain't get caught, it don't count.
Yeah,
Like
he
they
did
say,
get
if you ain't
caught.
cheating,
Guess
you ain't
what?
crying.
Hey,
Well,
he
hold
got
up.
Hey,
a
You know how
that
he
is the
got caught?
motto.
He's
It
guilty
is.
Let me
of
tell
in
you
the
how he
court of
got
public
caught.
opinion,
Hey,
bro. He's
Barry
guilty
Bonds
in the
might
court of
go to
public
baseball. They ain't caught him,
No, but let
but
me tell you how he got
it is
caught.
what it is.
Because the left hand won't slap the shit out you. The
Barry
record,
Bonds'
which
head
is
is
the right
still
hand, because
growing
you know
because of
record
them
start
damn
with an R or
steroids,
two.
boy.
That's why that nigga went 3 and 5. That shit caught
Barry
up with his
Bonds ain't
ass.
get caught.
You
He the
cheat the
goat to me.
system. No, listen. When you cheat the system, they gonna catch up with you in the end. You know, karma don't have no date when they catch you. So all the cheating that you did throughout your duration of your career, when it was time for the rubber to meet the road in the finals, the last game of the season, they caught up with your ass then. So I don't want to hear nothing about no regular season. I don't want to hear nothing about no playoffs. We play this game to
The
win the
jury
game.
is out on
The
LeBron, bro.
the
When the
the
documentary, when he
the Larry
retired, boy, them
O'Brien
damn
Trophy.
whistleblowers is
And you
gonna
look what
come
his
from
record
all
is.
different angles on that ass. Watch.
But
It
what
got
if the
so bad,
whistleblowers
dog.
don't come
Know
out
how
though?
it got so bad?
They
Y'all
coming.
put the role player on a pedestal and try to make an MVP award of the in season tournament. Hung a banner for that shit, bro. Y'all want championships all kind of way when it comes
Yeah,
to this nigga.
he
I
was
mean, that
actually
don't got nothing to
popping.
do. That's Adam Silver being
That
stupid.
dude
Nah,
was
he the one
popping
saying that.
champagne. He had goggles and champagne
He the
on, and
one
they
saying
taped
that. But
everything
listen, he
up.
the
No, but
one brought
I'm
up.
saying the in-season tournament shouldn't even be a thing. Like Adam Silver should have never even had that to begin with. He don't know what he's doing.
Nah, that's the only ring that nigga could have won. And guess who he won that with? Darvin Ham.
I told you, he
JJ
only
Redick went to the
wins the
in-season
Mickey
tournament
Mouse
this year,
champion.
and they lost
Phony
the first 2
wins, bro.
games.
He only
How
get
you
the
lose the
phony
first 2
shit
games when
for
you
him.
just went undefeated the year before that?
What happened
The
when he
regular
said
season
playoff mode
or the
activated,
NBA
though?
Cup.
What
No,
happened
I'm
when he
talking about
said
that
playoff
old
mode
cool ass
activated and
NBA
got
Cup.
swept?
Darvin Ham went undefeated, won the in-season tournament. Y'all hung a banner. This year, y'all was in the in-season tournament, lost the first 2 games. It was so quick, y'all even was wipe your ass. You
Look,
shooting
that
got up
NBA
and
Cup
walked
is
out the
bogus.
gym.
That ain't even real.
They ain't
Like,
had no tissue paper in that bitch for y'all.
So, hey, you making
Paper
our
plastic.
point, bro. If the NBA in Cup season, if the NBA in Cup tournament is bogus, it's equivalent to the bubble. It's the same
no, it
shit,
ain't.
bro.
Nah, because the in-season
Nigga real
tournament,
crazy,
the
dog.
in-season tournament, that was made up just to get people to watch the games
All right,
because the
what
young
about the
player wasn't
play-in?
doing their
Who
job.
brought up
But
the
the
play-in?
bubble, everybody was in the playoffs. All the
No, but a
playoff
lot
teams
of
was there.
teams ain't won't go down there. A lot of teams ain't. Look, when you got lives on the line, people passing away, and you the only one talking about, ain't nobody told me nothing. Ain't nobody said the season was canceled.
Hey,
The
that's on
president
them for
came
being
out and
mentally
told
weak.
your ass to
What
stay
happened?
woke
Hey,
and you
what
still
happened
with
to the
me.
'90s mentality or whatever it takes being mentally strong? Yeah, them players
You
mentally
call
weak.
that 90s mentality?
That's weak. That's weak. Come on now. Come on,
That's
that's
like
weak
you telling me,
mentally. If
look,
you
Them
talking
niggas,
about,
hey,
look,
them niggas had the
majority
swine
of people
flu.
I know didn't care about no COVID.
nigga
Them
I'm just
said,
gonna
niggas
be
had the
nigga
honest.
said,
measles and
So
shit,
nigga
bro.
said,
what
Back
we
black
in the
ain't
people
got
you
to,
know
90s,
was
bro.
we
afraid of
gonna go out
COVID?
there and play.
I
We
don't
ain't
know
got to,
one black
we
person who
ain't
was
got to
afraid of COVID.
Ebola.
It was a
Nigga,
Hey,
global
season out,
how many?
season
pandemic,
just
bro,
about
back in
run out
the
there.
How
day.
many black people y'all know was afraid of COVID when it was happening?
LeBron.
None. It didn't exist. Black folk wasn't afraid of no damn COVID.
Yeah, they wasn't
What the
taking that
hell
shit
you
that
talking about?
serious, bro.
They was like, we ain't taking that shit because,
I know I
hey, if the
wasn't, nigga.
white
I
folks
almost
trying to
got
give it to us,
arrested,
y'all
nigga.
already know it's fucked up.
But
Well,
that's
we
not what
gotta
I'm
Yeah,
stop the
saying,
I
though.
lies.
told them
Only
We
motherfuckers
thing
that
wasn't
I'm
afraid of no
protest,
bringing up
damn
bro. I ain't
is,
COVID.
putting no damn mask on,
Yeah,
nigga.
we
Keep
wasn't
your
wearing
ass
no
away
damn
from
mask.
me, bro.
We went to
only thing I was
motherfucking, we
bringing
went
up
to
was,
spring
though,
break. What?
no,
You
only thing
know
I
what
was
was kind of
bringing up
funny?
was
All the
the
fans that was
Clippers
on,
ain't won't
on
be there.
The
TV
only
was at
thing we
home, but had
honored,
a
we did
mask
honor
on,
the
though.
6 feet.
That's
We
how you
honored the
know it was
6 feet,
fake.
but everything else, black folk wasn't afraid of no damn COVID. We just honored the 6 feet for everybody else.
Yeah,
So let's
this is
stop
my
acting
thing.
like them NBA players was
This
afraid.
is
They
my
were not
thing. How
afraid.
you gonna have social distancing but have sporting events where them niggas is rubbing and touching and
Not
sweating on each other?
because
That
they
shit
got
just
tested.
that
They
shit
got
was a
tested.
straight joke, bro. Real
They got
talk.
tested, man. And then
Oh, they
some
got
players got
oh, they
false
got
positives, and
oh,
they had to
all of them.
quarantine
Oh,
for 10
all of them.
days.
They had false positives before that shit was even invented. Come on, man, stop it.
Yeah, they said Kyrie Irving and Rudy Gobert had
Rudy
COVID.
Gobert was the poster child for the
Yeah, when he rubbed on
shutdown,
that
bro.
mic
Period.
and they spread
Hey,
COVID
and
everywhere.
guess what? Rudy Gobert was the poster child for the end tonight, too.
Yeah,
Lakers
yeah, he
in
was
5.
2020.
Arriba, 1, 2,
How
3,
2020.
Cancun.
See, that's
how
why y'all
you
got to put
lose?
respect on Rudy Gobert's name.
But this is my thing though. LeBron, if you was watching the game, got the switch on Rudy Gobert, and he had a hot potato. That nigga got rid of the ball because he can't. He don't have no type of moves, bro. He
He's
can't
just
You
score.
old
see
as
him
Bro.
hell,
dribbling?
man. That's why he need to go back to the basket.
Nah, he need
He
to
too old.
retire, bro, and
Nah,
just
he
call
can't
it
dribble,
Yeah,
quits,
though,
bro.
nah,
dog.
y'all gonna be the main one missing LeBron when he retire. I miss
Nah, I'm
No,
John.
I'm
cool.
waiting for that
I'm
nigga to leave
cool.
right
I
now.
can't stand that
That nigga
dude, bro.
3
Hey,
years overdue. Yeah,
look,
me.
y'all hating on that boy. Y'all hating on LeBron. Y'all gonna
Nah,
Man,
miss
we
we
ain't
that
hating
talking
man
on
when
it.
he gone.
basketball. We talking fake. Tell me something I
We
lied
just
about then that I
yeah,
said
we
tonight.
just speaking real facts though, bro.
Tell me what I lied about
Look,
since we
look,
hating.
I don't got no problem with LeBron.
I
Look,
can
let him
see
do what
that.
he do.
Tell
Hey,
us
if I
I can
don't think
see
he the
that.
GOAT, it ain't that big a deal.
we
Hey, it's
ain't
just
trying to
basketball.
sway you
It's
because
not
you
like
got
it's my
something
life.
on your
No,
mind,
I'm asking you a question then. Who was the better player on the Lakers team to in this series? See if you're
It's
gonna keep it real.
it's LeBron.
bro.
Or you
Offensively.
lying.
Nah, I'm talking overall player. Luca is a better offensive player right now, but
So
Luca don't play no defense.
hold up.
So
You saw
LeBron play
LeBron playing
defense?
defense in this series?
Did y'all watch the
He
last
played
game?
no
LeBron was the only one
defense.
playing defense last game.
He
All right,
was?
you talking about the last game. What about the first four?
You
Okay,
talking about the
what?
last
Name
game
me
when he
one
committed
game
to
where Luca played
when he
defense this
committed the
whole
foul on
series.
Ant-Man? That was
Hey,
defense.
if you can find me 2
Come
games where
on,
Luca
man.
played
Stop
defense
it.
in this series, then I'll give it to you.
Where did
Hey,
LeBron play
I got
defense
one
at?
word
Last
for you.
game, watch
Hey,
this
I got
game.
one.
Because
If
I
he
you
got
got
watch
one
this
one
word
game,
for
block.
you though,
he
He
made
dog.
got
about
one
4
block.
good defensive plays in the
He
fourth
got
quarter.
one block. He got one
I got
block and
one
one
Nah,
word
steal.
for
he
you,
That's
got
it.
dog.
about 3 steals though.
Come
One
on,
of them
man.
they overturned called it a foul, but it is
What
what
you
it
talking
is.
about on Rudy Gobert? Come on, bro. Stop. That don't
LeBron was
count.
locking up on defense. Let's stop the lies.
So how they lose then?
Because I thought it was Luca team now. It's
Who
Luca
was he
Magic
locking
time, ain't
up?
it?
The last time I checked, Ant-Man had 40 43.
Is that LeBron man or is that Luka
Why
man?
he ain't? If he that good in defense, why he ain't take the challenge?
LeBron, Positions, man. Positions. We don't.
Oh,
It's not static
that's not smart.
1v1.
That's not smart.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, it ain't static
I
1v1. They
know
use
that we just
screens.
need position.
They use screens. They use
Y'all
double
positions
screens.
in this
They
league.
use
Y'all,
switching. Come on now.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Even
bro.
if he start off on LeBron, he gonna call pick.
No,
He
did
gonna
he call
switch on to
Julius
Austin
Randle?
Reeves,
Julius
and he
Randle
going
went right
downhill.
at LeBron. Julius
Nah,
Randle
LeBron was locking up.
cooking LeBron this whole series. That was his primary matchup.
Nah,
that was
not
LeBron's primary matchup was Julius Randle.
And Julius Randle went for 20.
Julius Randle averaged.
I mean, y'all acting like 20 is 30, like 28. It's not like it was Jordan in 91 cooking.
Listen,
20 points is solid.
Hold up,
but it ain't nothing. It ain't no.
I'm talking about high efficiency though.
Put it this way. If LeBron averaged 20 points a game this year, y'all would say, what the hell is going on with LeBron? He's washed. But Julius Randle do it, and he cooking.
LeBron averaged 26 this year, and he still was washed.
That's my point. That's my point. So if he give up 20 to Julius Randle, it's not that impressive.
But you just said that he was a good defensive player, though. So.
Okay, so if he holding the 20, Julius Randle is an all-star. He made all-star like three times.
On high efficiency. Now, if he wanted to win the series, you would have held Julius Randle to 15, and then you win the series.
Nah, Julius Randle, when Julius Randle healthy, he averaged 25 points a game. So, like, if you hold him to 20, you hold him under his averages.
Bruh,
Julius Randle is a relatively.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. Sound like you're cooking yourself because you say he can play defense, but he averaged 25. So
no, that's his average when he healthy. Julius Randle averaged 25 when he healthy, but he averaged 20 in this series. So that means LeBron hold him 5 points under his averages.
Nah, LeBron ain't holding 5 points under his average.
So who did he really guard? He didn't stop none of their big players. None of them.
And what do you mean by that?
He just didn't cut their water off, bro. If you want to win,
so you acting like he gotta go back to 2011 LeBron and lock up D Rose all over again. This ain't the same man. Look, LeBron is in his
game, bro. Y'all be stuck on that D Rose shit like he checked the man the whole game. He didn't check the man the whole game.
That man guarded that man like
you gotta accept the fact,
game, bro. Stop it.
You gotta accept the fact that he's in his Wizards. He's in his MJ Wizards era right now.
Okay, but Jordan still plays
in his Jordan Wizards era. Hey, y'all should be happy with his 20 points a game and being a decent player.
Okay,
and just be happy with that.
Let me ask you
there shouldn't be no more expectations of LeBron to try and be the best player.
Hold on. Look, let me
try and do nothing.
If he has the energy, bro, to dunk on people, flex, pound on his chest, run up and down the court, why he don't have that same energy on defense? I don't understand.
You know how it is when you get old, man. Well, y'all know you might not be old. But hey, you don't got energy to just. Sometimes once you go up for a dunk,
play defense though.
Yeah, once you go up for a dunk, hey, that take a lot out of you. Like he think his body want to do it, but his body can't do it no more. That's the part of getting old. Your mind want to do it. LeBron still want to jump, hit his head on the rim like he was.
Time, though, according to the commercials, he beat Father a time, though, right?
Nah, nobody can beat Father Time. You just slow it down the best you can. That's why his points is coming down. That's why you don't see him scoring 45, 50 points a game no more. Because he's getting older. It's just a fact. It's Luka Magic time. We not worried about LeBron no more. His career.
LeBron only averaged 30 points one time in his career.
All I'm saying is it's Luka Magic time, and Luka's going to carry the Lakers.
Trash cans. They got two players that's just garbage who flop and cry on every play.
Y'all hating on Luka. He's about to be the best player in the NBA.
When?
Next year.
Nigga real say when.
Nigga garbage.
Look, all he got to do is get on the LeBron James plan in the offseason, and he's going to be the best.
And you know he ain't doing that. And he don't have the mentality to play defense, bro. He ain't.
Look, all he got to do is just eat healthy.
I know that man want to take that Balco.
Hold on, y'all.
No. Luka don't got to take Balco. He just got to start
Balco ain't helping his ass, so why would I take it?
You know the league is starting to transition back to old school 90s, 2000, early 2000s basketball with hand checking and allowing them to be more physical, right? It's slowly transitioning from that freedom of movement shit. We're starting to see that,
the
right?
NBA need their European players, man.
Hold on, let me finish, bro. Hey, Luka is not getting any younger, and he's not going to commit on defense, bro. We seen the best Luka we ever going to see. We never going to see a better Luka than what we're seeing right now. He's only going to start declining as the years go on. Trust me.
So do you believe that Nico Harrison was right to trade him then?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm not mad
Oh,
at the trade.
Lord.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm shocked, like we all are. I'm shocked, but I'm not mad because looking back at it, guess what? He at home. Guess where Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks at? At home. So it worked out.
And look, the only reason why they're at home because you got to think about it. We always call AD Terry Clough, right? Then Kyrie goes down with a knee injury. I really firmly believe if Kyrie was there,
If Kyrie was there, they go to the finals, in my opinion.
they getting in that playoff easy, no bullshit.
Easy. They would have been a
Easy,
top
yeah.
6 seed. Easy.
So
Look,
people
all
don't
of-
use injuries over here, but when it come to key players like that, then you just lost one of your backcourt players to get him in that trade. I
And
think
guess what?
it was a win for
Everybody was
Dallas
injured.
anyway because
Daniel
Dallas needed a
Gafford,
dude like
and they
AD
had
more than
all
they needed
injuries
a
all
Luka.
across the board. Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, and Derek Lively was injured, along with Kyrie. You ain't finna
Yeah.
win no games like that. And then AD got
Yeah.
injured. You wasn't gonna win.
Look, all I'm saying is if Luka could just eat healthy for one off season and don't smoke hookah and drink all them beers,
Bro,
he
you
could be the
wishing
best
on a
player in the
star.
NBA.
He can't be the best player because he don't play both ends of the court, bro.
I feel
And
like,
then
but he
Luka
can
done
be
hit
hitting
his
on
ceiling
defense.
like
Like if
real
he's in,
estate. Luka done really hit his ceiling because he
But
had
Luka
38,
don't
9, and
give
9 or
no
some shit.
effort, bro.
so
On
y'all
defense,
don't
bro.
think Luka ever gonna get in shape enough to
He's
play
never
at
going
least
to
decent
become
defense?
a better defender, ever. He's
No,
not going to become a
I
better
don't.
defender, bro. That's just what it is.
Because you know why? Defense is effort, dog. It ain't really about you
That
having to
Luka
win
shit
or
about
whatever.
to
You
fizzle
got
out,
to
bro.
want to play
Them
defense.
European players are about to fizzle back out, bro. That shit was just a trend, bro, with them dominating the league the way they have. That shit it's about to fizzle out, bro. I'm telling you. That shit ain't good for the league. All them European players cry and flop on every play. That's bad for business. Nobody wants to watch that shit, bro.
But I
Real
mean, I
talk.
feel like they wasn't doing that in Europe though. Like they just started doing that when they got to the NBA.
Because of the
That's what I'm
face of the
saying.
league do it. The face of
Because
the
guess
league
what?
fly.
It was if you take all the American players and then go to Europe, they gonna ball out. If you take all the European players and come to America, the European players is gonna ball out. Look, what's the name is the MVP in Europe right now in the top league? Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn, the league gave up on him. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick
Yeah.
Nunn is over there looking like Jordan. Like, come on, bro. That's just how it goes. Because they
All right.
play real basketball over there. The referees
Look,
allow you to play a little bit. They allow you to play. It's more flow. It ain't hella challenges. It ain't hella calls. It ain't hella timeout. It ain't hella reviews. The NBA is watered down, bro. That shit is boring to watch, to be honest with you.
But it's getting more exciting though. Like I've been more excited to watch NBA this year than I was last year.
The Knicks and the Pistons are has been the best series out of all the games. The Knicks and the Pistons, because the referees just allow them
on the
to
Knicks
play
side,
real
though.
hoop. It's real hoop.
Nah, but the refs on the Knicks side though.
No, how?
That Phantom call, that 3-pointer,
They just
that
lost
foul
game
call.
5, bro, on their home court with a 3-1 lead.
Nah, the Pistons should be up 3-2 right now.
Well, the Pistons got to learn how to finish. That's all.
Nah, that was the ref, man. The ref missed that on purpose.
Yeah, but it was a whole bunch of calls that the refs missed too that could have went into the Knicks' favor. So it was even, in my opinion. You let the players decide the game. You don't want to end the game on a call, bro. And guess what? He did get fouled, but guess what? It was a whole bunch of fouls that they let go. So you can't just call that one at the end of the game.
I feel like
I agree with that. Sometimes they swallow their whistle, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Not because they got eliminated. They have been some good playoff games. You know what I mean? I like what I see with Denver and the Clippers. Like they battling out, but I don't think the old folks home gonna prevail at the end of the day because championship experience always should prepare you to the next level. Now, whether they get back to the championship or how they do it, you got Golden State with championship experience, Jimmy leading the team, Steph winning them. So you got young teams in the league that's still trying to chase that champagne, like the Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Boston done tasted it. So we have some good games coming up ahead, bro. I'm just glad the circus is out the way because it's always talk about them. Now, the difference between the real NBA and the real NBA fans, we acknowledge the real people that do serve the game well still to this day. Now, when you think about it, watch how much they still talk about what the Lakers need to do on the offseason. Who fault it was. Man, them niggas over with. Let's talk about the people that's in there. So you know, I always was a firm believer this too, real, because real be tripping me out, but they think we conspiracy theorists. But what I say, when they lock your ass up for conspiracy, you don't be talking about no conspiracy then. So I don't want to hear that shit about no basketball. So at the end of the day, everything have weight to it. Like when you think about the catering that they've been doing. He the only person that can do it. But when KD did it, they killed him for going to Golden State. But it ain't like he went to a team, where they had to gut their whole people. Now they probably couldn't bring back some of their bench players from 2015 to 16 that they had to go to them two finals and win one out of two. But at the end of the day, I just don't see why everybody else complain about what this man did when this dude been doing it since, the last 10, 15 years, demolishing the league, tearing the league down to the lowest terms, and they ain't building nothing. They ain't put a porta potty in that motherfucker. So where you pissing and shitting at? You see what I'm saying?
No,
So
I don't disagree with it, but I think
love what
Kevin
KD
Durant should get
did.
more respect than what he get. Because
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm
the
saying.
Warriors would only have one championship without KD. They would have blew up.
I
They
don't.
wouldn't
We
even got
don't
to
know. We don't
2022.
really know that
Say,
though.
bro,
Yup.
there you go with
We
that
don't really know
bullshit
that
again.
though. To be
I was
honest.
just rhyming with you. Dog, did you
Nah,
just see what Steph did with Wiggins, the nigga that he got rid of to get
nope.
Kevin
We
Love
don't
on
know
and the
that,
ring
No,
bro.
on?
you
We
not
don't know.
getting me. You jumped the gun. What I'm
If
saying
we could
is,
have ran it back with Barnes, we
if
had
they
a
don't bring in
3-1 lead
Kevin
with
Durant,
Barnes, bro.
if they
We
don't
had a
bring in
3-1
Kevin
lead
Durant
with
in
Barnes.
2017,
So
that Warriors core don't even make it to
we
2022.
won 73 games with
And
Harrison
They
Barnes
lost. They
and had a
blew a
3-1
3-1
lead.
lead.
And a 3-1 lead.
And remember, the 2017 Cavs was better than the 2016 Cavs. If the Warriors run that same team back with Harrison Barnes, they was never going to beat the Cavs again, and they was
We
going to have
don't
to
know
blow
that.
that
That's a
team up.
hypothetical. We don't
It's
know.
Yeah,
not.
I was
The
just about to say
only way
that's
they
the
would have did it
hypothetical.
is if they would have got injured like they did in 2015. Because for
Well, all
real,
right, so
if
tell
they
me
didn't
this
get injured
then.
in 2015, the Cavs would have beat the Warriors in
The Warriors
2015.
was injured in 2016. Andrew Bogut,
Oh,
Iguodala, they was injured.
you telling me Andrew Bogut is equivalent to Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving?
Andrew Bogut is
Andrew
a
Bogut
rim
is a
Why you
protector
think they
and
was
mid-tier
he's
down
big.
3-1,
smart and he's
boy?
a good rebounder,
They
bro.
blew a
It's
3-1 lead, man.
I
No.
know, but
Why
did
you
you
think
see
they was
how they
down
blew
3?
the
Hold up.
3-1 lead?
Let's go here, real, because see,
So you have
I
to
gotta
look at
push his
how they
line
blew
back.
that lead, bro.
Look,
The
I gotta push his
circumstances
line
in which
back
they
some more,
blew it.
bro. I'm
It
about to
was
drag him
phony
to the
baloney,
swamp.
cuz.
Look,
Let's keep it 100.
Say,
if
homie,
you
the
blow a
dude that
3-1
just did that.
lead, it don't matter. You being up 3-1 don't matter if you blow it 3 straight wins.
Hold up. Say, bro, let me ask you a question.
That's like winning in a 100-meter dash, 80 yards, and then you give up a 5-yard lead.
Hold up. I'm glad you brought that up. Because now I got to cut you. Listen to this. Why you think they was down 3-1?
They played real well. They was making
No,
shots. They were
no,
playing
no,
defense.
no, no, no. I'm gonna ask you once again, sir. I don't want to hear about nobody playing well because they got the goat over there. You say that team
I
was
mean,
better than them. But why you think they was down 3-1? Let's start here.
that's obvious. They were playing well as a team.
All right, hold
It
up.
ain't that hard to figure out. Steph was making his shots. They were playing good
No,
defense.
no.
They were
All
getting
right.
out in
Well,
transition.
let me hit you with the buck 50 then. You up 2-1 without these dudes, right? So you can't close the deal. Now you got these dudes, you down 3-1 with them. So Bogut was an intricate piece because LeBron can drive to the lane like that. He's a good rim protector. He a good rebounder. So soon Bogut went out, Draymond got suspended. That's your interior right there. At least a little force to stop you from getting. So soon Bogut went down with a knee injury and Draymond got suspended. The lanes opened up for him and Kyrie to cook. Remember,
Yeah,
Kyrie
but
could get down there.
I can't give the Warriors a pass for that because nobody gave
No,
LeBron a
you
pass for
giving them
losing
a
in
pass.
2015.
Listen, you giving them a pass. Well, you're not giving them a pass for losing the 3-1
All
lead.
I'm
But
saying
then,
is give them both a pass or don't give either one of them a pass. Don't do
oh,
give one a pass and then don't give the
hey,
other a pass. That's all I'm saying.
let me counteract to what you just said. Then again, just listen to me. I'm gonna have to slow it down. Like conceded, slow it down.
All
Listen
right.
to this. If you telling me this, why was he up 2-1 without these niggas and down 3-1 with them? But you sitting here telling me that if they wouldn't have been this, they wouldn't have been that, they wouldn't have never won nothing either because they had a healthy squad. All right, if you going to put that in perspective like you putting it, why the hell you up 2-1 without these niggas and you couldn't close the deal?
He still had
Dellavedova
Kevin
and
Love in the tech in up until that point, and then Kevin Love went down.
no,
And
Kyrie
then
went
guess what?
down in game
LeBron
one.
took about 50 shots in the post, and he shot 40% from the series.
All
And it
right,
was really just him, and the second best player was who? J.R. Smith, and then
hey,
Dellavedova. Come on now.
I'm gonna bring it.
Dellavedova is a
Let
replacement
me go
player.
here then, since you don't want to answer the two questions I just asked you. They was up 2-1 without him, down 3-1 with him. So let me go here
They
then.
had Kevin Love up until that point.
But,
Kyrie went out at the end of game one. Kevin Love was in the next game, and then he got injured that game. And then
Kevin Love was
they
already
went up
out that
2-1,
game.
and then it was just LeBron versus the Warriors, really. And then
No,
obviously
Kevin Love
that's a
was already
hyperbole.
listen.
They had
Kevin
teammates.
Love already had missed that series because he got hurt against Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals where Kelly Olynyk pulled his arm out of socket. So I know you don't know what you're talking about with that one. So that's a body bag check from me. Ching. So
Well,
let's go
that
to the
don't
next
even
one.
matter. The point is Kevin Love didn't play. Kyrie only played until the end of game one.
I'm only bringing up because you trying to neglect that Bogut wasn't that type of nigga, but they was down 3-1 when he was anchoring the paint. But you was up 2-1 when Bogut was anchoring the paint, and you was missing your two best players that you claim and Steph wasn't
Yeah,
gonna win another ring. Because the reason why I say
and
that's
everybody
good
knows.
because Steph
Everybody
still
knows.
ain't won a ring. Well, what happened with 2022 then? Who won that ring?
Steph Curry won that ring,
When
and the
LeBron?
Warriors, obviously.
All right. But after the bubble, we know Clay was hurt, busted up knee. We know Draymond can't shoot in the ocean, a lake, a
But
pond.
he's the most versatile defender in the NBA. So,
Why?
and he has a great IQ.
Why?
He's the
Why
best
Steph
short
got?
roll passer in
Hold up.
NBA history.
Hold up. Why Steph Curry went there and won it with Wiggins and in a young ass Jordan Poole?
It's very simple. When Kevin Durant asked for the trade, they was able to get assets
No,
back.
we talking about 2022. You say they
But
wasn't gonna
yes,
win.
this is where it comes from. You don't get the depth to get Andrew Wiggins without Kevin Durant getting traded. Kevin Durant could have just walked and let the Warriors get nothing. He let them trade him to the Nets, and then from there, the Warriors able to get assets back to acquire Andrew Wiggins, who they used on Luka Doncic in the finals. You don't win that championship without beating Luka in the Western Conference Finals and holding up against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown when they found out that Jason Tatum couldn't finish at the rim and Jaylen Brown couldn't go left in 2022. They figured that Marcus Smart was overrated and really wasn't the defensive player of the year, and Steph Curry torched him. It's not the same Boston Celtics team that they got right now. Like, we got to be honest. They used that pick to get him. They used that to get Jordan Poole, who developed into a 20-point per game scorer. Without Kevin Durant leaving for the Nets on that signing trade, they don't have the assets to win the championship. That's why I say if it wasn't for Kevin Durant, they would only have one championship because I can logically back it up.
So that's what you banking that on.
Do they beat the Celtics without Andrew Wiggins or Jordan Poole?
That's not what I'm saying though. They got
That's
there,
my
son.
point. That's my
But
point.
first of all,
They got
you
them
trying to come with
assets for trading Kevin Durant. But if they never acquired Kevin Durant, guess who you can't trade? You can't trade what you don't got. So if Kevin Durant never went to the Warriors, they don't win those two championships. And if he never got traded,
How you know
you
that?
never get Andrew Wiggins or Jordan Poole.
But how you know
And
that?
also that turned into the James Wiseman pick, but they blew that pick instead of getting LaMelo Ball. So
But
technically, they were
listen.
supposed to have three good players.
But then let me ask you a question. How do you really know that when, like I keep saying this, bring me back to this. You up 2-1 with them, without them, but you down 3-1 with them. And the only thing that changed that series was Andrew Bogut going down first. Then I think that same game or the next game, Draymond gets suspended. So that
In 2016, I'm not debating that. I'm
all right,
saying in
so how you know
2015.
they don't not if these two dudes don't get hurt, get suspended, they get hurt. Put it that way.
But
I
what
think
I'm
they
saying
closed that
is,
deal. I think they closed that deal.
yeah, and I don't disagree with you, but what I'm saying is we can go tit for tat just for 2015. I can say, you can say if Bogut don't get hurt And if Draymond don't get suspended, the Warriors win in 2016. Then I can come and say, well, if Kyrie didn't get hurt and Kevin Love didn't get hurt, the Cavs would have won in 2015. It's the same thing. It's just tit for tat.
No, it's not, because I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same thing. When Kevin Love got hurt in the Eastern Conference Finals and Kyrie went down in the game one, you still had them dudes 2-1. When them dudes was at full strength and y'all was at full strength, they had y'all 3-1, 73-9, best team in the league. They was about to punish them niggas. It took some dramatic changes and shit to happen in that series for them dudes not to eclipse the 72-10 Bulls. So if you want to say that, you can't keep using that as an excuse about these injuries, because I seen you up 2-1 without these dudes, and I seen you 3-1 down with them. So it's really like, how can I say this? I can't give him a pass for doing something I'm used to seeing him do. And we can't give him a win for something we not used to seeing him do. So we seen Golden State win it in 2015. They came back. We seen LeBron then win it in 2016 because they came back because of the same reason. But tell me, if Bogut and Draymond don't go down went down in the beginning before that series even started, and they had them 3-1, I can give you that. But the fact of the matter that they went down the way they went down in that series, and you had a 2-1 lead in 2015 to couldn't close the deal, but you say you averaged a triple-double, put a cast on your hand and all that other kind of bullshit. I can't keep giving you a pass for not saying what you ain't got, because remember, the teams are built off of your need, of what you need. So if you make everybody better, if you supposed to be the GOAT, this and that, and I'm not saying you say he the GOAT, I'm just talking about just media preference. We can't keep giving this dude excuses when he do not make it through. He failed. Because if you think about it, just like you keep saying, put T-Mac up, put this one up, put that one on that Kobe team and replace him with Kobe. No, you could do the same thing for the 8 years LeBron went. Take him off that bitch and put Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Them dudes ain't going no fucking 3-5, man, and you know it.
Nah, I can't agree with that. Only one who would do better is probably MJ. Come on now, you see how Kevin Durant rocking. Kevin Durant left his OKC Thunder team, a Thunder team who really, if we honest, that was a more talented team than those 2016 Warriors. Even the Warriors just had a play style that no one ever seen before, and they didn't understand the level of proficiency that Steph Curry was making threes at a higher clip than the rest of these guards was shooting field goal percentage from the field that year. He was shooting 45% off the dribble from 30 feet. And better than what Dame was doing overall as a guard. And Dame is all pro.
If I give you that, right? I want to get back to your question that you just said, only Jordan. No. So you mean to tell me
I'm talking about the guys that you just named.
No, if you say you can put Tracy McGrady in there. And
I'm talking about putting T-Mac with Shaq.
No, I'm just saying, so I'm bringing up this. On them 8 in a row that LeBron went on, especially 2011. You mean to tell me if you put Kobe Bryant right there, they're not going better than 500?
When did LeBron go 500?
He went 500 with the Miami team the first 4 years. He went 2-2. That's 500 record.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like regular season record. You talking about playoff record? No, you want to know why? Because that same 2011 Mavericks team swept the Kobe Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
That's hold up. Put some
oh no, the second round. In the second round, they swept the Kobe Lakers.
All right. So when Kobe went on that 3P, how many times they beat Dallas?
Well, you talking about 2000 to 2002?
No, from 2008 to 2010. How many times he beat the shit out of Dallas?
I don't know. I think they played the Suns a couple times, didn't they? I don't remember how many times they beat Dallas. I remember Dallas made it to the finals of 06. I think 07 was was that the We Believe team, or was that 08? It was one of them teams they lost in the first round. And then they was kind of like second round guys. Yeah, I don't remember Kobe really matching up with them like that. So I could be wrong. You can jog my memory.
So what about Kevin Durant? You put Kevin Durant on that 2011 Heat team to 2014. You think they go 2-2?
I mean, if you swap in 2011 Kevin Durant with 2011 LeBron, he's not winning because he couldn't beat LeBron in 2012. And he had the same Thunder team he had before he lost and went over to the Warriors. It was the same team. It was just more
No,
mature.
we just flip flopping players. We taking a role player
Oh,
off
so if
and
you saying take LeBron off the Heat, put him on the
put
Thunder, and you put Kevin
no, I'm
Durant on the Heat.
saying I don't care where he go. If I'm just naming athletes that was in this era that ate more than anybody, like a buffet. Because you got to think about it. From 2000 to 2010, Duncan,
Oh yeah. I
Duncan
got
got
Duncan as the best player of his era.
Duncan got 4 rings. Kobe had 5 from 2000 to 2010. So that's 9 right there, 9 championships. So if you count the 2006, D Wade then won that one. You count the 2008, Boston won that one. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I can name Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant. Who else you want to put up in there? Like just give me some names like niggas that had that killer just scoring mentality. Like
I just like to add championship level players, and my criteria is
everybody can't be a champion though. You got to get there to be a champion.
well,
So
okay,
that's
well
why I'm
then
naming champions.
all NBA type players who consistently make runs in the playoffs.
What about Paul Pierce? You put him on that team, you think they go 2-2?
Yeah, I do. Because if you think about it, they put up 76 points against the Lakers in 2010 in the finals, and they blew a 3-2 lead. Like the 2009 Celtics and the 2010 Celtics, they weren't discernibly better than the 2011 Mavericks or the 2012 Heat or the 2013 Heat, and they damn sure wasn't better than the 2014 Spurs or the 2015 Warriors or the 2016. Okay, they may have been about where the 2016 Cavs was before they won them 3 straight. That's where I put that. Now that 08 Celtics team, would give a lot of teams problems. But then again, I seen Kevin Garnett matched up with Dirk in the 04 Western Conference Finals. And it wasn't 04 06. And Dirk completely destroyed this man. So if we're gonna go by power forwards based on matchups I've seen, is Tim Duncan in that era of the 2000. Tim Duncan is 1, Dirk 2, and then I go KG right behind Dirk. Because I seen them match up, and you could Google this, you could YouTube it. Dirk cooked this man. It was not even close.
So who was the better shooting guard in that era then?
Kobe is the best shooting guard of that era. It's not
So
close.
why you think he can't go better than 2-2?
And if you talking about from 2010 to 2014, right?
Yeah. Why you think he can't go have a better finals record than LeBron?
Yeah, but
Knowing he got more
it's
killer.
simple. It's because that same Mavericks team that shut down LeBron is the same Mavericks team that beat Kobe and swept Kobe in the very same playoffs.
But the
So
man
I
just
know he
come off a
wouldn't.
fucking 3-peat though, and one back to back. That take a toll on you. And I listen, I'm not taking nothing from the Mavs, but if I can recall, when Kobe was going to them championships, the Mavs wasn't touching them. How you think they was getting to the championship? I think they played the Mavs
Yeah,
one of those times. They
it
played
was
the
just
Thunder one of those times. They was playing some solid teams. The West always had 50+ wins. So I'm just trying to figure out how the hell Kobe Bryant won't go a 3-1 or 4-0, and you saying he's not gonna do better?
No,
He's gonna
yeah,
just
it
be
was
average.
just one of them. The 2011 Mavs was just one of them teams where everything came together at the right time. It was the perfect amount of shooting, defense, IQ, leadership.
Bro,
It was a whole bunch of things that you can't just quantify on a piece of paper.
No,
That
I'm
was a
not. No,
great.
no,
That
no.
was a
We
great
going
team.
off the
That's one
eye
of the
test. We going
underrated
off the
great.
eye test. If we look at that 2011 season, how many points Kobe was averaging?
2011. We talk
Yeah.
about 25, 26.
All
To
right.
me, Kobe best season that I seen since the Shaq Kobe time was really the season he tore his Achilles. 2013. That was like the best Kobe season I seen for real. It was even more impressive than his runs where he was scoring 40 points a game. Now he was proficient. He was going to the rim, dunking. He willed a bogus Lakers team to the 8th seed before he tore his Achilles. That was the best Kobe I seen for like 8 years. If we're gonna be honest, he just had a bum team. He could have won a chip. Put it this way: if Kobe had the same players in their prime as 09, 010 as he did in 13, they would have won a championship in 13,
So
or at least at the very least,
sound like you
took the Heat
saying you
7.
think Kobe better than LeBron? I mean, you think the role player better than Kobe? That what you telling me?
By role play, what you mean?
You think LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant?
As an overall player, yes.
I don't give a damn about no overall. That shit. That's just
Now,
like
if
putting
we
on
just
underwear.
talking pure, hey, let's put numbers on the board in terms of scoring. Like, really, who you gonna put over him except for probably Jordan and Wilt Chamberlain for real?
Who you
Like,
talking about? Who I'm gonna put over
in
LeBron?
terms of scoring, no, I'm talking about Kobe. Like
Oh,
Kobe, if we talking scoring, Kobe is top 3
all
in
right.
terms of
So
just putting
I'm
the
glad.
ball in the rim.
I'm glad you brought that up. So
I
why?
I'm not someone who just fanboy over these players. I give
No, I
objective
ain't saying
analysis.
you will. I'm glad we're having this good dialogue. I didn't say that, but finish your point because I got some ether right here. Go ahead, get
Yeah.
your
So
shit up.
like based on what I could see, Kobe best year for real past like 05, 06. It was that last year before he tore his Achilles. And I feel like if he had talent that year, he could have made a run to the finals that year in 2013. And then when it come to LeBron, I like LeBron. I'm not gonna lie to you. The way I see
I
the
can
GOAT
tell.
conversation is it's not that big a deal. Like if you think Jordan is the GOAT, then he the GOAT. If you think LeBron is, it don't make me no difference. These just some players dribbling the ball and we entertained by him. If you don't like the way he moving and you don't like who he is as a person, I don't know LeBron in real life, so that ain't for me to speak on. I like
Hey,
his game. I like what he bring to the table. If he don't meet his goals of becoming a GOAT in your eyes or in his eyes, I really don't care too much. I just
listen,
like basketball.
I do too, but this my whole thing with the argument when you say nobody else couldn't have did better than him in that situation. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I don't give a damn how good Dallas defense was. Yeah, Kobe got swept after coming off 3 finals appearance and 2 in a row back to back. This what you got to realize. Nigga is not about to hold him to no 7, 11, and average 17 points in the goddamn finals. I don't give a fuck who it is. The same team that beat the role player in San Antonio in 2007, 2008, Kobe went there and mollywopped that same fucking team. But now, mind you, that's on him having going on the verge of having the best record in the next 2 years in '09 and 2010 with 66 wins and 60 wins, and he still couldn't get it done. But Kobe beat that same Boston team in the finals. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody want to talk about Trevor Ariza was hurt, Bynum was hurt. That was all part of the game. We really
But
don't use
if we gonna
injuries
be
over
honest
here.
though, in that 2010 finals, you got to be honest. Ron Artest saved Kobe at the end.
How
If
when
we
they
gonna
was
be
up by
honest,
3?
if we gonna be honest, that was a tight game. It was what like 76-76. Hey, Ron Artest made the key plays. Now Kobe gonna do what he do. He got most of the attention from the defense, and Boston was a great defense. Like that's one of the best defenses of the 2000s, except for the '04 Pistons. But if we're gonna be honest, your role players got to make key plays. Ron Artest stepped up when it needed to be made because there was games where Kobe would shoot 10 for 25. You know this, I know this.
But
But the
listen,
thing is, he
hold
was
up, hold up.
fearless, so you
I'm
have to
glad.
respect the mentality.
I'm glad you bringing that up because I know somebody at least they're gonna take that shot instead of making the right basketball play to throw his teammates under the bus because he's scared to take the shot. But that's neither here nor there. But this what I want to do to combat what you just said. If you want to bring that up like that, bro, it's easy to say, all right, this dude is the MVP playing with 2 other superstar caliber players, but Kevin Durant can't get it. The narrative that they be pushing, and I'm real disappointed, and I'm gonna keep it real with you because I don't know nobody in their right frame of mind gonna sit here and say they seen Kobe play on anything, even with that game 7 that you talking about. Ryan Artest said them, bruh. They was up by 3 when he hit that shot. Kobe had 15 rebounds. He still was aggressive. He still was doing other things that make his teammate better. Like if my shot ain't on, I'm gonna go down here and bang with the big boys, get rebounds. 15 of them things, bro.
But I
You
mean,
can't
getting
not.
15 rebounds, that ain't nothing LeBron ain't done. Like that ain't a big deal.
When the last
But
time he got 15
We know
rebounds?
Kobe gonna take 25 shots if they go
That's
in
not
or
what
they
I'm
don't
saying. You
go in.
saying it
They
ain't a
taking them
big
shots.
deal, but when have LeBron grabbed 15 rebounds in a meaningful game?
I don't know. Usually he get about 30, 10, and 10, 30, 10, 12, something like that.
That still ain't 15, so I don't want to hear all
LeBron,
that. So,
when he did play the Celtics in that game 6, he had 45-15 though.
all
That
right,
was
I
a
was
big
waiting for
game.
you. That's just one game though.
But all I'm saying is this: every player have teammates that help them. Look, I'm not a fool to acknowledge that LeBron had teammates to help him. The issue I
What
have
I'm
is
what I'm
when it's
taking that
like,
off because you say Kobe not gonna have a better record playing with D Wade and Chris Bosh when he
no,
never
I'm
had that
saying they
type
would
of
have the
help.
same record. I think Kobe would beat OKC, and I think he would have beat the first Spurs team. I think they would have done the exact same thing. He wouldn't have beat the
Boy,
Mavs
you
because he didn't
smoking
beat the
crack.
Mavs when he was on the Lakers and got swept. And he wouldn't have beat the 14 Spurs because the 14
So
Spurs
who
was a
was his D
hellified team.
Wade? Who was his D Wade or Chris Bosh on that Mav team that you keep bragging about?
Oh, Kobe?
Yeah,
Are we gonna act like the Lakers didn't have the best front court in the NBA in
that ain't what
2009 and
I asked you.
2010?
That's not what I asked you, bro.
Pau Gasol was a Pau Gasol is a top 5 power forward of that era. Like we got to stop the lies.
That
Like
ain't what I
when
said
Pau
though.
Gasol
I didn't
was
ask for that
cooking,
question.
nobody could stop Pau.
I didn't ask for that question.
Oh, what was the
I just
question?
asked you who was Kobe, D Wade, or Chris Bosh on that team.
Well, if we're gonna be honest, Pau is better than Chris Bosh. So
Get the fuck out of here, man.
yeah, come on now. Pau is a better player than Chris Bosh. Let's stop the lies.
For real, dog?
When he was what? You ain't see Pau Gasol in Memphis?
Yeah,
Man, that
couldn't get
man
out
was
the first
cooking.
round.
Pau was a better player than Chris Bosh.
Man,
Yes, he
stop it,
was.
man.
All around the board. Yes,
You
he
making my
was.
head hurt. You making my head hurt.
Nah, I can't let you go with that one. Chris Bosh is a great player. I'm not saying he not Hall of Fame. I love Chris Bosh. But Pau Gasol in the low post and the mid post was a better player than Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, he had some post moves and he had a little 18-foot, 20-foot jump shot. But in terms of a big man, if I want a big man to compliment Kobe and I had to choose between Pau Gasol and I had to choose between Chris Bosh, I'm choosing Pau Gasol 10 out of 10.
All right, you talking about the same nigga that Kobe had to toughen up because he was soft at first finals in 2008?
No, Kobe was hell on wheels. Kobe was trying to do the Michael Jordan archetype, and he was hell on wheels
Nah,
with
don't
everybody.
blame, man. Kevin Garnett and Kendrick Perkins was bullying that nigga Mark Gasol. I was in jail when I was watching that.
That's Mark Gasol, not Pau.
I mean, Paul Gasol. That was 2008.
Pau was nice,
Listen,
bro.
2008 finals, Paul Gasol wasn't the same nigga he was the last two finals when after Kobe toughened him up. And don't sit there and lie.
But
Chris
that's
Bosh
what great
came out
players
with
do,
that
though.
motherfucking shit that he was on,
But
dunking on niggas, taking the ball off the dribble, yamming it,
but
blocking. Like the
that's
dude
the
defensive.
beauty of being a great player. Great players make adjustments. He understood, hey, you guys more physical than me. Let me use my finesse. He turned over both shoulders. Quickness. He's using moves. He
I can't
wasn't
believe you
efficient
say
every
Paul
game
Gasol was
because
better
guess what?
than Chris Bosh.
They was scoring 70 and 80 points a game in them finals. It's not like they were scoring 110, 120 points. So if Powell only scored 15, but Kobe scored 25, and then a few more people scored 10, they already at the 80 points that they scored for the whole game anyway. So it's not like they was making shots in that era.
No. Why I don't understand how you get to say that out your mouth because think about it. Think about it this way.
Come on now.
Hold up.
Watch
Check it out.
the game. Watch game 7 of 2010 and watch the last
Hold
end of the
up.
game and look at the score and you tell me.
Check it out. There's a reason why I'm about to say this, and it might make a little sense this way. You mean to tell me that D Wade averaged 27, Chris Bosh averaged 18 as a third wheel, and Kobe only getting 18 from you as his second option? Chris Bosh went from 24 and 12.
It's two different offenses. They ran a triangle offense. As you know, the triangle offense, it spreads the wealth out. The star player gets accentuated, but everybody else wealth is spread out. That's not indicative of the player that he is. He also had prime Andrew Bynum right there. With Andrew Bynum, they thought was going to be the next big thing, and he was averaging damn near 17 and 10, right next to Powell. They had Lamar Odom in his prime. They said the Lakers had the best front court in the NBA. And then obviously you have floor general Derek Fisher, and you had Meta World Peace right there, who's a 3-and-D glue guy, someone who would be perfect for this NBA because he was versatile. He could do everything. So like people act like it was just Kobe carrying. Kobe had a Hall of Famer right next to him, and he had a couple of guys in his prime that was actually good players and good fits. And they had high IQ, and they ran the triangle system. That's not indicative of Powell not being the guy. The triangle never accentuated a big man.
See what all you saying, bro. That's why it's hard for me to believe that you saying that Kobe wouldn't have a better record
No,
than the
I'm saying
dude.
I'm saying he would have the same record.
No,
I'm saying he would. I'm
that's
saying he would.
mind-boggling to me with a dude that have better footwork to shoot threes. And you telling me you gonna put him with another 27-point score and a dude that was just come off 24 and 10? Nah,
First of all, you know good and well Kobe would have been hell on wheel to D Wade, and they would have crashed out. That's
no,
two
no,
alphas in
no.
the bullpen right there.
Hey, D Wade respected Kobe. One thing D Wade would have did, he would have felt like I wouldn't have had to relinquish my game or my keys. He would just can't fit right in. Now, whether Kobe would have been the number one option because of his pedigree and his status at the time, D Wade probably would have took a back seat to something like that. But before you say I got to take a back seat because you ain't show up in the first finals, I felt like they would have never had that problem if it would have been Kobe or Kevin Durant. Look how easy it was for Kevin Durant to go team up with Steph Curry and not knock what they chemistry was or the system that they was running and was still able to go 2-0. Because if you think about it, Kevin Durant should easily be 3-0 with that super team if he don't blow his Achilles. But we not. That's why I keep saying, like, this dude was healthy. He supposed to be the bigger, faster, stronger, face of the league, all this, got more in his bag. But you go 500, 2-2, and you mean to tell me dudes that ran away from other superstars and still went on a three-peat of his own without those type of teams? If you look at that Miami team in 2011, bro, I say, bro, it'd be mind-boggling for to hear stuff that people be saying out their mouth because I like I say, you already got D Wade, you got Chris Bosh, so we gonna go with either a small forward or a shooting guard. I don't want to put no big man right there. I don't want to put no power forward right there. I want to keep the same type of level player that he was at the three, at the point guard or the two. So you got options, right? You got options. You got the Tony Parkers of the world. Hold on. Yeah, you got the Tony Parkers. You had the AIs. You had the Kobe Bryants. You had the Kevin Durant's. You could probably even put Russell Westbrook right there at the time where he was playing, just a high motor type guy. Not saying he was going to deliver in the shots, but as far as the assist, defense, playmaking, yeah, you could have used that type player because you ain't need the scoring because Chris Bosh could have stayed at 24. Maybe shit would have went up with D Wade playing with a dude like a Russell, or like a pure point guard or a pure scorer that they needed. D Wade shouldn't have to come off the ball for you to average your points. And even when D Wade come off the ball for you to average your points, it still took a Ray Allen shot to win. So in reality, you'll be 1-3. Because remember, you bricked those. You missed you was bricking them at the end clutch time. So I just can't see how you keep saying that some of these players that followed in his footsteps or killers that ain't had to go in his footsteps have better records than him, led their own respective teams to a two-peat. You know, Kobe almost went on a three-peat without Shaq, but here you got a super team and you only can win two and only have one two-peat. You got more two-peat losses than anything. You lost back-to-back in what? 14 and 15. Then you double back, lost back-to-back in 17 and 18. That's two back-to-back losses right there. Like
Yeah,
when
but
you that great, when you supposed to be the standard, I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
but what you just did that was disingenuous because what
How?
is very simple. When the Warriors get Kevin Durant, he's at the very worst the third best player in the NBA.
Who you
Steph
talking
Curry is
about?
arguably the second best. Some people even had him as the first best in 2016. So it's
But who you talking
LeBron,
about? Arguably the what you just said, the third worst? What you
third
said, third
best.
best?
When Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, at the very worst, he was the third best player in the world. At the very worst, Kevin Durant in 2017. So
So you
you got
saying he was the third best player on that team?
no, I said in the world.
Oh,
Yeah, so in about 2017, people consider LeBron to be the best. They may have considered Kevin Durant to be two, or they may have considered Steph to be two or flip flop. Those are the three best players in the world. LeBron overcomes Steph is 1-1. They really should have ran it back without KD in 2017 to see who really the best out of the both of them. But when Kevin Durant come, what does he come for? He comes to offset LeBron's production. LeBron averaging 35, 10, and 10 in the playoffs in 2016. KD come to offset what LeBron is doing. But guess what ends up happening now? Now it's Steph versus Kyrie. Steph got his lick back in 2017 on Kyrie. Now it's Klay Thompson versus J.R. Smith. We know who win in that matchup. And then Draymond versus Tristan Thompson. We know who win in that matchup.
Man,
so that's the importance. Say it again.
What about Kevin Love?
Oh yeah, Kevin Love versus Draymond. That's a wash.
Nah.
In terms of caliber of player, and now I'm talking about caliber of player. They're about even. In terms of the assortment of skills they bring to the basketball.
10 points a game, bro. Let's cut that out. So
you thinking about points, man. I'm thinking about the caliber of overall player and what they bring to the game. They're the same caliber.
All right, hold up. Let me get this straight.
Like it's like saying Ben Wallace is not a great caliber player because he don't average 30 points like Joel Embiid. No, he's an ethereal level talent, and he's a great caliber player, but he's just not the same type of player that's going to score points. But he had the same impact on the game. That's what I'm saying.
All right, check this out then. If LeBron is there for KD, that's a wash, right?
I'm talking about in terms of the points that you can bring. When Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, he brought 35 points a game in the finals. LeBron brought about 35 points a game. That's a wash. What Kevin Durant allowed the Warriors to do is the rest of their roster is better than Cleveland rest of the roster. The problem that the Warriors had in 2016 was they ain't had nobody to offset LeBron. Kevin Durant offsets LeBron. Hold up.
I'm glad you brought that up then. So this about to brings up a point
and
that
I'm talking about just strictly points. I'm not talking about who's the better player. We all know KD is the best 3-level scorer in NBA history. It's not that hard to understand.
Like I'll say it again. LeBron and KD, that's a wash. Because LeBron supposed to be better than him. He got all his tools in his tool bag.
No, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying in terms of points. In terms of pure scoring.
All right. Let me just get it off then, bro. If LeBron and KD is a wash, if Steph and Kyrie is a wash, if Kevin Love and Klay Thompson is a wash.
Well, no, Steph and Kyrie is not a wash. Steph is better than Kyrie.
Well, what happened then?
Steph was arguably the second or third best player in the NBA.
That's not what I said. Well, what happened then? Why they lost to Kyrie? Why Kyrie was cooking them?
Because you not understand. In 2016, the Warriors didn't have anybody to offset LeBron. They brought Kevin Durant in to offset LeBron. So therefore, now Steph can match up with Kyrie in terms of the overall points that Kyrie can bring. In the 2016 finals, Kyrie was scoring 27, 28, 29, 30 points a game in that finals, right? But in 2017, they bring in KD. That adds 35 more points to what they can bring in terms of pure scoring.
Before that, because I don't want you to skip, because I want you to feel what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. Let's go back to 2016. LeBron. All right, so LeBron and Steph. LeBron averaging 35. You said.
Yeah, he in 2015 he was averaging a triple-double, but it was north of 30 points a game for each of the finals.
All right, so let's talk about the one when they came back, when it was the 7th grade 19. So people won't get this misconstrued. All right, so if LeBron and Steph was a wash, that's 35 to 28.
No. In 2016, LeBron outplayed Steph.
All right, I give you that. So you got Kyrie with 20 and what? How many points he was scoring? 20?
There was some games where he averaged about 26 points a game. Like Kyrie played well.
All right, so who else on the Warriors is gonna match him?
Well, remember, Klay is a career 22-point-a-game scorer. It's not like he's not doing nothing. So he's scoring. Draymond in Game 7 scored 32 points. He got hot. Then you had a deep bench. We can't forget Andre Iguodala bring you 15 to 17 points a game.
But he was hurt
with great defense in his prime. You
But he
had
was
Sean
hurt.
Livingston, who was a mid-range maestro. When he got to that mid-range, it was
How many
green.
points he was? You talking about all this mid range and Iguodala being hurt? Them dudes wasn't healthy. So my question is to you: if
Iguodala
LeBron,
was healthy. Only person who got hurt was Andrew Bogut.
man, Iguodala was dealing with back problems that year in
Hey,
2016.
when LeBron is injured, y'all say you weak, you
That's not
soft.
what I'm saying. I know I'm not bringing it
Come
up
on
to
now.
say that. I'm not bringing
If
it up
he
to say
on the
that. Only,
court,
only
he
thing I'm
played.
bringing it up to say is because only thing I hear is LeBron averaged 35, Steph Curry averaged 26, 28 in that finals. So if you gonna put them two together, all right, Steph could go over 30 depending on his shooting night. Now, if you go to Kyrie, that's another 26, 27 points. Draymond ain't giving you that. Klay
That's my
Thompson sure
point.
ain't giving you
That's
that.
you making
So
my point. What I'm
no,
saying is you
listen. I'm just trying to make a point why they went got KD so it could be even because we know Draymond ain't giving you 15 or better. We know Klay Thompson is a streaky shooter. He game 6, but what about game 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7? He big game Klay Thompson game 6. Yeah, I give you that. I could score third in 1 quarter and only 11 shots and 11 dribbles. All that shit sounds sweet, but you're not getting that the whole duration of the goddamn series. So when you getting that from both of these niggas and LeBron and Kyrie, yeah, I gotta go get somebody. You still got J.R. Smith. You still got Iman Shepherd. You see what I'm saying? You still had Richard Jefferson. You still had other capable offensive players that can give you at least 15 from doing that on their opposing teams before they got there. So, all right, if I'm gonna go get KD, that's for LeBron. I'm gonna hold my weight against Kyrie, whether he busts my ass or he don't. And then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get Clay for the 17. Because if you think about it, LeBron and KD was around the same amount of points. Steph and Kyrie was like a 1 or 2 points off. Clay and Love averaged 17 in that series. So that's a big three against a big three. Now, when you go to Iman Shepherd, J.R. Smith, when you go to what the boy name is, Devin,
Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson, they had the other little dude over there too. They had Dion Waiters. Like, you had other niggas that could go get buckets. Now, granted, Golden State built their shit as a team, like the ball move. If Steph hot, he gonna be hot. But we go as far as Steph go. Draymond scored 32 points in that game 7. What he did the games before that, and I ain't talking about just on the defensive end because you still got to play both sides. They were leaving the boy wide open, man, like he was begging for
Nah,
change at a
in
stoplight.
2016 was actually the year with Steph where Draymond was actually making shots. Draymond actually was scoring double digits
How
that
many
year.
points he averaged? Because I
He
can't look.
shot 38% from three that year.
Well, why the
That was
fuck?
like his only good year on offense. Yeah. Draymond was actually cooking on offense that year. He stopped
So why
shooting,
they
he stopped
lost
scoring
then?
when KD got there.
No, we talking about 2016. You talking about though, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about 2016.
All right. So why they
That was
ain't
his
winning if
best
he
year.
doing all this scoring?
Yeah, he was double digits. He was like 13. He shot 38% from three that year.
So why
But
they ain't winning if he doing all this scoring?
Draymond, I don't know why he stopped. He said when Kevin Durant got there, he just stopped.
Nah, but we talking about 2008-16 when they lost a 3-1 lead because he not no fucking scorer. He
Yeah,
can't go
but I
out
mean, but
there.
if you think about it, for Draymond to average 13 points a game on 38% from three, that's good.
Man, I
38%
seen him
from three,
average
that's
more than
above league
13.
average.
But
League
listen,
average only 36%.
I seen him average more than 13.
Yeah, I'm talking about that was his average for the whole year because remember the Warriors was blowing people out that year. They was
But
only playing
I
three
seen him
quarters.
average more than that. Though I think his best scoring average was like 14, between 14 and 16, if I'm not
Yeah, you
mistaken.
know what? You might be right. I might be lowballing it, but I do remember he shot 38% from three in
Yeah, but
2016.
listen, that's only one phase of the game at the end of the day because you shooting 38% from the three. That don't make you a good 3-point shooter. I'm just saying because that's just only 1 year. We call them backpack for a reason. I don't know where you've been at. I'm just trying to have a good dialogue because this is good. I like the
Yeah,
heat
yeah.
that you bringing, but at the end of the day, I'm not about to just sit here and act like Kyrie and the role player was going against one pure true scorer, even though they played team ball, even though they went 73-9. you got to look at the scoring punches that these two dudes had. And like I say, when you add in the J.R. Smith with his 6th man of the year, you add in Iman Shepard with his intensity on defense, the Richard Jefferson that played on that played in the 2 NBA finals with the New Jersey Nets. These dudes already knew how to win. I don't have to score 15, 20 points. My IQ, like you said, is high enough. I granted that they had more IQ players than them. So guess what? How can I offset the high IQ players? Because nobody expect us to be here. We really babies. We really puppies. LeBron just come off 4 in a row in Miami. Now he come his ass over here, and now you go to 4 mode. I gotta put an end to this. Now, only reason why I be on people's helmet because they'll come on here and say certain things, right? But this my rebuttal to that. You up 2-1 with them, and you down 3-1 without. I mean, you up 2-1 without them, but you down 3-1 with them, and it took 2 things to happen in that series for y'all to come back. Now, granted, I understand Draymond scored a 32 in Game 7. Steph, in closing moments in those 4 finals that he faced against LeBron James, the ball was 0 for 8, man. Go check the stats. He wasn't clutch like everybody, but during the game, why do you think he did a behind the back ass pass? That's a fundamental bounce pass or chest pass. Klay Thompson catch that thing in rhythm. We probably having a whole different discussion. We not even worrying about the Andrew Bogut getting hurt or the Draymond getting suspended. But the fact of the matter that you bringing on 38% that year, Draymond came out of game 5 later, goddamn goose day. He even scored 10 points in that game. His defense was like atrocious. Like they was. He do good things for that team, for that system, but it's not on a consistent basis where I need you to do that because we play team-oriented ball. When I need you to get that little scoring punch off, ain't no way in the world you're going to sit here and tell me, I'm going to let you call me out my name. Whoever go to the front office, the leader of the team, whatever, y'all got the man over there. Y'all see what kind of impact the man brings to your game. He done ran Jordan Poole and he done ran Kevin Durant. So it took dramatic finishes from Steph to go in his bag. Like what Steph doing now. Steph don't have a Luka Doncic on his team. They got Jimmy Butler, not Django, but Steph been doing this since he got with Golden State. Now, whether he cried for help or they put help around him, my biggest thing is this too. I seen him go win with a dude and Andrew Wiggins that dream was give a chance to. Ain't want to play 1 minute with the man. You traded him before the fucking season even started to go get another nigga like Kevin Love. And guess what? Maybe you would have had a winning record in Cleveland if you don't dumb down his fucking game. Got the man standing in the corner like he a stop sign. You feel what I'm saying? How the man supposed to be aggressive? How the man supposed to put up great numbers and be a great rebounder when he playing by the fucking bleachers? Why he standing by the concession stand waiting for you to dribble the L of the ball? See, that's why I be standing about certain players and certain people that like these players. You can't have it both ways. So now that I got a nigga that's gonna go block for block with you. Remember Kevin Durant went 16-16 in that last series in that game 4 or 5 when they swept him. I think that was the year they swept him. He tried to get an MVP to Steph Curry, and they still gave it to Kevin Durant. So that's not his fault. I think that was 17.
Yeah,
that was 17.
But
17,
that was on Steph Curry though. Like
no, but he still put up
remember
numbers,
that was the game where he bombed, and remember they caught a picture of him walking off the court crying, and Andre Iguodala was holding Steph Curry as he was going off the court because he was really trying to win that Finals MVP that year. Kevin Durant was trying to give it to him, and he kept missing shots. He had the glazed over look, and he was missing everything.
And hey, you're gonna have bad games. I ain't trip off that. I see a lot of people have bad games, have poor shooting percentages, but that don't mean stop shooting and make the right basketball play. This stay aggressive. All right, it wasn't your day. So for him to still average 28 points in that series with Kevin Durant, because I think he was like 28, 29, damn near 30.
Yeah, KD averaged. I believe KD averaged 30, both over 30 both series. 1 year he averaged 34. I think it was 17, and I think he might have averaged a little bit less than 30 and 18. But that's the reason why Steph Curry broke down crying when he won in 2022. Because deep down inside, he know that the 2022 championship validate all the other 3 championships, if we going to be honest. Because if you really think about it, up until 2022, everybody said, yeah, but when it come down to the finals, Steph Curry shrink. There's going to be a game where he come up small. And when he was able to come up big in that game 4 in Boston, and scored at 43 points. And then he won his 6 games on his home floor. and he broke down crying. That validated his whole career. Sometimes it just come down to moments. But if we gonna be honest, Kevin Durant deserved more credit, because if it wasn't for Kevin Durant, the dominoes wouldn't have fell. Like right now, Kevin Durant get made fun of. Oh, he get blasted out the first round. Oh, he ain't that guy no more. You got to understand, Kevin Durant is the only player to come back from a torn Achilles and be arguably a similar player to what he was before. That's a career-ending injury.
Did it. Dominique Wilkins did it.
Him and Dominique Wilkins, the only two. And guess what? That shows you the Hall of Fame level ability that they had to come back from that. A lesser player couldn't come back from that type of injury because they don't got the mentality and the love for the game that these guys got. So for Kevin Durant to be made fun of and be like, oh, you made the weakest move of all time, bitch, nobody could offset LeBron James in 2016. Once they blew that thing,
see, that's the whole thing, bro. I hate when people make it seem like they really needed him. But this what I will say about that. What you think drew Kevin Durant over there? Now he could have went anywhere.
Kevin Durant is a basketball purist. He just loved to hoop. He look at basketball the way someone who in the art look at art. He just loved the beautiful brand of basketball.
So
ball movement, cutting, passing, great shot making, great contested shot making, great D. He loved all of that. And what they sold him, because remember, they went to him. He was in the Hamptons. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and team flew out to see him. And they sold him on the idea, look at the brand of basketball we playing. Like right now, because he could see in OKC, there was no ball movement in the critical spots. It would just get KD the ball and get out the way. But then sometimes Russell Westbrook be like, you know what, F you, KD, I got the ball. And then he gonna take that thing. You know how Russell Westbrook get down. He blazing fire all the time. And so what ended up happening is he just got frustrated because he looking at how the Warriors is playing, that passing, the cutting, the ball movement, the
That's
shooting.
The only reason why he went over there. And listen, I don't know no.
That's what they told him on.
Listen, I don't know no free agents that's gonna make that type of decision and go to a losing team when I'm already 9, 11 years in the league. I'm trying to win too. So I'm putting myself in better position to win. Just like you put yourself in better position to feed your family when you go off a championship roster and you think you the man, you can handle. But you already know we going over here to get this bag. They only want me because of what I did for this production on this championship team. But then when I get over here, I'm not putting up the numbers. I don't have the impact that I had on the championship team. So it's really like I'm just getting my money now. I got my rings. Now I'm going for my money, which I always was a firm believer. If you go out there and lay it on the line and let the chips fall where they may, you're going to get the money. You gotta stay consistent. And there's a lot of inconsistencies in this era for us. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, y'all always trying to fix on shit that ain't broke. Because you're running from the smoke. When adversity hits you in the face, you run. So they won't blame KD for that, but they don't blame other people for doing it, for trickling the thing down. So why I gotta stay over here and be loyal to certain players and certain coaches and certain teams when y'all letting this bum ass nigga keep jump ship the ship when it catch a little leak on it? You dig? They don't want to fix it. They just sell a whole car. And nigga ain't nothing but the water pump. You can't put a water pump on. You don't know how to change it.
Yeah, but that's why I don't really fault Kevin Durant for making that move, because I understand how he looks at the game of basketball. He just looks at it as a beautiful sport, and he's seen the way that the Warriors is moving. They sold him on the idea of how he can be used in the offense. He gonna be flanked by the two greatest shooters to ever exist, and you can make an argument he's probably one of the top 5 greatest shooter of all time. And you can move and pass and cut, and they're going to play defense. And guess what? When there's 5 seconds left on the clock and we don't got no offense, KD, you could go to work. You the best one-on-one scorer the NBA's ever seen. So he just fell in love with the thought process of it. What made him leave was when they began to betray him. They begged him to come. And then when he went there and helped them win the championships, it didn't even elevate his profile in the eyes of the viewers. The viewers is like, you made the softest move, so your championships don't even count. But Steph Curry's 2nd and 3rd championship with Kevin Durant counted. Draymond Green's 2nd and 3rd championship counted. Klay Thompson hold up 4 fingers to this day. because them championships counted. But you want to know who it count less to in the eyes of the public? Kevin Durant, even though it would not be possible without Kevin Durant. So I give KD his credit because he was needed on that offense. And he did what he was supposed to do. When Draymond Green betrayed him and said, we won one with you, we won one before you, won one after you, we don't need you, Kevin Durant. And that was a lie because they did need him. Or they was not going to beat the Cavs ever again. And then guess what? He got mad when they forced him to play in the finals. Remember, they was like, we need you, Kevin Durant. They told him he had a calf strain. It turned out he had a weak Achilles that was about to snap in half. And the Warriors medical staff was pressuring him. Oh, it's just a calf strain. Can you come back? Because they was down 2-1 to Toronto, and they needed KD to come back. You remember, KD came back, and they was cooking. And he ended up scoring a bunch of points, and they won that game. And he tore his Achilles. And then the Raptors won the last 2 games. That's when he knew these people don't care about me. They used me for my talents. Now they get to claim they won 3 championships and they get credit for it. And then guess what? He requested a trade, and the assets that the Warriors got back from the trade, they used to get the pieces to win the 4th chip. So now they get to walk around with 4 rings. Clay could hold up the 4 fingers. Steph could say, I'm a 4-time champ. Draymond could talk his shit and say, yeah, I'm a 4-time champ. I knew we was going to win without you, KD. They needed KD for them last 3 rings. So I give him a lot more credit than most people do. I'm not going to disrespect KD. That man overcame the most debilitating injury in basketball.